Don't start the stream. Just go to bed. Okay, bye. Bye. What?
You fucking gay bitch.
Gay! What?
You fucking gay bitch.
I can't win with technology, can I? No, I just can't win with technology. Hang on, before we start. All right, I was tweaking some things.
Bruh.
I was tweaking some things. Now we can start the stream. Hi, welcome to the stream. I don't know why. I knew I forgot something. I forgot the butt head. That's why I forgot. Shit. Oh no, the butt head is here. Anyways, hi, welcome to the stream. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day at work, good off day at work, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy something out there for most people out there. It's still New Year's, it's still the new year. It's January, fuck you, it's January. Other than that, it's like, we're good. We are good here. So, who is here so far for this? Kaylee, hi. Swaggy, hi. Dreambird, hi. Marco, hi. Fantastic, hi. Nugs, hi. And then I had Quiet Ninja tell me to go to bed. What? No. Virgil, hi. Medusa, hi. I said hi to Kay. Cal, hi. Jared, hi. Yeah, we're gonna regret this, are we? I hope to God it's not like last stream that he just did that stupid fucking like race test stream and all that review bullshit. It's not gonna be that. You might be based. I can't. What up, fellows? What up, Medusa? What up, Nobi? Also, Magic Cat. It's ended the stream. We can flee. I had been streaming for 5 hours now. It's like, what the fuck? Why are you here? Why? What? Why are you here? Anyways, what up, Kombat? Hey, yeah, welcome everyone to the Gout Awards. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're getting into that here in a minute. Let me just do a few things really quick. I'm gonna pull up some things also. Pull up Sleepy Dawn. And One Who Waits. Fire Paper Mario. Yep. Well, before I continue, let's just look at something really quick. Oh, I don't give a fuck about Waldo. No one gives a shit about Waldo. Waldo committed tax fraud and he's on the run. Every single time you find him, he changes locations. Jesus. Anyways. One thing I will be looking at really quick is this. What the fuck am I looking at? Like, for real, what the fuck am I looking at? Why does this look like AIDS? This is AI garbage. Like, I get it. You could like create creative things with AI if you choose to, but bruh, this ain't it. This ain't fucking it. And like looking at this is like, who are these people supposed to be? Like, what is any of this supposed to be? I'm pretty sure RoboCop was never purple and red. And why is Samus, if this is Samus, why does Samus look like she's wearing the fusion, like the dread suit with green? And it looks like it's fused onto the fucking cart. And then there's like some random anime schoolgirl in the background. And supposedly, yeah, is that ProSide there? I thought that was Russian Badger for a moment. Bruh. Why'd you get Russian Badger in this? Why?
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
And then there's like some ninja in the background, which looks really nothing like fucking Ninja Gaiden. And then you got Donkey Kong, which this looks like a concept art. And then you got this. I thought that was Jetpack Joyride guy. Kind of, it could be. Except he's buff, he's ready to go kick some fucking ass, man. But just looking from all of this right here, like all of this, what I am deducing from this list, there's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 references, maybe 9 references here. Like, there's a lot of things on here. There's Donkey Kong, which is going to be Stanky King Bonanza. There's Mario Kart, it's going to be Mario Kart World.
Legalize nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And then I need to actually change that. I need to change the voice where it's like, Dokes is coming in with the member bombs.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Vanguard dropped 20 gifted. I appreciate that, Vanguard. I appreciate that. But looking at this a little bit more. Also, what's up, Vanguard? Like, looking at this, it's like, looking at this alone, this is Metroid Prime 4. This is either Ninja Gaiden 4 or Assassin's Creed Shadows at this particular point. I thought it was Ninja Gaiden 4. This is RoboCop, that DLC that he stopped because it soft-locked him. And then there's Denki Bonanza. This is also Mario Kart World. Could be another thing, which is, like, what is it, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? Could be that. This one, I was confused for the longest time. I even had to ask everybody, hey, what the fuck is this supposed to be? And I kept getting Johnny Cage. Checks out. And the schoolgirl in the background is Silent Hill F, because he hated Silent Hill F with a fucking passion. And all of these games right here, all of these games, Frank West. I mean, kind of with the hairline. It looks like Frank West. All it's missing is the camera. But looking at all these games, there's a few things in mind. A, these are the games that he rage quit. Or B, games that he completed, but bitched and complained about no support.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Please clap.
We just nuked the building.
Surprise, motherfucker.
There'd be whales here, Captain. There'd be whales here. Oh, fuck.
What?
Wonder, wait, 6 for 16 months. And also, Vanguard with another gift of 20. I appreciate that. Like, what the fuck? There'd be whales. The whales are here. And then the dude for 3 months, I appreciate that too. But yeah, this is what I wanted to like look at really quick is this. What is this terrible AI thumbnail? My eyes hurt. Senji, this is on his like podcast for disappointing games of 2025. That's what this is. And it's completely fucking awful. Why is RoboCop Murphy got a bra? Why? Why is it red? Why is it purple? Why does it look like something that you see off a fucking NES cover? Like, why? Fucking why, dude? Regardless, it's fucking awful. It is pathetic. What? Why? All of this stuff, yeah, all of this sucks. It just pure grade sucks. Oh, god damn it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
What? What? And then Vanguard dropped, not Vanguard, Virgil dropped 50. Sorry, both names start with a V. I'm sorry, my mistake. I pay my penance to the failure. Oh. Yeah, I pay my penance. Yeah, they all. Yeah, so much whales are here, and also Pandora for the 25 months. I appreciate that too. And Virgil, what the 50 gifted? So many names, and I can't. Oh, god damn it! No, no.
Legalize nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
Surprise, motherfucker.
They're fantastic. Drop 20 more. I had nothing to say after that, honestly. I just don't have anything to say after that. Fuck it, I'm just gonna take my sip and move on. Regardless, nuked. Pearl Harbor is never the same. Any oil princes? Probably. They're probably looking at it going, ah, yes, I like your streams there, good sir. Now give me your credit card information. Regardless, there's a few things I'm going to look at. There's luckily 2, and I'm going to stretch them out until Phil arrives so that way, Skip Juice can be built. Like always. Surprisingly, I can actually do this. So here's this. This is what happened after I left the stream. When I covered his stream, his podcast, not yesterday, but the day before, quote unquote podcast. This is what happened. Everybody knows who this person is, but Koei went after Phil again.
Legalize nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
Sadly, that one is not a surprise, motherfucker. But Vanguard dropped 10 more. So much massive amounts of support. Oh my god, we hit the goal. Yeah! We hit the goal. Wrong button. Wait, the goal has been hit. Yay! Now I can stop begging about the goal. The goal has been hit. I didn't ask for a goal, but it's been hit. Regardless, he got trolled in Arc Raiders. Big ups Koei. This is the same guy that went after him in Left 4 Dead 2 and kept saying cat is fat. Shout out Raw Phil. Same guy.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Puff F Gusto. It's like, welcome home. Wait, did I forget to turn on the booster again? I did not forget to turn on the booster again. Why me?
snort, snort, snort.
Code drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
What's up?
Well, I'm zombie fan. Let's see. I got out of the internet. Yeah, hold on. I got power internet again after 3 weeks. Damn, 3 weeks. That does suck. Tries a decent night's sleep unlocked. That's been unlocked. Also, here's Coey.
Yo. So he's gonna get it. I'm not gonna steal it. He got it.
Right? Hey, come. But you're
Oh, you hear how bad it is? It's breaking up. You can't hear what he's saying. What's up with that?
You hear how terrible it sounds? You're retarded.
Cat is fat.
Oh, is this a...
Like, I heard Cat is fat. Like, he keeps sitting there and coping that I can't hear him. His mic. Whoa, is that the guy?
troll?
Pissed on the floor.
I guess it's a troll, but
It's on the floor.
his voice breaks up, so you can't hear him.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa, buddy.
He's a retarded troll, but you can't understand him because his mic is terrible.
What's wrong?
You know what the sad thing about it? I think that this motherfucker can be heard. Like, Phil is talking and he can be heard. Unless he muted that blue Yeti like a pussy.
What's wrong is your mic is fucking horrible, and you sound like an idiot on the stream. Get some better fucking equipment, bro.
Get some better equipment, bro. Yeah, nice comeback, Phil. You sure got him. It's totally not the mic. Oh, absolutely not. But absolutely, you got him. You roasted him, Phil. My God, he has been internally felted. Gee whiz.
What an idiot.
Also, yeah, it's not the mic itself. It's the game. It's proximity chat. That's the real PvP with a voice filter. Whoa, buddy.
Anyway, so we'll get out of here, I guess. Because they're not going to get that turret now.
He's just gonna get followed. Yeah, the
You notice he shut the fuck up when I
yeah,
told
the desperate. Your mic doesn't work. Ha ha. Yeah, what a comeback. Yeah, what a zinger.
his mic doesn't work. Because he's trying to talk shit, but we can't hear half the things he's saying.
Even though people heard exactly what he was saying, Phil just wants to pretend that he didn't hear anything about it. It's like, oh no, mic bad. It's terrible. Fuck this mic.
Please clap.
Like me. Support my stream. I felt in that troll. Core, what's up, man? Johnny Chase, what's up, man? Yeah, get better equipment like me. $4,500 in equipment and climbing.
Like, dude, you're cutting out constantly because you're an idiot. All right.
Uh-huh.
So you can't hear him. Blah, 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 blah. His mic is terrible.
What, you're making them sound like a Star Fox character? Like,
You think I should just kill the guy? I mean, I can. It's not a big deal if I do, I don't think.
You do realize that people could hear exactly what you're saying, right? So your plot to kill him is not gonna work.
What is that blue line?
Yeah, you're cutting off because you're an idiot. Yeah, ha ha ha.
Oh, shit.
Anyone see the new disappointing Joy-Con 2? I have not. I have not seen them.
Oh, there's a snitch.
What up, Steve?
Get out of the range of the snitch.
The snitch. It's you.
Yeah, oh, the game is cracked.
Yeah, do a barrel roll.
See now?
What up, babes? Do a barrel roll.
Something's going on. Okay, wait, it's coming back. That's not good.
Oh, and you want to sit there and be like, get better equipment, bro. All of a sudden, your capture device fucked up. Oh, what happened?
The visuals went out for a second. That's not good. If he's gonna follow me, I'm just gonna kill him. He's probably, he's probably gonna try to kill me. Dude, no, hold on.
E-begging is funny.
No, hold on 1 second. Listen. No one can understand you. Your mic is awful. Like, I know you're trying to troll me, but no one can hear you. It's cutting out every half second. You need to get a better mic. It's
no, people can hear him just fine. You just didn't want to hear anything because he's speaking truth.
Terrible, dude.
He got fucking worse, mate.
I'm being serious. He's awful. His mic is fucking terrible.
Oh, voice crack. I'm so scared. He's gonna kill me. Oh, no, run away.
Oh, shit. What was that? What the hell was that?
You're trying to troll me. Oh, no.
Was it him?
You're trying to molest
I mean, it might have been him, but...
You're trying to molest my career.
Go.
You're trying to molest my career.
Is he probably, you know he's probably gonna try to kill me?
Yeah, no one can hear you as he walks backwards, looks at the bathroom to hide in. Yep, nobody can hear you.
I don't know. Yeah, I know if I kill him, it basically puts you into PvP servers, which I obviously don't want to be in. You know, I want to be in the PvE server, so...
He talks so much shit that so they killed him.
I'm trying to do my... I mean, I'm actually trying to help the guy. I know he's a troll, but, like...
Just like how you try to help Wings and you want to be a lolcow savior, telling him, hey, stop doing all these things that you normally do. Stop drinking. Stop breathing. You know, I'm trying to help you. I know you may be a troll, but I'm trying to help you. Get better equipment. Stop existing.
Why would he be, like, trying to talk shit when he has the
Ragnarok?
worst mic I've ever heard? It cuts out every half second. Like, what an idiot.
Yeah, the troll got exactly what he wanted. He felt it, Phil.
Anyway, it's pretty bad when someone tries to troll you, but they just publicly embarrass themselves with having, like, the most bootleg fucking shitty equipment ever.
There are people out there that have really bad equipment, Phil, or not bad, like the best quality equipment, but yet they make do with what they have.
Is that him still? Because he might be following me. Like I said, I might have to actually kill him.
Try to help him save your complex, but I thought he hated trolls and doesn't interact with them. Oh, absolutely he doesn't want to interact with them. Every single time that anyone interacts with him and he's confronted, run away. No, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm alcoholic. Don't hurt me. Jaha, please.
I don't want to, because I don't want to be in a PvP server, but if he's going to be stupid, you know, what am I going to do?
You could stop being a bitch.
Sadly, I don't see the career around here, which is what I'm here looking for.
I can't find a career anywhere. Phil, what you're doing is not a career.
So I might just try to extract to get this idiot off my back.
Midway Monster, I have a shit mic and headphones. My fans still understand what I'm saying. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's how you use the equipment. Also, Brave Sir Robin ran away.
Home at the central swamp lift.
You missed the troll. He brought excitement. Oh, very exciting. He probably was stream sniping. As you know, I stopped hiding my drops here.
Again, you're assuming that they're stream sniping you, even though they're probably not stream sniping you. You can literally sum up his most disappointing games list as games I didn't make much money from. Oh, absolutely. But I want to hear his reasoning. And I'm using the reasoning and big air quotes, aka excuses, to why these games are disappointing, even though they're clearly not. Except for maybe one game, which I can agree with, but his reasoning for why the game is terrible will be completely different.
And now the one time I don't hide my drop, this guy is showing up, so...
Also, this guy is showing up. Dude, you're being shot at by a drone. A drone.
What just happened? What?
Oh, never mind. He got sniped.
Oh, well, it's probably him. It's probably him, and now I'm not going to get over there in time. Yeah. So I'm going to lose my my gun. Not that it's a huge deal. I have nothing else on me. It's just a gun.
You're not my gun.
What an idiot.
What an idiot.
Did you get a better mic yet? Oh, yeah, I was really outplayed. I was definitely outplayed there.
I mean, you were distracted by two drones. He took the opportunity and shot you.
So, you notice...
Says the guy that runs away. Got knocked out by Koei. It wasn't the same guy.
It's the very first time... It is. It's him. It's this fucking idiot. So the very first time that I choose to do a real loadout, this idiot has to do that. So now I lost my... what gun was that? The Rattler or whatever? It's not a huge deal. It's easy to get another Rattler. It's just dumb, because the one time I didn't hide my drop, the guy fucking actually followed me. So now you guys know why I gotta hide my drops.
Yep, his damaged ego. It's so injured. Oh no, whatever will he do? Imagine the troll helped him up. Could you imagine the mental gymnastics? Yeah, just imagine. He'll be like, oh, why are you trying to help me? All the trolls hate me. They're helping me. Why are they helping me?
This is why.
This goes against my narrative, my prime directive.
Okay. Did I get a new color? Apparently I got a color. All right. So we got to make a new loadout now, which sucks.
Yep, sucks.
Literally, the only thing I lost was the gun. Like, that was
Not
it. Everything
the
else is fine. It's
gun.
not a big deal, but it sucks that I lost the gun with all the attachments.
Oh no, the gun.
Yeah, no, I know, bro. Now, you know, this is the one time I didn't hide my drop, and of course that happens, right? That's why I'm glad I didn't take anything valuable besides the gun, but I have a million other guns. I don't really give a shit. I've already built up a
Yeah, but you're getting really hung up on that gun being lost. Like, Phil, if you're not worrying about the gun, stop bringing up the gun.
Rattler so quickly. It's not a huge deal at all. Do I have time to call him a slur?
Didn't Phil try to ban the wrong guy?
I mean, you know he's watching, but no, I don't think a slur would be too effective here.
Yeah, just give me my fucking
I actually don't think it's that big of a deal.
Oh,
okay.
no, but imagine being triggered over someone killing.
So Kane says, search for that player, you can block them. How do I do that? How on earth do I search for recent players?
Oh no, it's chat.
Recent. Oh, recent. Where are they? They were literally right here.
I'm being careless.
Why are they not on the list?
Yep, pussy.
Here you go. It says I played with them 8 hours ago. No, I did not. There you go. Okay. They're blocked now. Hopefully it works. I don't know if it will or not.
Blocked.
Okay. That was the wrong guy. It was exactly the same name. How could it have been the wrong guy? People are saying it was Coladad up top. No, his name was C-O-H-I-H.
Coey.
People are saying, no, that's the wrong thing now. All right, what do you... Hold on.
Yeah, that's the wrong guy.
His name was C-O-H-I-H. His name was not Coladad. Everyone says last play was 8 hours ago.
Yep, there it is. Blocked and reported. Wasn't the right guy. They're telling him.
Colbadad? This guy?
It was. Wrong guy.
It was C-O-H-I-H. That was his
Guy was up top. I saw Coey.
name. 100%. You can rewind the stream and see for yourself, right?
Question, I never played this game. Are there other ways to track Phil? There is. In some regard.
This guy. This was him.
Yep, this is him. Oh,
Cheating.
exploiting offensive
profile, verbal abuse. Oh, there you go.
Verbal abuse? What? Well, Octave, welcome.
Does this even work?
What a pussy. Look
There you
at
go.
What a fucking pussy, dude. What a pussy.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
What a fucking pussy. Yeah, stalked me on a live stream, personally insulted myself and family members. Should be banned. What a fucking pussy.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Amazing.
Gentile thinks of it too. Phil went from snort sack to lip smack. Damn, that's a bar.
It ain't gonna do nothing. You know nothing's gonna happen, right?
Then
Okay.
why do it?
That was the guy, though. 100% that was it.
Jada's family? Maybe. Maybe it's Phil's adopted son.
Him.
Or one of his illegitimate grandchildren. I don't fucking know at this point.
Okay.
And
All
he
right, let me
reported-
quickly
He reported him over that. Can you say irony? Nope, you don't know the meaning of that word.
restart the capture card. Like I said.
By the way, get a better mic, get better equipment. Oh, hey, your capture card malfunctioned? Get a better capture card there, Philly boy. Jesus Christ. What's next? Oh, here we go. This is what happened yesterday before he played Claire Obscure. He goes off on a viewer for calling out his begging. I saw that part. Oh, Phil is here, but his little slideshow is gone. By the way, trolls are poor and cheap. Phil doesn't know the meaning of the words budgetizing and frugal.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Snort,
Or third word, priorities.
snort, snort.
Tell you.
snort, snort.
Ha, that's funny.
Ha!
Savage
Funny!
GTA says, name a more iconic duo than Phil's trolls with bad mics. That's right. It's like trolls and bad mics go like peanut butter and jelly, right? They just can't talk in any kind of working piece of hardware because they're so poor and cheap.
Ah, here it is. Phil, there are people out there that have worse mics than yours, and I'm using that in the kindest of ways. And yet, people can still hear and understand what they're saying. No one can understand you.
Dummies.
Dummies! What up, Avalanche? Frugal, is that some kind of fruit? I've never heard of that. Yeah, I'm smacking my lips. I swallow. I still can't get over the fact where he's like, say, every time he sneezes, it's Niagara Falls, and also that he swallows. I still can't get over that gay shit.
Aaron,
That just goes without saying. Fucking. Look at this funky ass wrist thing for his mouse. It is so bad. Why is he wearing women's clothes still? Hey, DJ, what's up, man? I don't know why he's wearing women's clothing.
says, or it's just
I take offense to that, even though I admitted it.
it's not serious enough to be worth investing the money. So let me get this straight.
Hold on, I gotta listen to this gay shit.
Aaron says, or it's just not serious enough to be worth investing the money. So let me get this straight.
So it's not serious enough to invest the money in. Okay, so not wrong. It's not that deep, bro. That's what they're telling you. I'm watching Tofu Pachu crying compilations. Oh, no.
It's serious enough that every time that I stream Arc Raiders, my trolls sit there the entire time randomly dropping, trying to sync with the match that I'm in. And they literally will do it the entire stream every time that I play Arc Raiders. This is like the end-all be-all of their existence is to try to interfere with my match.
Not every troll is doing this, Phil. You're generalizing what every detractor is doing, supposedly in your mind. No, not every single troll is doing that to you, Phil. Like, my fucking God.
That's important enough.
Yeah, the end-all be-all of their existence. Sure it is, buddy.
But it's not important enough to warrant them getting a mic that works during that session. No, I think what you're getting at is they're just morons.
Whatever, Rev Neo. Yeah, they're morons. Yeah, we haven't heard that one before. If the trolls try to get into his games, why won't he use them for content and get more views? Because they're evil. All the trolls that go after him are evil and mouth-droolers. And yet, people told him for the longest time to monetize the hate. That's what Stuttering Craig tried to do. That's what Kino Casino was trying to tell him to do. And yet, he refused to listen.
Stupid people.
Yeah, they're morons, but you're the one who's still ranting about it. And keep in mind, this was a day ago that he got attacked, molested in Arc Raiders by trolls. This was yesterday.
Simple to figure out. Well, You're Not Funny just said it. He said, I fear this will be another weak attendance, low support stream because it's an RPG. Why do RPGs get...
Don't talk about priorities when you spend hundreds of dollars for a fighting game and not your cat because you thought you were better than a vet. Keep in mind, bought the same game 3 times and bought multiple joysticks.
No love in terms of support and viewership. I don't know. I love RPGs. I grew up playing them. They mean a lot to me.
Okay, Phil, you love RPGs. What did Falcom make?
Find them as chill, fun, challenging experience.
Do you know what the Legend of Heroes series is, Phil? Do you know what the Trails of the Sky series is, Phil? Do you know what Ys is? No, of course not. You saw Ys and you called it Wise.
Seriously, can we get some support today?
Yeah, I'm not getting rage baited. You're getting rage baited.
For RPGs right
Phil Overmeyer.
now. Let's go. Let's get engagement. Let's get support for RPGs, right? Let's get a good start to the day. Let's go.
Oh, Ys is a dope franchise, dude.
I've heard of Crime Scene Cleaner, but Crime Scene Cleaner is a very gory game.
Not a problem, Jorge.
Has a lot of viscera, meaning blood, guts.
What game is this?
Very gory. Let's go. I've heard of Crime Scene Cleaner, but Crime Scene Cleaner is a very gory game.
Not really.
Has a lot of viscera.
Not really.
Meaning blood, guts, and YouTube has been cracking down severely on games that they are deeming realistic violence.
But it's not realistic violence, though. Is Trails Chapter 1 worth the full price? From what I've heard, yes, it is. But here's back. There's the whole thing with, like, Crime Scene Cleaner. There's no ultra violence in the game. You're not going around chopping people up like you're Dexter fucking Morgan. You're not doing that shit. Instead, you're going to different scenes before the cops show up, and you're cleaning the crime scene. That's all that you're doing in that game. Plus, Crime Scene Cleaner actually has a story to why he's doing it in the first place. So yeah, this whole entire thing is a bald-faced fucking lie. Alright, thanks for the 9 months, I appreciate that. It's just a case of cleaning up after a messy jam maker. He spilled the jelly. It pretty much is. What, Hannah? The violence had already happened. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
So what does that mean?
So all this shit, lies.
It means if you're playing a video game and the game is not clear fantasy, it's supposed to be like a sim, then you get in trouble and YouTube will demonetize any videos and streams that have that kind of content.
What?
Legalize nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And then Jorge dropped 20 gifted. The whales are out today.
They started this
Also, I have to go back on this one. What the fuck?
clear fantasy. It's supposed to be
Fantasy. All video games are fiction. They're fantasy. Fiction, fantasy can be the same thing. We love casting spells like fire.
like a sim. Then
Like a sim.
you get in trouble and YouTube will demonetize
A sim. Wait, those are illegal subs.
any videos and streams that have that kind of content.
What?
They started this back in November. It's gotten worse. Like now,
Argentina, rise up, please.
even some people are saying that they're playing Mortal Kombat and doing fatalities and their videos are getting demonetized. So
I thought you didn't give a fuck about the AdSense on YouTube, though, Phil. You only care about the fucking memberships and the super chats and the goddamn tips on PayPal. I thought those are the only ways that you cared about the most. AdSense means nothing to you. Now, all of a sudden, it does. He thinks it's like the mortuary assistant. Most of these games have a streamer safe mode on that turns the blood green or something like that. This is also true. There are a lot of games out there that are streamer only modes or streamer modes, where if there's copyrighted music in the game, they'll immediately switch it out to their own music. Or if there's like a game that has a lot of blood in it, they'll change the blood color to green or blue or purple. It's like, oh shit, I spilled the grape Kool-Aid. Oh no, man, mom's gonna kill me.
that game, sadly,
Dad's gonna kill me. I spilt the fucking antifreeze. Oh no.
I doubt I'd be able to play because it's literally you're on a crime scene investigating someone who got murdered and their body parts and blood is everywhere. And
You're not, though. You're cleaning up crime scenes for the mob before they showed up.
that's what YouTube
Before the crime, like, for what was it? The police show up. It's like the same thing with, like, what was it? Fuck, there's a serial cleaner. That's another game, too, where you're going around cleaning crime scenes before the cops show up. Or the cops are already there, but you're trying to evade them while you're cleaning up the crime scenes.
literally is saying we want to demonetize. So
Yeah, listen to this nerd. I know, right? I take my pride in that.
I'm not going to be doing that game. All right, so we're about to get started. We're about to jump back into Expedition 33. Okay, everybody? So here's the deal about this game and today. I love Expedition 33.
Clearly.
All year I wanted to...
Also, Phil, DSP, have you tried touching your hair, sniffing your fingers, or smacking your lips more to get the viewers in? What happened to all the Aspen roaches? Why won't they save you anymore? No coffers?
bring it back. Finally, we had opportunity to last...
Lollipop Chainsaw Remaster actually has a streamer mode where it's all the gores replaced with rainbows and stuff. What about the copyrighted music? Is that changed, like taken out, or is it still the same?
month. I did, and people showed up in droves and supported. Now we're back to how we were last year. That sucks. Because that's why I had to quit, because people weren't showing up and engaging and supporting the playthrough. We're in the end game content. Basically, people are telling me outside of this gestural dungeon and maybe one or two other odds and ends to do, that really there's the two major things left. The Endless Tower and
I'm not going to play that. Just him as a gamer. No money, no game. Absolutely not. No high demand for it. Not going to play it.
is Renoir's drafts, okay?
Different music. Thank you, Midway.
So,
Absolutely,
if you're here,
Midway.
if you're a fan of my content, please stick around. Let's hang out, let's talk and chill and have a good time together. It doesn't have to be all about the game. It could also be us talking and hanging out and, you know, just relaxing, having an interactive stream outside of it just being about the game. Now, if I'm in the middle of a really tough boss fight, that's a different story entirely. I got to focus. But outside of that, we can hang out. All right?
We could just hang out. It's a chill, interactive experience. For the longest time, he's like, hey, I have to pay attention to the game. I'm not going to pay attention to you.
Now, today, If you can,
Oh, Jesus.
please engage and support the stream. What does that mean? Please like the stream.
We heard this gay shit before.
Give it some likes to get engagement going on YouTube. Please talk with me in chat. Let's have some conversation. Let's not just make it about the game.
Like the stream if you hate Phil. There's a common goal.
That way we can have some fun, even if you're not.
Guys, let's chill, which just means let me nag you about not giving me money. Let me burden you with my stresses and problems. What you're going through is what? Oh, your mom died? Or your grandma died? Or you're going through a bad breakup? That means nothing to me. I have no money to buy food for DSP tries it. My problems are worse than yours.
Not into it, okay?
I believe most of the music in Repop is no longer licensed for them to use, so most of it's original music. Thank you both, Comet and Cactus. Thank you, I appreciate that. See, you learn more along the way.
Please support the stream.
Chill and
Right
complain
now,
stream.
not exaggerating.
You want to play Hangman with Pigsy, and he's the fucking person you drop down? Oh, hey, Hangman, I got the word wrong. What was the word? Liquidity. Shit. I knew that was the word. I just wanted him to drop.
Sadly, Expedition 33 is my least supported project. That sucks, because I love it.
Project, shut the fuck up. You sound like one of those fucking retards that go, this isn't a movie. This is a film. This isn't a music album. This is an experience. You're trying to sound like one of those people to make yourself sound intelligent, to make yourself sound professional, that you know what you're talking about, but it just makes you sound pretentious.
And it's Game of the Year, according to the Game Awards, and I'm coming back to it to do the content I missed, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. And it's my least.
Losing a brother in depression is nothing compared to breaking up with your Momo wife and getting Honda to master. And also, Kobe Bryant died? Huh, not as bad as me lose my save progress in Kotar.
supported game. That sucks. I'd like to turn that around today.
Oh no, a giant butt!
So,
And then Kick Chat started putting ass in the chat.
big boobed women.
Big black butt.
What up, Reaper?
Let's talk.
Oh, so
Please.
Look, guys, I need another snack pizza. Cat, my wife, had ate the last 3 last night, and I'm broke.
Support. How can you support? Well, you can become a member. You can gift memberships to your fellow viewer on YouTube, or you can do a super chat over there. If you're on Kick, you can send some kicks my way. You can become a paid subscriber, or you could gift some subs to your fellow viewer.
Begging, begging, begging.
Or no matter where you are, you can.
I too have a big black butt.
Big juicy butt. Big black butt.
That booty just too fine.
Send me a tip
I don't know why that worked so well.
using the tip command in chat, ! Tip. That'll give you the link to send me a tip via PayPal.
Keep in mind, this is the new link, because apparently the other one got frozen.
Please support today's
Goddamn!
stream. All right? I want to keep going. People are telling me you absolutely should play and get to Simon. Well, it sounds like it's going to take some time to do it. And if I'm going to do it, then I need people to be
Simon says die.
here for it and to hang out and support it. I can't just be playing it for myself.
Ain't that band evasion? It is. It is. Reaper? Yes, it is.
Okay? So please.
One up tangent, Mendapian. That's it. Mendapian. I'm just going to call it Mendapian from now on. Yeah, New Year, same old begging. Absolutely.
Today,
Oh, no, it's not allowed, Reaper. It's definitely not allowed.
let's get some support
Simon says, perish. Oh, unbelievable. He's going to hate that fight.
for Expedition 33. Now, the villain says, just fight Simon and end the game. I don't know where Simon is.
Bullshit. You have a guide up for fucking Claire Obscure. Yes, you fucking do. Shut the fuck up. 1 minute, man. Thanks for the 20 months. I appreciate it. And nobody's reported him. They probably have. They just don't care.
Because I don't spoil myself on the game.
Bullshit.
And for what I'm to understand, I wouldn't be able to beat him now anyway because he's insanely tough and high level.
Did you see people creating art Red Dead Redemption 2 in Lego? Yes, I have. I also saw a meme that came out years ago putting, what was it, Marvin Harry from Home Alone 2 in Breath of the Wild. The internet's a beautiful place.
I need to do other stuff to level up to fight him. That's my understanding. It's not as easy as it's your fault. Why aren't you just finishing it? I can't.
It is your fault, Phil, because you're trying to milk it for all it's fucking worth. That's what you're trying to do, but you're trying to delay the inevitable. It's like, oh, this game's about to be done, but I love this game, you guys. I love it so much. I want to keep playing it. I love it. Oh, the game's over, then life's not worth living anymore.
That's not how the game works.
You don't know how any of the games work, Phil. How the hell would you know the boss is high level if he knew nothing about the boss? Exactly that. Exactly that. I know nothing about this game. I know nothing about Simon. He's high level. How do you know? How the fuck do you know?
Okay?
Ah, shit, he's here. God damn it. Give me a minute. I am not prepared for this shit. Fuck me.
How y'all doing?
I want to die. Thank you so much for asking, Phil. I didn't care about your opinion. Okay, so I have that up and running. So I got that. Building up skip juice, because fuck it. Why not? Get rid of that. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Here comes Fat Man.
So, dumb fuck troll here says, I thought you weren't asking for donations anymore. Why did you
You're claiming that you're not, but you say you don't beg anymore.
start again? You're a moron.
You're begging for donations.
No, we have no goals on the streams, but
That doesn't matter. You can delude yourself into believing that you're not begging for donations because there's no goals, but every fucking time you stream, it's always, please give me money. Give me money via PayPal. Give me money for fucking super chats. Give me money for kicks. Give me money for memberships. Doesn't matter if it's on YouTube or Kick. Give me super thanks, please and thank you.
every once in a while I can explain
Another spoiler alert for Simon. You have to be cap level, which is at 99. Gotta have a proper build because Simon doesn't care who you are. He'll kill you. Oh, my kind of party.
how people can support
Oh, no, thanks for the 10 bucks. I appreciate that.
and have a call
I'm a moron, all right? Yeah, Phil, you're a poopy head. You're a doo-doo state, doo-doo head.
to action. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is. It's e-begging.
Every fucking streamer does it on planet Earth except the
No, they don't.
ones that are multimillionaires.
No, they don't. I've never seen anybody that streams begging for money on everyday fucking basis. The only time they ever ask for people to donate is if they're doing a donation, a charity stream. That's when they demand, in quotes, demand, because you seem to think that they demand, that they give money for the donations, for the charity, for the children.
So you can eat my ass.
No.
Stop it. Get some help.
No.
I will tell people how they can support, and they choose to support or not. That's up to them.
Yeah, but then the sock accounts come in and whale you out.
But you have no right to tell me what to do on my stream. Seriously.
No, even Reaper, the guy that proclaims eating ass, is saying no. You got the man that promoted ass eating. They're just saying no.
Seriously, you can suck my butt hair.
Fuck no.
Move this man!
Stop it. Get some help.
You zesty ass bitch!
Hey, hold on, really quick. After he says this,
Tell me what to do on my stream. Seriously, you can suck my butt hair.
he doesn't eat his wife's ass. No, Tyrone does. Yeah, and then look at that. As soon as he's like, eat my butt hairs, and then he gives like this smug little expression, like, yeah, I sure goddamn glug glug. What the hell did I came back to? Cal ass eating.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Ass eating.
All right,
There's nothing wrong with ass eating.
let's go. Let's get some hype going here for Expedition 33, for goodness sake. Game of the year.
Because he's Italian, TJ. He has hair. But yeah, for real, why? Why would you admit you have ass hair?
Amazing RPG, revolutionary graphics, amazing groundbreaking gameplay.
Ass!
Let's go.
There was ass in the chat!
Come on. Okay, let's start. Cheesy Bear, did you really just
insult a viewer because they repeated what you said a few weeks ago? Why do you treat everyone like crap? They're starting to say treat, but I guess they had the E and the R because it looks like that. So I don't know why. I think they're doing it to be a dick.
send me a $5 super chat to complain again? Amazing, thank you. Please keep complaining and sending me money. I really love it when people do that. Because the funny part is, even though you're complaining, I still keep your money. So by all means, continue.
And if you do so and you're a troll, you're a dent.
Amazing.
What, Bear? I can't wait for him to bitch about the typo.
Concept, huh?
I got the drip going. I got the drip going.
Yeah, the game has amazing gameplay. Phil? Yeah, nah.
Bruh.
Phil's gameplay is absolutely goddamn awful. Like, we don't like his gameplay. But we're going to move on from that. He's here. He's going to talk about his disappointing games of last year. He's here, everybody. Already, I am regretting this, but at the same time, I'm legitimately curious. Thank God for Snort. Yeah, God bless you, Snort Hogan.
Please clap.
Thank God you're back. Thank God that you have risen in the year 2026 and gave us better clips. Thank you, Snort Hogan. We love you.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream.
I would buy Snort Hogan a beer right now or a bottle of Hennessy.
What's up? It's Thursday. It's a
Gay.
good day today. We got lots of
Okay, good. I inhaled my skip juice just in time. Yeah, I have some skip juice here. Yeah, was that Duty on the screen? That's Duty. Someone made that for him.
stuff going on today.
It's taken from another game. I think it was like DJ Max or whatever that game is called. It's basically stolen art.
Everybody. How y'all
There's a slight F here. Slight F.
doing? Hope I find you well. Hope you're ready for some fun today this
I hope I find you well. That sounds like a threat.
morning because we're going to be doing a very special.
Nothing much, Mars. I'm just going over the shit that happened yesterday and when I left the stream. What was it? Tuesday? Yeah, then. Get some
stream
clock 3000?
today.
What, Black
It's
Fuego?
going to be the most disappointing games of 2025 countdown. That's going to be exciting. And then we're going to follow that with some Pokemon Chill. We got Call of Duty coming up tonight.
No, thank you.
It's going to be good.
No, thanks.
Good stuff.
That is also true. Phil got rid of the Philomania. Like, he used to have that right here. He got rid of it. Unless he threw it in a wash. But then again, yeah, he got rid of that. Just like how he got rid of that stupid Return of the King intro that he always plays at the very beginning.
Good stuff, okay? So I hope that you will hold on here and stick around and join me. We're going to...
Why is there an anime schoolgirl in his thumbnail? The reason why, Reaper, is because he used AI to make the thumbnail, and that's supposed to be the main character of Silent Hill F. That's what it's supposed to be.
chat for just a little bit. We'll have the stream build up a bit, and then we'll begin with the Disappointing Games Countdown, which I know many of you were here for. Some
Yeah, you go twice in one time. No, I know what you're talking about, Avalanche. That's the cheater one.
of you may stay for Pokemon, some of you may not, but the Disappointing
Exactly,
Games
Reaper.
Countdown obviously is the feature of this stream. And I'm actually going to be recording it as a separate video.
COD is tonight, Ames, I do believe. I can double check that for you as well.
And then the Pokemon stuff will be part of its own.
Because I'm pausing it. I'm building up skip juice, so keep that in mind. That's the reason why I'm doing this. I know people get really annoyed. It's like, he's pausing the stream. I'm building up skip juice. Shut up. Anyways, he is doing COD tonight. Yes, he is. He is doing COD tonight. And Review Tech USA is not streaming because Ames killed him.
Playthrough as usual. So, how y'all doing today?
No, because Reaper, there are times where he said he's doing his game tonight, but then it's not the game that he's doing. It's a completely different game. It's like, oh, I messed up. I meant that's tomorrow night. He's doing COD tonight.
On the YouTube side, who do we got? We got Hank Pills, Pepe. Jade is here this morning. Good morning.
I have to hear that too. I'm building up skip juice.
And then the Pokemon stuff will be part of its own playthrough as usual. So, how y'all doing today? A separate video down, obviously, for have the stream build up a bit. Hold on here and good games, disappointing games go. So on the Tollhurst, Tryan, not funny's here. How's Nate is here this morning? Who do we seriously for? Some of you may stay for Pokemon, some of you may not. But the disappointing games countdown, obviously,
I'm
is
trying
the
to find where
feature
he said that.
of this stream.
What, Marco?
And I'm actually going to be recording it as a separate video.
Pausing it to read this. Yes, I will.
And then the Pokemon stuff will be part of its own playthrough as usual. So, how y'all doing today?
Damn it.
Pepper, Chris, Bane of Dagon, Kicks, robust content, username already taken, Garth.
Skipping
formal
this.
countdowns. I changed it. We'll watch the year-end stuff on demand, as opposed
Yeah, I had to skip this one.
to being there live. I change it every year.
Yeah, you change it every year because you see everybody else doing something different with their countdowns. And you're like, I'm going to try to copy that, but you don't do it very well.
A few years ago.
Like, you're not Yahtzee. Yahtzee, you usually do like the best 5 and the worst 5 of like each year. And then he switched up by saying, hey, there's the best 5, the worst 5, and the blandest 5. That system works. Because the blandest 5, they're not necessarily good games, but they're not necessarily bad games either. They're just bland, which that's a good method to do so. Phil does disappointing games, but that's usually because either A, no money, or B, he hated the game.
I was still doing like formal countdowns.
Oh,
separate
Baron,
videos.
it was a good
Then I
one this
started
year.
doing it as a
Or
stream
last year's.
format. But I would do it as strictly night streams. Now this year I'm doing it completely different again, where we're gonna do it
Kinda
as a
is,
segment of
kinda is, Hannah, kinda.
my daytime stream, but then move on to gameplay. So I know it's still not consistent. I'm trying a new format this year.
Uh-huh.
I'm curious to see if it works or not. I won't really know until we start here. So let's see how it goes today.
It's gonna go
If it
terribly.
works out well, then great. And if not,
What,
maybe I'll
Pizza Dog, man? Yeah, that hair is fucked.
change it again next year. I don't know. But anyway, so today is the most disappointing games. next week, I'll do my Game of the Year awards, and then near the
Oh, great. Can't wait to cover that, where he picked 8 games that were the best games of 2025. I was going to say 2027, but that's next year.
end of the month, I'll probably do a rundown of my favorite episodes of DSP Tries It.
That one I'm not covering. I'll cover the games. I'm not covering him eating. Not covering that.
Of last year, because let's be honest, last year was a reinvigoration for that series where I did it almost every single week, and
What a BV.
I think it'll be really cool.
Look how paranoid he is about his hair. Keeps side-eyeing, looking at himself, and then adjusting to that rat's nest. Oh, he does. He is vanity incarnate. He is Buffalo Bill, or Buffalo Phil. BP.
To take a look at some of the
Well,
biggest
crapple
episodes
smart.
for both
Yeah,
good and
it's
bad
already
reasons,
nuts
you know what I mean?
at this
Like,
point.
Episodes were interesting for multiple reasons. Sometimes it's a great item that I really enjoyed. Sometimes it's something that was horrible. One of these crappy.
Yeah, I don't
okay,
care.
How you doing?
Yeah, I don't care. Moving on. Talking about food, don't give a shit. Moving on.
We already have some shout outs to do this morning. So let's do it.
We gotta do
let's some
shout-outs.
shout-outs, shall we?
I got
So
money.
we start off with, let's see here.
What, Mama Square? How you doing,
Hold on,
man?
I'm confused.
Cover him eating,
Okay,
coward.
start with this.
And do I want to get food poisoning?
I got a $1 tip from someone. Listen to this. They said
He's not sped up. No, true. He's not sped up, Ricky. You're absolutely right. Let's fix that, shall we? Let's make it 1.3 speed this time. Thank you, Ricky. Of course, Ricky has to be like, he's not sped up. Sped.
when you consider a new Ultimate Steakhouse Whopper Burger King just released today for your next DSP Tries It. It is a fan-created burger. It's getting a ton of hype. I tried it just now for lunch, and I personally enjoyed it.
Oh my
so
fucking...
it's called what? The Steakhouse Whopper?
No one cares. Phil, a steakhouse burger is essentially a burger with A1 sauce. Who gives a shit? What movie side? Old people fight. You ain't first, you last. You can't have 2 number 1s. That makes 11.
They've done it too where I can't even go to their website without giving my address. It's so stupid.
Well, if you're trying to order online, that's why they're asking for it,
This is
Phil.
Whopper by You. That's what it's called, Whopper by You. So
That's
here it
not
is.
what it's called.
Ultimate Steakhouse Whopper.
It's not called BK by
Just
You.
the
They're
Whopper.
just asking what Burger King is by you.
With bacon. It looks like Swiss.
Steakhouse Whopper has onion rings in it. Well, that's a fair point.
Mushrooms and onion rings. Is that really it?
Why is this gay little Mike? Hold on. Where's this gay little Mike? He can use
Yeah,
it
look,
now.
Swiss, Whopper patty,
I don't
bacon,
know where
mushrooms,
it's at.
and a peppercorn aioli.
I
mean,
think it's under, like, right there. This monitor that he's looking at, it's underneath that monitor.
it's ingredients they already had. Besides the peppercorn aioli, they've had all that other stuff already. I mean, if you really want me to do that for the next DSP Tries It, I'll do it. Here, here's the preview. Oh, it tastes like a Whopper with onion rings on it. Okay, the peppercorn aioli's interesting. Either it's good or bad. That's it. There's nothing to say. Like, this is the problem with these places.
He immediately starts shitting on it, even though he hasn't even fucking had it. He didn't even have this fucking thing, and he's like, already shitting on it. What the hell?
They're not-
He pays for a grok, that set. Oh, I forgot. He has YouTube Blue.
Trying
Or
it.
not YouTube Blue, sorry, Twitter Blue.
More, like, that's not a new item.
He can't just do this later. He has to sit here like a boomer reading the website to people and not showing it on the screen. That's another thing that he does. Hey guys, I could show you what I'm looking at on the screen. Doesn't even do that.
With the onion rings on it and other things they already have on the same fucking sandwich with a new sauce. They don't actually invent new items anymore. And that's the problem. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to say. It's not interesting to me because there's nothing actually new on that sandwich. If they actually try to put effort in, then it would be more interesting. But they don't, you know, like Taco Bell, Burger King, Wendy's, they're all doing this. They just take existing things they have and smash them together. It's new. No, it's not.
I mean, it's a new concept of their original product. It's a new concept. However, it's a concept that's already been done before by somebody else. It's just their spin on it, making it new for them. Why are you making this a big fucking deal, Filbert?
I could have literally ordered that right now if I wanted to. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why you don't
I'm
eat
not
fast food every day. Exactly that.
Shooting it completely
That's why you make food at home. Home cooking is the best.
down. I'm just saying, it's not a very
Is
exciting
dirt dirty? Is water wet?
offering to me, especially because also there's nothing else to try. Like, if I were to order that, what else would I get with it? You're not gonna get onion rings. There's onion rings on the damn thing. You know what I mean? Like Burger King is so boring now. They really haven't tried in years. And the thing is, I used to do Burger King all the time for DSP Tries It.
You used to do the Burger King? Ayo, pause.
They actually used to put effort in. They would actually have new products. They just don't anymore.
Water's not wet.
Yeah, you guys let me know.
Ask Ames that question.
And we'll see. But the earliest that would be is next week, like or maybe early next week. Because like I said, this week we were purposely skipping it because I'd done so many last year. I wanted to give it a little bit of a break. Maybe
Pussy
early
can
next week,
get
let's talk
wet,
about it,
water
maybe over the next few
can't.
days. Okay.
I mean, when Phil sneezes, his gets wet.
Okay. I received a $20 anonymous tip.
Oh, here we go.
I can't wait to see
Money.
what you think the most disappointing games were of 2025. And also, please keep Frankie in the party for Pokemon today. So, this is our person who loves Greninja. Thank you for $20. Yes, for $20.
I mean, Greninja.
Playing Pokemon.
Greninja is a goated Pokemon from the X and Y series. Like, why is that bad?
You can either name a Pokemon
Series, I mean
or request
games.
a Pokemon to be in the party for the entirety of the stream. So, thank you to the anonymous $20 tipper for that.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Oh, no. I got to have my internet solidify.
Thank you for that.
Sorry about that.
Okay. All right.
Well, chorus.
And then Lance Catamaran gifted our first sub of the day over on Kick. So thank you to Lance for getting the Kick support going today.
Thank you, Lance.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, Greninja is goated. Absolutely.
And then there was a $2 super chat from Trials95 who says, I have to go back to work, but I'll be listening in. Sounds good.
Sounds gay.
I know that, you know, for many people, my live streams take place during the day when you're at work, and a lot of people either just listen to it in the background or they actually get caught up after the fact with the on-demand video. So
Shiny Greninja is dope as fuck. Oh, it
is
is.
Recorded, and it will be uploaded as a separate upload, the Disappointing Games Countdown. Then the Pokemon stuff will be its own playthrough continuing on. So don't worry, you don't have to watch the raw stream or whatever. It will be broken out for you later today when I upload the videos individually.
Yeah,
okay?
I appreciate that. I hate the fucking lip smacking, dude. Oh, there he goes, lip smacking. Get twice.
Thank you to Soul at 2 a.m. They just did a $10 super chat. The idea knocked, I forgot why.
A super shot?
I ate the light switch, whispered disappointing games, then left fingerprints in time.
Oh, courageous. Happy New Year, magnificent bastard. I read the book.
Cool. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
Just reads it. Doesn't even go into detail about it. Just says, cool, moves on. Greninja's on my shit list of Smash characters I don't like because they're cheesy.
I'm not even going to attempt to understand it. There's no reason.
Greninja's fine.
It's all good. I don't need to
Greninja's fine, but they're better people you could play in Smash.
understand everything someone says to me or in a contribution. I just need to read it out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to try to, like, understand the mysteries of the universe. That's not my job.
But yet every single time you read a super chat or any of the fucking chat members when they have a typo, you're looking at it going, huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I don't understand what you're saying. Meanwhile, Jake comes in, rolls on in, and goes, it's time, Uzi. Me play with Isles, Rogue.
My job.
And you're like, it's what's up, Jade? You were playing Marvel Rivals with Rogue? Oh, that's awesome, Jade. Good for you. Good for you.
Jade, no!
Good for you.
I was just to stream and entertain and be grateful for the
What up,
support I
Dapper?
received.
Bro, is V picking on the retard again?
Oh my goodness. Yes. What's up, Sway Crab? How are you this morning? Good morning. So we're just gonna hang out for a few minutes. Probably a little after noon Pacific time.
He's fluid in
Game countdown.
Jadenese.
I have 16 games to talk about. Some I have way more to say than others. Some I just have very little to say. But you'll see why. And so I assume this will probably last about an hour.
Phil, please put Rivals as number disappointment.
And then when we come back, it'll be around 2 hours-ish of Pokemon Legends, ZA.
Imagine
DLC,
he puts Rivals
here on
in
the
there.
stream. Okay.
Derpy dead.
Jalapeno, how are you doing? Good to see
Oh
you
no,
here
not
today.
Derpy dead. It's the retarded cousin of Derpy Dog. It's Derpy Dent.
Oh yeah, remember that guy? That's true. Bookworm says sounds like something that the guy who used to super chat magic card descriptions. You're right. There used to be a guy. I actually think it was Tips. They used to come by every day.
What?
And they used to do like a small contribution, like $1 or $2, but they would always have like a description of a magic card.
I don't remember this.
Gathering cards, and every day they would just, you know,
I would donate if Jade would do gaming live streams. That would be funny.
like post up one, and I would read it out and be like,
What,
what card
Brian?
this is supposed to be. That was fun actually. It lasted
Meanwhile,
like a
Kick
year.
is going on about ice. They are. They
How
are
am I
talking
today?
about
I'm doing good.
ice.
I got a little bit of the stupid sinus problem today, which sucks. So I'm gonna have to be
Oh
doing
my
this,
fucking god.
where I push the button and I drop the audio.
Bullshit. You barely even do that. Shut up.
It's bothering me today. I got the stupid drip. I hate it.
I got the drip, but yet you're wearing women's drip.
Seasonally, and I get it with different kinds of conditions. I think the heat was on all night, so I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, sucks. But what can you do?
Jesus Christ.
Jade, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm not going to spoil anything on the list. You guys already know some of the things that are going to be on this list if you saw the thumbnail. the thumbnail of the stream gave away a few of the entries in this list, but certainly not all.
Snort Hogan reference. It is. But also, Jade's like, just add Sonic Racing Cross Worlds in this list. God, what the fuck? Jade, why are you speaking normally? Like, why are you typing normally? Or speaking normally here? This is bizarre. Every single time I see this, or like, just ask, like, fine, I can get past this, but there's no misspellings here. Like, what? I'm so confused right now.
Zyrtec do not work, Pepe. Those are for allergies, and those are for congestion. I don't have either. This is not congestion.
I couldn't tell who was who. The AI was ass. Oh, it was.
It flares up with certain kinds of conditions in the air or weather. And like I said, because the heat was like blasting all night, I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, first my throat was dry. I was like, oh, and then the drip started. I was like, oh.
Oh, the drip started.
They don't actually work for me. They don't do anything.
Not the drip.
What AI did I use for the thumbnail? Grok. X is Grok because I have the monthly low-end premium sub on X. I don't pay for the expensive one. That one's ridiculous. It's like insanely expensive.
And yet you still pay for it, Phil. Like, why?
Well, I think I pay like $5 or $6 a month or something. I don't know what it is, but I pay for that, and then I get Grok, and I use that to make some thumbnails for special events and things. That's how I made this one. And
yeah, terrible. It's a fucking terrible goddamn artwork. It's a terrible fucking thumbnail. Jesus Christ.
To be honest, it's better now than when last time I used it.
No, it is fucking not.
Time that I used Grok for a thumbnail was for, well, I did use it for a couple of times for the Christmas stuff that I did, but the time when I wanted to use characters and things was way back earlier last year when I did the Worst Games Marathon. Anyone remember the Worst Games Marathon?
Yeah, this part makes zero sense to me. This motherfucker is going to sit there and be like, I hate AI. AI should never be used. AI is terrible, but yet all the goddamn sudden, AI is the greatest thing ever for making thumbnails and also for music. AI is great when it's convenient for him.
So when I did that marathon,
I just noticed, why is he dressed like a picnic tablecloth? It's winter. Flannel? Looks like a fucking lumberjack.
That was like Gollum and King Kong and who else was in that?
It was terrible.
There was like 5 here. Oh, Bruce Lee, because I was going to do a martial arts fighting game, which I ended up not playing, and a few others. And the problem
was still terrible, though.
Brock was so dumb. You'd be like, so give me a picture of, Gollum, Bruce Lee, and King Kong standing in an alleyway.
It is.
And it would generate the picture, and there would be 3 Gollums. And you're like, what the fuck happened? Why are there
That's
3
from
Gollums?
Debo's garage sale. It's Timu Debo.
Like, I didn't tell it to do that. Or it would fuse them together. It would be like Gollum in like a kung fu outfit looking like Bruce Lee with a Bruce Lee hairdo. Like it fused the characters together. Like I didn't tell you to do that.
Phil's a lumberjack and he's so gay.
So you'd have to like do 10, 20 iterations to get it to even look remotely like what you were going for. This time, no exaggeration, it took maybe 2 tries. I just had to refine my words slightly. Grok could not figure out the characters from Mortal Kombat at all for some reason. It was having a really hard time with that. I was trying to...
So he gave away what one of the characters was, and he gave away what one of his most disappointing games was, which is Mortal Kombat.
Get it to do various different characters, and it would give me
Thanks,
the long
Phil.
one over and over, or it would give me, like, how can I say? I tried... One time I said, give me Liu Kang, and it gave me Ryu from Street Fighter. So I think what happens is, it tries to find something...
Yeah, when it comes to licensed characters, it won't do a good enough job for that. It just won't. It just makes it look terrible.
That's more popular or similar to
It'll give you generic ones. That's what it'll do. It'll just give you a generic character. Give me Ryu, it'll give you a generic character.
Asking for, but there's more examples of. So, I want Liu Kang. Well, there's not a ton of examples of Liu Kang as opposed to Ryu, who's way more prominent. So they gave me like a variation of Ryu instead. And I was like, I'm not going to see. Marty says, well, who's this particular character on that thumbnail? I'm not going to spoil. You're going to find out in this countdown. All right? Don't worry. You will find out.
You just said it was from fucking Mortal Kombat. Huh? Like, what?
What's up, Team Michael? Good morning.
Oh my god, stop. Let's try dead air.
Oh, by the way, so while we start this countdown up, FYI, there will be interaction. If there's contributions or whatever, I am going to shout them out during the countdown. I will be, talking with you guys back and forth about what you think about the countdown as it happens. It's not just about me doing the countdown and ignoring all of you. It is an interactive stream, okay? Just so you know.
But you're going to ignore them anyway.
Satan is here. How you doing this morning, Satan?
Hi, Satan. Look what you created.
No, I didn't know about any showcase today. Didn't hear about that. What showcase are we talking about?
Yeah, of course he doesn't know anything about showcases. Takes another sip. Wait a minute, hang on.
How's the weather today? Cool.
Yeah, very
Thank you,
cool,
Baby.
Phil.
A little bit of the shirt. Thanks. Appreciate it. What kind of water do I drink? Filtered water. Filtered through a pure water filter in my refrigerator.
Great
It tastes good.
answer.
Have you ever tried Lord of the Rings Online? I bought Lord of the Rings Online. Tried to play it on a PC when it was a new game. It would not run. And then
Of course he did.
I registered.
All this is a
for their
lie,
help
by the
forums
way.
At one point, to try to get help, and they didn't even respond. When I was like, technically, it just crashes. I don't know what to do. They never responded. So I never played it.
Yeah, filtered and turned
at one
into
point, I
gin
think it was
magically.
popular, right? Like I was into MMOs at that time. I'd been playing EverQuest.
Nope.
Then I played City of Heroes, City of Villains, Final
Nope.
Fantasy 11, and World of Warcraft. So I liked MMOs, and Lord of the Rings was right up my alley.
You hate MMOs, Phil. Last time you tried playing an MMO on your channel, you hated it. The trolls ruined it for you. Fun fact, Cult of the Lamb devs reached out to a small sub 3K streamer to get exclusive early access to the game. They shouted her out on the channel and we're in stream. Awesome. Yeah, it's so good to see like devs actually doing that, but they'll never do it to somebody like Phil.
But it literally just wouldn't run. Music's too loud. Oh, you're right. It is a little loud. There we go. Music is a little loud. I'll lower it. Thank you for telling me.
Thank God.
That's better. Here we go. Ooh. Really? The Waller thinks it's one of the top 10 MMOs in the world. That's interesting. What's up, Game Boy? Good morning. How's life treating me? Pretty good, except for the nasal drip I got this morning. But outside of that, everything's
No
good.
one cares. I know a lot of people who play Final Fantasy 11 a lot. That game was very not talked about as much. I'm trying to think of the right word. I had it in my head and I forgot the word. It's a game that's lost in time, essentially.
Grandmaster Scrub, you could just check out my series from last year if you want those answers. He says, what was your personal game of the year and worst for 2024? Go check them out. The series are live on the
Why
channel.
don't you answer the fucking question? Stop saying, go check out my content. Go answer the question. What, Honey Heart Street? Everyone sing with me.
Alan the Baller, how are you this morning? Good morning.
I'm such a vocalist.
It's called New Game Plus. the event.
Timeless.
Oh, I never heard about it.
What up, Kitty G? Timeless. Yeah, he does love this AI
Super Bonchon,
garbage.
you know well what was for breakfast, what I have for breakfast every single day when I'm streaming. Same exact breakfast. It hasn't changed.
Boring. Which is you don't eat breakfast. You know what? I got you.
You're a pianist behind me?
What?
You're a pianist behind me? So how is your penis?
Phil, there are some words that you should never fucking say.
Where's this coming from? What is
Love
this music?
scoundrel.
It's scary. That's legit creepy music. That's like a horror movie soundtrack playing right now. Like, what the?
Or it's suspenseful music, dude.
Will I be interacting with Kick Chat
Kenneth,
today?
what's up, man? Thanks for 25 bucks. I appreciate it.
Fuck you!
Not
You know,
you.
last year, Grandmaster Scrub, it's its own playlist. I think I just called it like DSP's year-end series.
Yeah, stop
And
asking.
you can find it
Yeah,
for
stop
2024.
asking
You can
about
be able
him.
to.
Give money.
A pianist.
This
A
is
rogue pianist.
I got y'all covered.
Gay! He's gay!
I got y'all covered. Ricky, thanks for 22 months. I appreciate it. Like, can't get any gayer than this.
Music puts you on edge. There you go. Very exciting. It's building up the suspense of the countdown. It's good. gonna work
It's
well.
really not at all.
Big Mac, I got a few requests
He is
for that
gay.
Terminator 2D game. Like I was all for it, and then I found out it's incredibly short. And I said, well, if we're gonna do it, then it should just be like a random night stream. But we haven't really had any empty random night streams.
People told him that the game can be 2 hours if you're doing a first playthrough. However, you can replay the game and get different, like, not versions of the game, but different outcomes of the game. That's what they're trying to tell. They told him this. It could take a game that's like 2 hours, make it 6 hours, depending on how long you play it for. Now Phil's like, I'm not going to play that game. Nope, not playing this game. It's too expensive and it's too short. But I thought you liked short games, Phil. It's just like your dick.
Coming up,
Very short.
there's just a lot going on. Like I would do it if people really wanted it. But there's like a lot of different ideas people have had. Like someone just reminded me the other day. They said, didn't you remember that you bought the Super Mario Lego that you said you were going to build in January? I was like, oh, No, I completely forgot. It's right there in my closet.
Oh, great.
And I said I was going to start building it. I was going to do like once a week, late night.
Sounds like the future's what you make it.
I now have these Rode mics. So I was going to use the Rode mic. So when I'm building it, the mic is still at me. So but the problem was the mic didn't pick up my voice well when I was doing it previously. So I was going to do it differently with the Rode mic now and everything. And I was like, oh. So maybe I should start doing that. I don't know. We got a lot of ideas of things to do this month.
Yeah, he
Just
forgot
like
about them.
We're 8 days into January. We haven't even talked about a marathon at all, which I guess is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like previously, again, when everything was based around goals and hitting milestones and support, we basically were always like, oh God, what's the next thing that we have?
Phil, you said you were going to do a Mega Man marathon, and like, what was it? He said he wanted to do a Mega Man marathon in January or February because he didn't beat Mega Man 8, I believe. It was one of the Mega Man games that he didn't beat. He stopped at 8. I don't think he actually finished 8. And he was going to continue it later on, but people are too Mega Man'd out, so he's going to do it in January or February. So he says.
The plan that we have to do, and now it's not like that anymore. Now we just enjoy.
Yeah, he always forgets. Doesn't matter how good the mic is if you just talk nothing. Oh, absolutely.
Whatever I'm doing every day. And it's a lot of gaming recently. Like we've been playing a heck of a lot of fun games.
You played games, and they weren't fun.
But now it's like, well, when are we going to do the next marathon? I don't know, when we feel like it. Like, have we had an idea for one yet? Not really. So maybe we don't rush it. Maybe we wait and we do one when we feel like doing one.
Mega Man.
What we have to do is we have to now change the marathon timing again because we've been doing it late in the month. But remember that my birthday is the first week of April, and we always do a marathon on my birthday or right around my birthday.
Oh my
so we
God.
need to reposition the marathons to be like the first week of the month again. So maybe we do a marathon first week of February. Could. I don't know. We got to think about what we want to do.
Does anyone care? I thought you were doing it once a month.
GTA
yeah,
6
he
may
said
be delayed
this.
again, but it's all nonsense. It's all the same. Here's what's going on with gaming news today. They like to report the obvious and act like it's breaking news. Like just last week, there was this article on every gaming website and all game journalists. Did you know that the next version of the PlayStation and Xbox may be delayed because hardware now, the pricing has gone up?
What about the guy that was at Sega that passed away?
Well, think about this logically, okay? Well, yeah, that's true. It could be delayed because the pricing has gone up.
Yeah, it's going to be Rage. Well,
But
Twilight
what are we
Rage.
talking about? What evidence do we have of this? Has a single person making those consoles even talked about them yet? Do we know anything about the specs of the PS6 or the new Xbox? Do we know when they're coming out? Do we have any information at all? No. Literally, someone said, I'm bored today. I need to write an article. And they sat down and said, what's common sense? Oh, if the price of hardware goes up, maybe
Yeah, what about computer prices? What about GPUs? And what about RAM prices going up and how that's a terrible thing? Of course he doesn't know anything about that, Mr. PC Gamer. And oh my fucking God, this fucking face that he's making right there really sums up like, duh, what game news? I don't know what game news is. What game news? I don't know. You told me game news. Duh, it's revile.
Affect the development of the next consoles. Let me just type that out in a paragraph. And then they published it, and everyone picked up on it and said, oh, that's a news story. No, it's not. Something that's a hypothetical, common sense thing.
An opinion?
Doesn't mean it's a news story.
It's an opinion. And it depends, though, Phil, that someone at that company or whoever decided to talk about it gave an opinion of what will happen. That's what that is. Or they're making hypotheticals of what it could be. That's not a bad thing. Problem is that you're thinking that opinions are news stories. And you're thinking that what you're saying is absolute fucking truth.
So, for example, this whole GTA 6 thing, right? This is all based on Jason Schreier, the industry journalist, who has written some really good articles.
Here's news. Fallout is hinting at they might shadow drop a New Vegas remaster in about a month. I did hear about that one, too. That one I'm kind of skeptical on.
Before. In fact, I actually recommend.
But then again, remember the whole entire thing when it came to, like, what was it, Oblivion remaster, and then all of a sudden, oh, looky here, there it is.
And he did an audiobook, a book that was turned into an audiobook about game development, and it covered the development of games like Destiny and stuff like that. It's actually really good. My wife and I listened to it a few years ago, and we really liked it. But he's one of the guys.
Have you?
When things are slow, he'll just like do some boring ass shit and present it like it's a big event or a big article. So he's the one. He published this article. Well, GTA 6 may not be ready because some of the quests may not be done and the testing hasn't been done yet.
Based opinion.
Well, yeah. Well, let's think about it. We haven't seen any gameplay yet. We haven't actually seen any real advertisement for the game whatsoever. We're not getting any information from Rockstar. This is called common sense. If it was ready to be presented because the game was done, we'd know about it already. So all you're doing is you're relaying matter-of-fact, easy to figure out information if someone has a logical thinking brain. It's not a news story.
Again, how is all of this a bad thing, though? They're just giving their thoughts about the fucking game, though, Phil. If a game is delayed, they're going to give their ideas of what could cause the delay. That's another thing, too. My opinion is that GTA 6 isn't going to come out this year, but instead it's going to come out next year.
Literally doesn't need to be reported because it's not news. A game's in development, so it's not done yet. No shit.
They call them updates.
It's in development. That's a fucking point. It's what it means to be in development. It's not complete yet. So it's not an article. It's not news. That's why recently I haven't been actually covering game news at all because there's none. Like, this is what game news has become. Oh, there's
Again, the guy that worked at Sega passed away, and yet all of a sudden, that's not gaming news?
nothing to talk about today. Just fucking
He's talking about common sense now to shit on others, but when it's common sense to solve an easy puzzle, Phil fails, then the game is bad. Oh, absolutely.
publish anything and act
GTA got delayed again. From what I heard, it did.
like it's news. There's no news. You didn't say anything. You wrote a giant thing that had no actual information in it. And you presented it like it was
driving
some kind of thing that
conversation.
everyone
That's
needs
what
to
it
talk
is. Yeah,
about.
exactly.
And then every single YouTuber, every fucking streamer, every person on X, every person on gaming journalism, all report on it like it's news. It's not fucking news. There's nothing to talk about.
Or they're talking about it, Phil. Like you said, like Kenny G said, it's called driving conversation. It's building up discussions. That's a good thing. It's also good for engagement. They're going to talk about this thing. Guess what? People are going to have their opinions about it. They're going to share their opinions about it. Some good, some bad. Who fucking gives a shit? It's called engagement. Yeah, let's watch some asshole bitch. By the way, nice, chill, relaxing stream. By the way, top 16 was it 16 most disappointing games of last year.
All right, are we getting ready? Are we ready to get started now? I think we have a good attendance now to build up and to begin now with the disappointing games countdown.
Looking very flush to the game.
During this countdown, it will be interactive. As I do these countdown and we go through and look at games and stuff, okay? 100%, I'll be reacting and responding to you guys. If there's contributions that come in, I will shout them out. Okay, so definitely, you know, treat it like that. It's not like this is an on-demand video that I'm playing on the channel or anything. But this should be fun. The way I'm doing it is the 2 PC setup. So I'm going to play clips from my playthroughs on one end here.
Terrible.
And then I'm going to react to the clips, basically, and give you my opinions on said game and why I think that it was a very disappointing game.
Well, JJ Unruly, I thought we were doing a podcast today. We were waiting for attendance. Fuck my life. Exactly, JJ. He said that this was going to be a podcast, and then in said podcast, he was going to bring up his 16 most disappointing games of last year. Not a podcast.
Okay.
It's pretty much not that.
We're going to jump back and forth a little bit between the stuff as we do this. In fact, maybe, I'm trying to think how to do it best.
Well, you see, DSP doesn't know what engagement is, so it's natural that he'll be mad at the idea of a fun, honest conversation. Phil Overmeyer, absolutely. He knows nothing about engagement. He thinks engagement is people watching him and throwing money at him, and he calls that engagement.
Thinking maybe I should move the monitor over, because then I'll be able to see your chats easier. Yeah, I'm going to do that, actually. Let me do that right now.
Jesus fucking Christ. He could have done this ahead of time.
This way.
Yeah, if he only had a brain.
There we are.
It's not there.
This way, it'll be much easier to see what you guys are saying.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, E-Ways filled
and
slap.
I'll come back over here, and I'll say some stuff, and then I'll go back, and then I'll come back. So I'll basically be going back and forth between the 2 screens, all right? You can still hear me, right? Even though I moved the microphone.
You're fucking amazing.
Because this is like a neutral place for the mic where I can do commentary here, but then I can also be here, right? I like how the
My
mic is very
God, does
maneuverable.
anyone care?
Sounds good?
No. None of this sounds good.
Right? Sounds good here. The mic sounds good here.
No.
But the mic also sounds good here, right?
No.
I'm looking at the camera. I'm not using this frame, but
Jade Starian Shaman. That's
Sounds
Mr.
good.
J.
Okay. Good. It's my first time I'm testing
God.
this on the fly. A lot of creators do this. They jump between 2 scenes, and I wanted to test this, see how it works. In fact,
Yeah, guess what? I can do that too. Here, scene, here, scene, here, scene, here. That was a scene. This one. That's also a scene. You get the idea. I already have my scenes mapped out on my stream deck. It's not hard to do. Phil has to go into his fucking OBS and click on them.
oops.
Oh, never mind. He actually does have it on his Steam Deck.
See,
Or Stream
so I'll
Deck,
be over
excuse me.
here doing commentary on the
But this is still terrible, though.
games as the video clips play.
You know what? I actually have an idea.
Be over here doing commentary on the games.
That's better. I'm going to take this might be something useful for that. I'm going to take this. Thank you very much. This might be useful.
As the video clips play.
Oh,
But then I'll
wait,
be
hang
swinging
on.
back over here.
Hamster.
There we go. To go full screen, to go between the games and stuff like that.
Oh my
Okay?
God, dude. He's
So
trying
first
to
I'm
flex
trying
his
this
setup with his basic ass shit. Flutter Dark. It pretty much is. This is all basic ass shit.
If it doesn't work out, we'll change it. You know, we'll figure it out. But I wanted to try something different this year because I have the means to do it now.
Oh, and the side profile is fucking awful,
Okay.
dude. So flat.
Marty says, get a dual mic setup. Have a mic on both sides of the desk. Then I could be in stereo. I don't think it's all that crazy. Like, the Roland Bridgecast only has inputs for one microphone. So I would have to get, like, a more complex
I'm gonna watch
audio interface device to even do that.
Take care 1 minute, man. What up, Dark Fairy? Just
I
came back.
Crotch camera for what purpose?
Just came back from watching a business video and taking notes, only to hear and see Philly boys still fail at business. Did I miss anything good? He's talking about the disappointing games now.
Why do you want to stare at my balls? That's disgusting.
Oh, great. No, you came in at the right time. Ball talk. Look at this gauge. Like, why do you want to talk about my balls?
Okay, so how is your penis? I know. All right, are we ready to start?
Hey, he'll just shows all the junk he bought for the 2000
going,
time.
right? Okay, here we go.
That was awful, dude.
Hello, everyone. It is that time of year again. I'm Darkside Phil, and welcome
YouTube
to my
voice
year-end
on.
series covering the events of 2025. So the new year is already upon us, but I'm still stuck down here
fucking
in the pits
gay
of disappointment.
bitch.
It's
a
Ladies
spell.
and gentlemen, 2025 was a year when, at least for me, it was just rife with disappointments. When you look at the landscape of games in the modern era, I think a lot of things have changed compared to the old days. What I mean by that is, you used to have these tried and true companies that would put out amazing top tier games. And
I
you
don't
knew that you
know,
could
Fire
trust them.
Paper Mario.
Whether it was a ginormous,
It's like the beginning of
company
Super
that has a
Castlevania
humongous
4.
history like Nintendo, or a huge game publisher that could do a variety of stuff like Ubisoft or BioWare or Bethesda. You used to have your
Okay.
big heavy hitters, and you knew that every year you could trust them to put out quality games.
Okay.
It seems that in the modern day, that's just not the case anymore. And most of the great games of last year were pretty much from small-time,
Yeah, they're called
AA, or even
indies.
indie developers, and the big boys kind of fell flat on their own faces.
Yeah, Phil's pretending that he cares a lot about indie games, but for the longest time, he shat on indie games, saying that they're not anything new or innovative, that they're taking from the AAA games to make their own games, even though the indie games are better when it comes to AAA, or in some cases, better than AA.
What we're about to do is walk
Red.
through a list of 16
Red
games
Humanizer.
which I played in 2025 that I found disappointing for one reason or another. Now, I want you to understand, this is not a listing of the worst games of 2025.
No, this is the list of the worst games he played in 2025. In the cases that he didn't get money, or he was bored, or the game provided too much challenge for him and he dropped it.
Although a lot of these games you will see are pretty bad, that's really not the goal of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to basically show you reasons why certain games were disappointing.
To your own opinion, which your opinion really means nothing. And by the way, award shows mean nothing, according to Phil, but it's a-okay for him to do one.
Maybe there was a game that actually was decent, but just didn't live up to the expectations that people had for it. Maybe there was a game that I actually enjoyed, but it just didn't work out as a playthrough. It really disappointed me.
Then that's not a disappointing game overall, Phil. It's an overall disappointing experience for your streams. Again, this is not a disappointing game or a bland game in that regard.
Or maybe the game sucked. So we're going to take a look at all these different situations.
The
and my
comments are
personal
killing me in
rundown
this chat.
of
Oh,
the most
absolutely
disappointing
they
games of
are.
last year. However, I just want you to know they're not in any particular order, except for number one. All these games were disappointing, and I don't want to rank them really at, oh, what was the saddest, their biggest disappointment? But there was one game last year that actually significantly pissed me off.
I'm calling it. Number one is Silent Hill F.
And that one I will leave for last, okay? All right, everybody. So, by the way, I already explained this to my audience, but this is going to be an interactive stream, meaning if people want to talk to me about the selections, if there's contributions, I will be speaking with them and shouting them out. There may be some back and forth.
Mind's Eye is already overplayed. I'm talking about Silent Hill F. That was a game that he really hated. He hated the entirety of Silent Hill F. How they tried to be like a modern survival horror game, but they failed flat on its face. This is not Silent Hill.
Between myself and my audience, all right? But the first game that I want to talk about is a game that I don't think anyone is going to question or think, gee, I wonder why.
I
Phil
could
has
be
this one on
wrong.
his list. This game, interestingly enough, was made by a former game developer who used to work
Dearly Kimmy LSD
for Rockstar.
DSP is onto something.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The game that we're about to talk about is...
Wait, which one? Hold on. Where is it at? Oh, that's like 1,000 games that pissed you off. Oh, they are onto something.
by a former game developer who used to work for Mind's Eye.
Hey, look, Mind's Eye is already at the very beginning.
And for those who don't remember, and by the way, pay no attention to the man standing behind me. For those who don't remember, Mind's Eye was a game that was actually heavily hyped, that it may be the new game to take over for Grand Theft Auto.
Whenever I saw Mind's Eye, it wasn't really hyped up as much. This whole thing just seems a bit weird.
It's going to be an open world adventure featuring technology and mystery and all kinds of fun gameplay elements. And then the game actually came out. And when it did, what we all found out is that Mind's Eye was an atrocious mess. The game itself was not polished in any way whatsoever. It had huge
gent?
physics
Doing
problems.
good.
It had tons of boring, repetitive gameplay. It had NPCs doing some kind of weird slide across the floor like they're Iceman from X-Men.
He's not doing
Cars
that,
disappearing.
Phil Oates.
Things exploding, launching into the air.
Because it's his own gameplay, by the way.
Obviously completely
He's
and utterly
sitting on
unfinished.
his own lap.
It made no sense that they even released it. And by the way, this is a full retail release
Jesus
game.
Christ.
This one was sold for like $60, $70 plus tax. This is not, oh, this is an indie game that was sold for a discounted rate. I mean, take a look at the physics here. Just clobbering a giant truck and the thing flies like it's made of paper mache. And then it disappears from the game world entirely. And this game was rife with these problems. But not only was that one bad for those reasons.
Yeah, but it's his own
game
clips,
itself
Nugs.
was just a pathetic mess. Like, there was nothing really interesting about it. The writing itself was bad. The plot was very generic and not interesting.
Remember, at the beginning of Mind's Eye, he already knew that the game was terrible. So when he played the game for the first stream, he got in a lot of money. He's like, hey guys, let's just play this game and laugh at how terrible it is. Let's become Mystery Science Theater 3000 and just riff on this game for being how terrible that it was. Then he did a second stream of this game, didn't get the money thrown at him, and he decided, well, I guess we've seen all the fun about this game, and dropped it like a rock.
And probably to make matters even worse, a game that is supposed to kind of be like GTA, but basically this game didn't have anything going on in the world at all. Like, what's one of the things that you would say about Grand Theft Auto is very interesting? Well, the world. It's vibrant, it's alive, it feels like there's stuff going on.
No,
at
you
any
can't,
moment.
Matthew James. What up, man?
That makes you look at that. That makes you interesting, right? There's all side quests, there's gang activity that can happen. In this game, as you drive around, there's literally nothing happening in the game at all at any time. Like, the world is so boring. People fusing into cars like that.
It is cringe,
It's just nothing
Fire Paper
actually
Mario.
happening. It's just a very empty, broken, unfinished game with a world that's not engaging at all. And the fact that they tried to charge full price for it, most people saw right through it. Now, I bought it just on curiosity's sake, and man, we only got like maybe 4 or 5 hours in, and it was just, I've had enough. Like, there's no...
No, you bought it because you already knew that the game was terrible from the get-go, and you decided to riff on the game, which you didn't even do a good job at doing that.
point to even play this. There was actually an entire stealth mission based on sneaking into like a prison, getting an item and getting out. It was one of the most boring things I'd ever done in my life, and I gave up. So Mind's Eye, a very, very good example of a game that really didn't live up at all to any of the hyper expectations that have been played out for it. If anything, what this proves is that just because someone who worked on a game actually worked at a game studio that was prominent does not mean in any way, shape, or form that the game is going to be good.
I mean, let me ask y'all a serious question. Was there really any hype around Mind's Eye? Because I didn't see anything hyping up this game at all. There was no hype for this game, and yet he's saying, oh, there's hype. There is hype for this game. There's hype. Now, where was it? I didn't see it. Gent, I'm doing good. Very little. Nope, not even once. This man's a disgrace to my country. Yourself out of here.
Yeah, they had the idea of what an open world...
I literally not heard a word about this game before it released. That too. Also, this game didn't get review copies in advance. Yeah, nope. Didn't see shit until a few months before.
sandbox game should
Never
be,
heard of it.
But it doesn't mean that the one that they make is going to be a good one. And
So again, straight out the gate, Phil lied. Out the gate. Yay.
yeah, it was a huge waste of money and a ripoff. So,
And yet you still bought it.
that's our first entry in the most disappointing games countdown. Moving on to the next. Our next game is a game actually made by a well-respected game developer. This is a developer that actually in the past had made quite a lot of great games and was kind of like resting on those laurels, looking down memory lane and saying, hey, look at what we did in the past. Here's our next new offering. Come out and check it out. So I did.
I also make
And when I
Mind's Eye.
did, there was actually a lot of things about the game that I enjoyed. But
Like
at the same
what?
time, there was one glaring, really huge flaw. Ladies and gentlemen, next on my list, the most disappointing games of 2025 countdown. Someone already guessed it. You guessed it. Avowed. So
Again, a game that he played, he said it was like Oblivion or Elder Scrolls, and yet he played it, didn't get money from it, and dropped it like a fucking rock. Remember, this is also during the same time where he called Strangely Alexa a slut, and then someone tried to threaten to kill them, and he sat there going, it's not me, it was my detractors stirring up the pot.
Avowed is made by Obsidian. Obsidian is the studio that made Fallout New Vegas. One of
Okay.
the most highly respected games that has ever come out, and we still wish that there would be another one, right? Sadly,
You do realize that Obsidian made the, what was it, the Stick of Truth game, that South Park game? They made that one too.
Bethesda's doing pretty much nothing with Fallout besides making a TV series right now, which is great, by the way, but we want more Fallout. Well, Obsidian needs something else to do. So they decided to make their own open world fantasy game in the style of, say, the Elder Scrolls. And as you can see, at face value, the game doesn't look half bad, does it? The graphics are pretty good. The movement, the gameplay elements, the leveling system. In fact, I would argue that if you just play Avowed and explore,
Looks very meh, but not disappointing. At least it worked.
Because I did, just kind of messing around in the world. I played this game for, I think I want to say around 12 hours, and I pretty much ignored the story, and I just ran around the open world and messed around with exploration and the like.
Yeah, it sounds like a you problem.
I actually had quite a lot of fun. The open world itself is well designed, looks really good, and just in general is a great time to kind of mess around in.
Oh yeah, they did make Pillars of Eternity.
Well, the problem with Avowed
and Outer Worlds
is that there's a story.
And Penitent. Or
and every time that you try to delve into the story of Avowed, you'll find out that basically this studio probably doesn't employ the people who wrote Fallout New Vegas anymore. In fact, they probably don't employ anyone who knows how to write. Because the story of Avowed...
Yeah, they did. Yeah, what up, Sebastian? That's another game that they did too, which was Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords.
One of the most
which people liked that one over the first one.
Boring, uninteresting, confusing, and just not special things that I've ever seen in an open world RPG. Every time that there's dialogue, every time that there's a development in the story, it's like, what is going on? There's this ethereal voice talking to you, and make a choice. Does the choice even matter? Doesn't really matter. And then you got to do a lot of menial tasks in order to advance to the next part of the story. And so,
for context, this game was inside the Pillars of Eternity universe, which is a tabletop RPG and CRPG universe. Really good game series, and the world building helps too. Yeah, they also made that game series too.
The sad part about
that was one thing that Phil never even heard about. He didn't even know what Pillars of Eternity was.
This game is that it's not a bad game. Like I said, not every game that I'm going to have in this countdown is a terrible game. The world design itself is actually quite good. There's some good things about Avowed by playing that I enjoyed. But the story itself is so dang boring that you don't really want to go back to it when you're forced to do it. And that's the thing about any open world RPG, right? You got to do the story at some point. You can't just ignore and put off the story endlessly. You got to get back to it. And
I mean, people can do the side content as they want to, you know, do the side shit, level yourself up, and then go back to the main story. There's nothing wrong with that. But yet Phil's sitting there going, oh, you have to go back to the main story. Well, no fucking shit. That's an open world game.
Every time you do,
you don't necessarily have to go back to the main story. You can fuck around. It's an open world game.
Like, oh my God, I wish I could just explore the world some more. So after about maybe 12, 13 hours of the game,
yeah, Skyrim and Tears of the Kingdom say hi.
The story's not good. And I wish that
Fallout says hi.
Better writers, but they don't. So sadly, that's the story of Avowed. It's just a game that doesn't live up to the hype or expectations of anything that Obsidian has ever put out. It's boring to play once you have to get into any kind of dialogue or story. It's just completely uninspired. I wish maybe it was...
If it's number one's going to be Mario Kart, I'm going to be so happy.
This actually was supposed to be an Elder Scrolls game.
I think Mario Kart's going to be number 5.
But they were outright told by their parent company, Bethesda, no, this can't actually have the Elder Scrolls stuff in it. We're not going to give you the, the IP. So they just turned it into its own thing. And that's basically why it sucked.
Hold on. I have to check something here. Hang on a second. Their parent company, Xbox, they're not Bethesda.
Now, if you
the parent company for Obsidian is Xbox Game Studios. That's not Bethesda.
What? Exploration and side questing, I actually recommend it. But I'm just going to warn you, whenever you get to the story, you're going to be terribly bored. I was, and pretty much everyone who played this game was. That's the major problem with the game. All right.
The whole problem with this entire thing is that Phil's just talking out of his ass while saying that the things that he didn't enjoy about it, but other people might enjoy it. It doesn't make any sense.
That one was a sad one. The good news about Avowed...
Where's this Christmas music coming from? Or this Christmas sounding music?
Is that it's a Game Pass game. And like some of the games this year that really stunk, at least if a game's going to be bad, if it's a Game Pass game, then at least you're not like dropping money on it, right? And I think maybe in 2025, this was the year when Game Pass for some people was a big, big advantage. Because if you don't have to buy the game outright and it sucks, you didn't really lose anything, right? So a lot of these games I tried were Game Pass things that I didn't really, invest too much. So it's not a big deal that it sucked. But at the same time, yeah, it's disappointing when you get a game company like Obsidian that's done good things before and they just don't know what they're doing anymore. Like, it seems like they've lost their way and the people who used to be good at the company don't work there anymore.
Yeah, Avowed is sad because Obsidian doesn't know what they're doing, huh?
Right. Continuing on. The next game on my countdown. Wow, once again, this style of game I have played in the past, and I've been able to turn, how can I say, coal into diamonds.
No, you have not. You are not Vine Sauce. You are not Joel. You are not all the other streamers that can make a game, a bad game, and turn it into something entertaining. You are not that at all, sir.
Able to make a game that maybe other people found boring, very entertaining through my commentary.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, this game was one that even I couldn't save in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, and you're probably better off for it. The game that I'm about to tell you about, in my opinion, isn't anyone's good use of time.
Yeah, he's not Markiplier.
And if you skipped it last year, be thankful. Ladies and gentlemen, the game next on my countdown of most disappointing games is Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
I mean, this game wasn't that great to begin with. I didn't even play it. Baby steps. Yeah, he's not that guy.
So, the whole narrative-based choose-your-own-adventure style game
He's
is
not
something
Tier
that
of
I've done in the
Grace, not
past. Life
PewDiePie.
is Strange, particularly, is one of the series that I've been able to make some good content out of. This particular game, I feel, took it way too far. So, Lost Records Bloom and Rage is a game that follows 4 teenage girls from all different walks of life who meet each other during this one summertime, and they team up to have kind of almost misadventures.
Hold on, did he rage quit this one too? He played episode 1 and never returned to episode 2. He said that the game was completely terrible, even though it was separated into 2 parts, never even bothered going back to the second one.
Now, the game's premise is that you're in the future, and
Disappointment implies anyone thought it was good. Disappointment could be implied as something that could be incredibly bland. Like, it's not good, it's not bland, it's just meh. It's the best way to describe it. It's just meh.
these girls have grown up, but they've forgotten actually what happened in the past. They can't particularly actually remember what happened during this particular summer. So they're kind of having like flashback memories and trying to figure out what happened, okay? On the surface, that sounds interesting, doesn't it? Oh, maybe they ran into something crazy, supernatural, or, you know, was it horror themed or something? And
Not
the game
really.
keeps endlessly teasing at something like that. As you can see, one of the characters has a video camera where she's documenting things with the camera, and that's one of the main gameplay elements of the game, is that you're trying to document as much as you possibly can while investigating what actually happened that summer. The problem is...
It's essentially, I know what you did last summer, Phil. It's essentially that.
This game is
Boiled
a huge bait and
chicken.
switch.
What I
While it
was.
sounds on the surface like it's really good, in reality, it's all just fake. It's just girls who kind of are angsty, and there's entire scenes based around these girls basically doing things. You'd be like,
Angsty.
these are teenage girls. Why would they be acting like this? Why would they be doing these risky things? You know what I'm saying?
Because they're teenagers, Phil. You just answered your own question while asking the question. They're teenagers.
And the writing itself is incredibly cringy.
Love, Kevin.
It's written again. It sounds like the people who wrote the game are trying to either relive a youth that they never lived, meaning they wish this is how their youth was, but it really wasn't, or they just read a whole bunch of like teen books, novels, and they tried to regurgitate it into like game form. What I'm trying to say is the writing's atrocious. Like, none of the characters are very likable. They're doing risky things teenage girls should never do.
Like
And
what?
then they're lauded as like heroes in the stories, like, but they're not. Like, they're actually doing horrible things. Like, if I wouldn't want my teenage daughter watching this game and be like, oh, I want to do that stuff. No, you wouldn't. It's actually very bad. It's not good role model content. It's really bad stuff.
Phil, you do realize that people that are teenagers know that things aren't real, right? That they know that the games that they're playing, it's not real. It's fiction. What the fuck are you on about with this one? Also, if I had a teenage... Fuck off, Phil. You don't want to reproduce at all because you're afraid that detractors are going to make fun of your child.
But that's how they present it in the game,
Sounds like projection, absolutely.
which is ridiculous, okay?
Yeah, what is role model content? What exactly is that? Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
But to make matters even worse, at the very end, and I don't want to spoil the game for anyone who decides to actually
Yeah,
play
you mean teenagers aren't good role models? Oh, perish the thought.
it. But basically, at the very end of the first episode, because there are 2 episodes in this game, there is the most lame, over-the-top, just awful writing.
That sounds like
All
that,
I'm gonna say
Virgil.
is,
Get the guns.
One of the girls ends up having a condition, and they throw it at you at the last minute, and you're like, what?
A condition.
Like, why is this part of the game? This is awful that they thought that this would be a spin or a twist. It's just not well written at all. It's actually quite embarrassing, in my opinion. It feels like I said, the writers of the game are probably adults who wish that this was their youth and it wasn't.
He
and they were
never
trying to
finished
relive
the
their
game.
angsty adventures. It's just bad. And this is a game that was so bad. I never played episode 2. Like, I barely stomached episode 1. I could barely get through it. And then when episode 2 released, I was like, I'm not playing this. I can't stand it. It's so poorly made and so poorly written. I cannot stomach another
Yeah, what condition?
10 hours of this garbage slop.
Yeah,
that-
Phil doesn't know anything about character development at all, but it's like they have a condition. Yeah, called character development.
really shouldn't exist. You know, that's probably the best way to explain it. Like, there are some games that are made for entertainment, and there's some games that are made and they tell an interesting story. This is a game that does neither, and is just so badly made that I don't think that it should exist. Like, probably gaming would have been better if it was never made. But of course, you're gonna have people who are gonna be like, oh, well, don't you know?
For clarification, or yeah, just to let y'all know the condition. For clarification, one of the characters was dying from leukemia. Cancer.
Oh, that this is important because it's a game for teen girls. No, it's not. Like I said, the girls in this game are not role models at all. They actually make.
This is made for teen girls. Hold on. Give me a goddamn minute. Give me a minute. Lost Records. ESRB. I'm going to look something up here. Give me a minute. This is for teen girls. Rated M for mature. Yeah, totally meant for teens.
Horrible decisions. They take risks they shouldn't take. I wouldn't want anyone, you know, playing this game and thinking this is how teens should act. It's actually the opposite. This is like an instruction manual of what not to do. So, yeah, the game sucks.
What?
I couldn't even play the second half because I couldn't stomach it. And if you even give it a look, I'm just going to warn you, you're going to feel like you wasted a whole lot of your time. All right. So,
again, this whole entire thing is a work of fiction. It's like, this is what kids aren't supposed to do. Phil, it's fiction. What? I don't understand.
We're only 3 in. I know it feels like we're like 10 in.
I don't even
we're only 3 games in.
understand. They allude to her having a condition along the
Up
way.
next, we have
No, Soul, no, they didn't. According to Phil, they didn't.
a game that
As a teen girl, the one thing I hated was teen girl role models, as written by my parents' age. What a full Christian name. Yeah, imagine that.
sadly.
Like, all this shit that Phil's talking about, it just makes zero fucking sense. And he's not doing a good job saying why the game is terrible at all. Instead, it's just going over his own grievances with the game. And again, just because you didn't like it doesn't mean that other people wouldn't like it.
Is another example of a company that completely fell off. And when I say that, you might say, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, it's irresponsible. No,
because
yeah,
these AAA game
yeah, a
companies,
girl died from cancer is irresponsible. Like, what? No way. It's YOLO. You only live once.
are coming out with great games, and they keep reporting that they're doing well. The game I'm about to show you in the countdown for the most disappointing games of 2025 is a game
Assassin's
that
Creed.
Right now, the actual publisher is insisting did well.
Assassin's Creed.
It definitely didn't, okay? They won't report actual sales numbers, but they keep saying the franchise is healthy and alive.
Assassin's
they keep saying
Creed.
that this is one of our big poster child kind of things, our big IPs, and every time we're proud of the game. And the actual CEO of the company who made this game actually said,
Assassin's
we just
Creed.
made a game for gamers, and I don't think that's what people are looking for anymore.
Okay, we get it.
You're the CEO of a gaming company,
We get it.
and you think that gamers aren't looking for
Move
games
on.
for gamers. Then what are they looking for?
Move on.
Anyway, let's just get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a game that I don't think anyone's going to be shocked is on this listing whatsoever.
It's not, because you already know it's Assassin's Creed. What? Oh, Abe's, yeah. Marvel Cosmic Invasion was the best game last year. One of mine as well, Ames. I fully agree with that one. That game was fun. Game is short, but it was still fun to play with friends, especially if you want a good beat-em-up experience. I will agree. It's one of my best games of last year, too. So, thanks for the 5. Yeah, those teens should have grown up by... Hold on. They should have grown up to meaning streets like Phil. How dare they not?
From early 2025.
Yep, here it is. Yep. Who would have guessed that, right? Who would have called that?
It's Assassin's Creed Shadows. So...
Bollock's Pit was also really good, too. Like, the games that I really enjoyed last year, Cosmic Invasion was really good. I enjoyed the shit out of that game, especially playing with Ames. Another game I really enjoyed was Bollock's Pit. I kept not bragging, what's the word? Recommending this game to people, and then they started liking the game more. They're like, I hate you. Another game that I really enjoyed that came out last year, which was a game that came out 2 months ago. It didn't get a lot of hype for it, though, but it was made by 2 janitors. That game's known as Kingdoms of the Dump. That game is really good, too. I gave that game to my brother for his Christmas gift, and I was like, he's playing this game. How long has he been playing it for? 22 hours. And he's like, damn, this was actually a really good game. I love it.
Assassin's Creed Shadows, right from the get-go, already had massive controversy around it because it stars a female ninja, out of which there were probably one ever in history.
Kingdoms of the Kingdoms of the Dump is essentially a game where you play as a trash can. I'm not making this up.
Ever there was one.
Shinobi was also a great game, too. Art of Vengeance.
Samurai. That's correct. Someone of darker skin who is apparently a samurai. And immediately people called this out before the game even came out and said,
okay,
you're going to finally have an Assassin's Creed set in Japan. Why do you have 2 protagonists that aren't even stereotypical people from Japan?
Yeah, they were Koenichi.
They're the outliers. They're the exception to the rule. We've been waiting so long for Assassin's Creed to be in Japan. Why not actually have a game that's representative of what would happen in Japan? So, right from the get-go, there was a huge misstep when they made the game.
I'll take what is a Koenichi for 500.
When I actually bought and played the game, I never even got that far.
Dapper, please explain what a Konoichi is, the person in the chat. Also, Phil, this whole thing of the controversy with the character, people already knew about it, Phil. We know what the controversy was. Stop repeating it.
You might say, what do you mean? what you're seeing here.
Yeah, he is a person of darker skin. Just say he's black. Oh, Kunoichi. Noichi. Thank you, Jorge.
Representative of the first 12
Yeah,
hours
female
of
ninja.
Assassin's
Thank
Creed
you.
Shadows. Because
Ninja
in the
class.
Intro, you only play as Yasuke, the Black Samurai, for about 20 minutes. It goes a little bit of his intro cutscenes, but you never actually really play as him in his story. It just goes right to the female ninja. You're then forced to play her story almost tirelessly and endlessly for about 15 plus hours before the game goes back to Yasuke.
Doesn't get the point. The controversy only existed because Ubisoft was bragging.
Essentially, you go through...
They were bragging about the historical accuracy. If you're playing an Assassin's Creed game, you're not going to get anything that historically accurate. You're just not.
Pounds, killing
Yeah,
endless amounts of enemies. All you do is sneak around and murder people, grab resources, and take over bases. That's the game. All right? Assassin's Creed used to be,
okay,
hey, you're an assassin. Sneak into town. Be very stealthy. Go in like a shadow and kill someone and get out undetected.
Okay.
Bonus points if you're undetected and if you don't actually kill anyone along the way besides your target, right?
Okay.
Now the game is literally infiltrate a base, become a one-man army, murder as many people as possible. In fact, get rewarded for the more murders you commit.
Okay.
And loot and get out. What? How is that Assassin's Creed?
It is Assassin's Creed, Phil. If you're going in, infiltrating a base without being detected and assassinating your target while trying to take over said base, yeah, you're playing an Assassin's Creed game, but it's a modern one.
Like, it's not at all.
But still, what the fuck are you talking about?
In any way, is that anything to do with Assassin's Creed? What they did is they almost double and triple down
So
on the formula
wrong.
of games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Valhalla and said, open world's the way to go now. Just make it an endless grind of going through these areas and killing as many as you can and taking over as much as you can. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, didn't he like Valhalla? Didn't he like that Assassin's Creed?
Not meant to be a one-man army. If you're an assassin, that's not even what the word assassin means. So what were they going for with this game? Basically nothing to do with anything that people wanted with Assassin's Creed. In fact, it actually was confusing because the last Assassin's Creed game was a return to form. If you remember...
Yeah, he is, Hothead. He's describing what's in this game and he's saying, that's not the game!
Game that was more small scale, only about 20 hours long, and you again were in smaller towns doing single assassinations. And that made a heck of a lot of sense. This game, going back to the open world formula, sneaking in this giant world and just killing as many as you possibly can, doesn't even make sense for the series.
I mean, they did in Valhalla. They did it with that game, and people like that one. I mean, I will say this. Valhalla is great. The only thing I didn't like about it was the longboat sections. Going into longboats. I did not like that one bit.
Okay.
Here's my review. Play Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, go play that instead.
After about
That's a better game.
10 hours, what happened was the game forced you to get these resources to continue. I'm not kidding. You had a base.
Okay.
This home base. You had to grind for resources as if it was like an MMO RPG or something.
No.
So you had to keep going back and killing people and trying to loot to get the resources. It was the most boring thing ever in Assassin's Creed. And basically around 15 hours, I said, I'm not playing this anymore. Like, I'm just not having any fun.
No, you saw everybody else dropping the game because it wasn't fun anymore, and you jumped on the bandwagon. Also, yeah, very much true, Common. Let's be honest, Ghost of Tsushima is superior to Assassin's Creed Shadows. Also, Phil never played Assassin's Creed Mirage. He didn't? Assassin's Creed Mirage was decent. It was a return to form, but it wasn't as good as, like, the old ones. It was still fine on its own.
What the game's supposed to be.
What?
The story, by the way, is very boring. The game takes way too long to go from
Oh, no, he did play Mirage. Thank you. That's I was he's like, wait, I thought he did. I was like, wait, he didn't?
The best
Didn't he like Mirage?
comparison I can give would be Mafia 3.
Oh, thank you.
If you remember in Mafia 3, that was a game that if the story kept moving, it would have been over in 20 hours, but would have been an amazing game. But the game kept padding itself and forcing you to do base
Someone's giving me
takeovers
misinformation.
or the next leg of the story. That's literally what they did with this game 10 years later. It's a game where if you just didn't have to do the grinding, it would probably be fun. But instead, you were so forced to do this repetitive combat and takeovers. It's just not anything interesting at all. I better things to do with my time than do repetitious nonsense over and over.
No, it's fine. Common, it's fine.
Did poorly. For those who don't know,
he's bitching about Assassin's Creed.
For Ubisoft. The game did not sell nearly as well as they had intended for the amount of money and time they put into its development. And then the CEO went on a PR campaign basically saying, well, it's because of people who complained on the internet about the protagonist rather than caring about the game and its elements. It's a game for gamers, and the gamers didn't care because of all the stuff online. No, the gamers didn't care because your game sucks.
By the way, remember when Phil got onto somebody because they brought up a GameSpot article that it was the 6th best-selling console game? And Phil said, no, you're an idiot for believing it. Remember that?
You've lost your way as a game developer. You're no longer making...
What's up, Jed?
Yeah!
Hello, Raiders. Welcome to the stream.
Games for gamers. That's why gamers don't like it.
Yeah, repetitious. That's not even a word. Repetitious? I thought that is a word. You mean, or repetitive. He's trying to say repetitive, but he said repetitious.
It has nothing to do with the fact that people made us think that the protagonists aren't in line with what probably was happening during this era in Japanese
Who
history. It has to do with the fact that the
cares?
game is fucking boring. No one wants to play another open world Assassin's Creed where we have to waste 10 hours, 20 hours
butt
before we get to the next
rager.
leg of interesting story. You're an idiot. Eve, give up.
He still hates this guy for
So
no
what's a shame
reason.
about that series is that Assassin's Creed has been one of my favorite game series over the years that I've been a YouTuber, but they
No, it's not.
have gone so far off the deep end that quite honestly, I don't know if they can ever recover at this point. Like, seriously, I just don't know if there's anything that Assassin's Creed can do that people are going to care about the series again. Like, I don't even know. Like, there was actually a story that they were in development making a game. Listen to this. It was going to be set in the days of slavery. And
Yeah, we already know about this, Phil, that they were going to do a fucking Assassin's Creed based around the Civil War era, which would have been fucking dope. I would have loved to play that. But then again, talking about there's a playable black protagonist when there already was one. It was called Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation.
we're going to be like an escaped slave that becomes
He is gay.
an assassin, and you were going to fight against like the slave owner, plantation owners.
I mean, didn't they already do that with Liberation?
And you might say, oh, well, that's a woke story. No, I actually think that's a good story. Like, that story would have been way better than what they did with Assassin's Creed
No,
Shadows.
you're good,
But guess what
Kombat. It's
happened?
fine.
Assassin's Creed Shadows was coming out and was getting all this flack for the protagonist
That's another one, too. There was Freedom Cry.
being
I
black,
forgot about that one.
even though there were no real black samurai, and the other protagonist is a female ninja. And guess what they did? They canceled it. They actually canceled the game and said, we can't make this game in this current climate. No, you can. It just has to be good. All you have to do is make a good game, and people will dig your story. Just make a good game.
Hey, Phil, why don't you make a game?
But instead, they go for this kind of agenda-first attitude, and it flops. That's why Assassin's Creed Shadow flops, because no one cared about the game by the time it came out, and then on top of it, the game was bad. They don't get that, though. They really don't understand.
Says the guy that clearly doesn't understand how game development is made.
All right, so let's continue. Ladies and gentlemen, there was an interesting game. At least I thought it would be interesting.
Another term for repetitious is another term for repetitive. Doesn't make him sound any smarter. No, it just makes him sound more pretentious.
That came out in 2024. This was a game that really was not in my wheelhouse of a game that I normally would play. All right, but people
They
said,
did that with Liberation with an Indian instead of a slave. I thought she was black in Liberation,
hey,
but
you're
it was like it was in like Louisiana with the bayou.
a PC gamer now. Will you check out more variety of games and different stuff? And I said, sure, I will. Let's check it out. Let's see what this game is all about. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I checked out a game
I
that
get
was not
it,
in my
Hannah.
comfort zone whatsoever. You may remember it, you may not. It was called InZOI.
Oh, hey, look, that one game that he went to work in this game and died.
And as you can see here, I had a great time playing it wearing my
Well,
Gunner
Stan.
glasses, or actually my aviator glasses. I don't know why I wore those during this particular day.
Because you thought they looked cool on you, Phil, and they really fucking don't. You look like you're about to go to a gay nightclub.
But InZOI was a game that everyone was touting as the modern Sims.
I mean,
This
it
game, you
was.
could make a virtual version of yourself, and you could go around town doing stuff like hanging out with other InZOI characters. You can eat, you can drink, you could do activities, you can get a job and work. You could do all of these things,
So, like The Sims. Gotcha.
okay? And when I played the game, I didn't really know what to expect. And at first, I actually was having a lot of fun with this game.
You are not.
The initial, character creation, setting up personality traits, interacting with certain people in town, and going and buying food, and checking out what's available in the area. It's pretty good, to be honest. And the graphics, actually, for a Sim-style game like this, are actually pretty outstanding. You take a look, I think the game actually looks quite good. But the further I got into InZOI, of the 2 or 3 streams that I did of it, the cracks started to show. For example, I got a job.
What? Hold on, let's see. No, InZOI came out last year in March, and it's still in early access. It's still in the early access department, so it's still being in development right now. Also, he's about to say, I got a job.
And then I got in a taxi to go to the job, and this is what happened. Literally, the taxi froze in place, and I was like, what's going on? Why is nothing happening? Why
You
can't
think
I
it's
do
hay
anything?
butter for a
So come
CEO? He would mention how Ubisoft laid more than half of their writing staff to replace them all with AI, and soon most of their legit devs. But that gets ignored. Well, no, of course not. Phil doesn't want to bring that up at all. Be the narrative of, oh, it's so sad when people lose their jobs. Nope, I just gotta go and shit on the CEO and say, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about with games. Fire him, blah-de-da-de-da-de-da-de-da. To fit his narrative.
Find out.
Plus, thanks for the 23 months. I appreciate it.
In the game, half the jobs weren't done. They had sold the game, but half the jobs hadn't been put into it yet. So if you chose an occupation that didn't exist in the game, you would get into a car to go to work and sit in the car all day. Then you would leave the car and earn money for sitting in the car all day. Now,
Why are there 2 Phils? Swaggy, the reason why there's 2 Phils, this is his gameplay.
I understand
These are clips from his own gameplay because he doesn't want to get actual clips.
that you were supposed to actually have the job in there.
But it's early access, yes.
But they didn't have that in the game yet. Okay? So similarly to this, as I continued to play and do certain things in the game, other things were unfinished. For example, I found out if you go to the theme park, half the rides don't work. Wait,
It's
what?
early
So
access!
half the jobs aren't in the game, half the rides don't work. What else is unfinished in this game? Well, come to find out, actually, the game is mostly unfinished, but they were selling it for play. Why would you do that?
Because it's early
it was very confusing
access!
because it didn't feel like the game was anywhere near ready to be sold. If you're getting such an early experience with the game, where you can't even do half the stuff in the game, well, that doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? So for me, I was very, very disappointed with the game. But ultimately, the thing that really got me was what happened at the end of my playthrough.
It's like, holy fucking shit. This motherfucker doesn't understand what early access means.
Which I'd like to
when he bought the game, it said, this game is in early access.
show
Oh,
you.
Doodle Bear. Yeah, put it on so far. What games has he put on so far? Well, so far, he started off, fuck me. He started off with InZOI. The last game he covered was Assassin's Creed Shadows. Fuck, I forgot what other games he talked about. Shit. Sorry. I just
Right
don't
here.
care.
Out of nowhere,
Yeah, it was Assassin's Creed, and then InZOI's now, and then he's talking about that. Fuck, I forgot the other ones. Oh,
Here's what-
Avowed was another one,
happened.
and Lost Records. Thank you.
Phil Burnell has passed away. And as I was playing,
I wish.
we were all trying to figure out what happened. Nothing happened. The game is completely broken, and you just randomly die for no reason. My character wasn't sick. My character wasn't unhealthy.
Yeah, your character was totally unhealthy because it was allergic to work.
My character was actually fine. There was nothing wrong with my InZOI or ZOI, whatever they were called. They just died out of nowhere. And I tried reloading and replaying. They would always die no matter what at a certain point with no explanation. So there was actually no way to make my character and have them progress past just a few days. It would be instant death for no reason. So the game was literally unplayable because you couldn't get past a couple of days. So at this point, I was like, I'm just not going to play it anymore. Like, it was an interesting idea. It was an interesting thing to try. But man, this thing just doesn't feel like it's finished. It's obviously busted and there's problems. So I never played it again. And I was wondering, would anyone ever ask me? No one literally ever asked me to go back to the game. And apparently the game ended up being universally panned.
Phil, people did ask you to go play InZOI again. You didn't even bother saying, I won't play it.
Because things were never finished. Things
Also, this game is panned.
were broken. And the game developers just essentially botched the whole thing. Which is sad because, like I said, it looked pretty good. The graphics were good. The premise is interesting. But the execution was just incredibly poor. To the point where if the game wasn't actually fully playable, why
Mostly positive on Steam, both recent and overall.
would you even take money for it? No one basically tested it, and they just started selling it, and then it was a big broken mess. So it was an interesting experiment. If there ever is another game like that in the future, I would definitely be interested in checking it out. But sadly, the game was just an unfinished mess, very disappointing, and so obviously that's why it's in this countdown. Okay.
Despite visual praise, critics identified significant gameplay and content limitations. It was impressive, immersive, and brimming with potential, but it suffered from sterility and lifelessness that made it difficult to find enjoyable.
I hope you guys are enjoying the countdown so far. Let's move on to our next installment. So,
He's an idiot, by the way.
this next particular game is very interesting for the reasons why it's in this countdown. Allow me to explain.
Allow me to
I told you that
explain.
not every game that was in this countdown was going to be something that I considered a bad game or a game that had issues. In fact, I don't even...
Betting Zomboid may be on here since it's only 25 games. It probably won't be Zomboid. Anything from a marathon, I don't think he'll put on here unless it's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, maybe. Also, it's a sim game, and he's complaining about it.
know if this game has issues, okay, to be honest. But this game upset me with what happened when I played it, okay? To be honest, I to this day, I'm still a little upset because I feel like there are certain games that if I choose to play them, I have to now kind of do, like, research up front to figure out if a game is going to actually be accepted or do well.
What are you talking
You're gonna
about?
Understand what I
What,
mean
Steph?
when I show you this game.
You're not doing good on...
Ladies and gentlemen, the game that I want to have next in my countdown is one that was one of my shortest playthroughs ever because basically I wasn't allowed to continue. The game that is next is...
South of Midnight. I was about to say RoboCop because that game, it glitched on it, but South of Midnight. Phil, you were the one making it about racism.
South of Midnight. Okay? So for those who don't know, South of Midnight is a game that was on Game Pass, and it was heavily touted as Xbox Game Studios game. You know, it's going to be an interesting game, and you can check it out.
I agree, for fuck's sake.
You can see the
By the way, Swaggy, thanks for the $1.99. Phil dying from work for alcohol is hilarious. We call that ironic.
colors and everything are kind of almost like a cartoonish, cel-shaded style game. It actually had a soundtrack that was very like Southern music. It took place in the bayou, so very like Southern United States kind of a deal, Louisiana style stuff. So
Louisiana bayou style, Louisiana style, Cajun. It's called Cajun.
regard, the game actually kind of stood out.
This I would legit say is a disappointment, but because it had legit potential. I wouldn't know. I hadn't played it.
All right. And I played this game. This is basically the intro hours of the game that you're seeing right here, the tutorial, trying to learn the gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, he's sitting on
honestly,
DSP's lap.
I actually was enjoying the game. I would compare South of Midnight,
Cajun
the time that I spent in
style.
it, to a PS2 era game. There's some action combat, there's platforming, there's some puzzles and things to solve.
Like what?
Ultimately, I think where the game was shining for me was that it actually had a unique visual style. And
I
also
said
it
legit
had good music, good soundtrack. But
Legit.
the combat itself was kind of simplistic. The platforming was kind of basic. And like I said, I would compare it to an era of like maybe like Sly Cooper or Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank. Like a combination of kind of those games, that era of gaming.
Not really.
That doesn't mean the game is bad at all. That's just what the game was, okay? But
Not really.
Here's what happened when I played South of Midnight. Started playing the game, and I started to give my honest opinions on it, if I liked it or not. And the audience, during the entire time that I started playing this game, were screaming at me, "This game is woke. This game is terrible. It's..."
Yeah, this is something that you complained about your audience for, Phil. You kept saying this whole thing about your audience. Like, this is not a disappointing game because your audience didn't like it.
so leftist. It's so liberal. It's woke. It's woke. And I would turn to the audience and be like, how is it woke? Really, can you explain to me how the game is woke? Because I was playing it, and nothing that was going on in the plot was woke at all.
It's called DEI, Phil. It's called Sweet Baby Ray's.
If you think that any game that has an African-American person as the protagonist is woke, you're racist. I'm sorry, you just are. Just solely based on the color of someone's skin
Phil
doesn't
told
mean
fuck
that the game is
himself.
woke.
This is the
The idea
result.
of woke, for those who don't know, is originally that people are supposed to be
What up, Demon of
awoken,
Japan?
taken out of their trance, realizing that there's prejudice in the world and being aware of your surroundings, and then basically taking appropriate actions because of that.
Huh?
So people that were in the woke mentality were people who were
Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Inc. is what I meant.
supposed to
I just call it Sweet Baby Ray's for some reason.
like say, okay,
Oh, wait, I think I took it for somebody else.
well, I understand that
I'll
there's certain
admit
groups of
that.
people that are considered minorities and they don't get equal treatment with everyone else.
Yeah, this is the thing that makes no sense to me. Like, he was upset about Assassin's Creed Shadows for having a black samurai, but this game has a black woman in this game, and he's not saying that the game is bad for that. I don't understand. Oh no, King Anus is here. Wasn't it literally about slavery?
That we should give them better opportunities and give them assistance and
Stealing
things
my
like
shit,
that.
man.
That's kind of the essence of the woke movement. But what's happened is now the entire thing has changed, and now everyone says that
I
anything
want
that's
barbecue sauce. I want some good barbecue right now.
woke has to do at all with minorities or anything that even involves someone who's black or someone who's even Middle Eastern and stuff. It's woke now.
Well,
Because
that's
you have
right,
someone
weapons.
not
Yeah,
white
most
as the protagonist,
disappointed
okay?
games.
That's not true. Sorry, it's just not. Okay.
Tips went
So
blacker
here I am,
than
I'm
the
playing this game,
protagonist.
and I'm enjoying the gameplay mechanics. I'm enjoying the soundtrack. I'm enjoying these things, right? And every time that I keep looking at the chat, it's just, this game's woke. We don't like it. Why are you playing it? And it actually drove me nuts. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy a game
And you called your audience racist!
on its own merit. Now, very much, maybe the game did actually have woke elements in it, but I certainly didn't even get to them. All right? I was in the tutorial. I was in the first 2 hours of the game. And I couldn't get anyone to engage with this game.
Oh my God,
or even
this
give it a
is
fair
so
shake.
terrible.
People were just so turned off that the main character
Spam the Sly emote in the chat, please. Because he's talking about black.
that I couldn't enjoy it. So after the original stream playing it, I said, listen, this is a game that I was enjoying. I like the platforming elements. I like the exploration.
Pretty
I like
much,
the puzzles, I
Damien
like the
Wolf.
combat,
It's
I like
pretty
the
much
music.
that.
This is something that I would personally maybe go play, but I
But
guess I just
Wyatt.
can't stream it. Right? Like, I'm not going to stream a game where everyone's going to complain every moment that I play it. So,
You do it all the goddamn time!
the truth is,
You did it with Metroid Prime 4!
right? I don't know if the game did well or not.
Yeah, 2 hours in, he was still in the tutorial.
Understand it didn't. The game actually, it was a Game Pass game, okay? So it did get some attention for being kind of free on Game Pass or whatever, and some people did play it, right? But it didn't really get most notoriety or whatever. And what's funny is it won the award at the Game Awards for, what was it called? Is it Games for Change or Games for Purpose? What was
Games
it?
for
It was
Impact.
basically some kind of a game, one of these awards.
Games for
And I was like,
Impact?
well, why did it win that award? And I was confused. And people were like, well, they won the award because the protagonist is African American. I said, huh? So again, for the equal reasons that I don't
DEI
understand why people
award.
hated on the game, because the protagonist was African American, I don't understand why the game also won an award because the protagonist is African American. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes both ways. You shouldn't hate on the game because of that, but you also shouldn't be awarding the game solely on that premise. Was the game good? At this point, I don't even know. I'm so confused. I don't even know. My mind is addled, and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh
I honestly wish I did play it more. But I'm a streamer who streams things for an audience. I have to play things the audience will show up for and like, and the audience obviously didn't like this. So I was like, well,
Games for Impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message, and it won that award. That's why it won, Phil.
L. I guess this is one. I'll take the L, and I guess I'm just not gonna play it. But hey,
So this game is not disappointing, but it's only disappointing because your audience didn't like it. This makes zero fucking sense to me.
I would say again, if you like games from the PS2 era, and you wanted to play something that was a modern version of that, I feel like it plays like that. I don't know about the story or anything later about it, but I actually was enjoying the game. I was disappointed that my audience basically said no.
I hate the games for impact category because it's so restrictive that it's just badly named. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There are some games that I tried that were nominated for the Games for Impact Award. Yeah, he needs to shut the fuck up. But some of them were actually relatively good. There's a game called Consume Me, which is actually a really good game. Like, I saw that, I was like, what is this game about? Looked into it, I was like, oh, this game looks interesting. Bought it, played it, and I actually enjoyed my time with it.
Oh, we refuse to watch you play this.
That pro-social part is what I say the category is named wrong. Also, remember, Phil put Metaphor on his last year's list because the audience didn't give him enough money. That I remember that too. He called that game disappointing because nobody gave him money. He wanted to like it.
And I had to basically...
But he only played the beta.
Go on from it and never go back to it. But that's kind of...
No,
just
no
the thing. When
vor,
you're a streamer,
Matthew.
You have to go with your audience. And sometimes there's games that I like and they don't. And there's just nothing I can really do about it.
Consume.
It is what it is.
That's the name,
Okay?
Swaggy.
Okay.
That's the
Moving
name of
on.
the game.
Our next entry in the most disappointing games countdown is another game that sadly I'm pretty disappointed I didn't get to play more of. All right, it's a game that I only played one stream and I was very much enjoying it. But
Cast
the
and
audience
Chill?
again all complained and said we don't like this game.
Cast and Chill.
But I want to give it a moment in the sun here because I actually think that it's a good game and that you might enjoy it. The game that we're talking about today is called Cast and Chill.
God fucking damn it. I was like, there ain't no way he's gonna bring up Cast and Chill, and look, and lo and behold, there it is.
Okay, this is very much an indie game.
No ass, no chill.
Just to make it abundantly clear. The visual style is pixel art, as you can see, and the whole premise of Cast and Chill is very simple.
Oh,
You go on?
hold on, David. Let me tell you why this game is disappointing. No money was given to Philip. Look at the King's tax, $38. He ended that stream with $43, and he put on that stupid fisherman's hat for them.
On a boat with your dog, you try to catch fish, and you chill. The whole purpose of the game is basically to relax. Now, as you catch different fish,
Also, this game, you can actually enable a mode that the game plays itself.
you'll be able to buy upgrades for your line. You'll be able to get a better boat. You'll be able to unlock new maps.
Remember, this is also the same game that so he claimed, the dev reached out to him, was offering him free shit to put into the game, and he said, my audience didn't like it, so don't give it to me. Someone reached out to the dev and said, hey, is it true that you reached out to Darkside Phil to give him free stuff? And they told him, we didn't do that. That never happened.
And you'll be able to basically do new things. And the locations will change, and the actual visuals get even more beautiful. And you can do it at different times of day, so you can fish at night or day. Different fish will show up and stuff like that. And personally,
Hey girl,
I
let me
like
cast
it a
my
lot. We
rod.
were
You
looking
buy
at
this
point
lore
for a
for
new
some
relaxing
cast
game
chill.
for my rotation. And I thought, I dressed up for it. I brought out my fisherman's hat again for the first time in like years to try to press some hype for it.
He's
It just didn't
gay!
work. People were saying that they were more bored than entertained, even though there was an opportunity for people to hang out with me. And
Because you didn't make it. Oh my fucking god. I hate when I pause and I get the stupid ass face. Phil, you didn't do anything to advertise it as a good game. This is on you, Philip.
talk and interact.
Oh wait, hang on. That's from today.
Most people said, this is super boring.
Hold
We're
on.
not enjoying this. We just want you to do something else.
Look
So
right
after
here.
one stream, that was it. But this is a game I just want to let you know it's very cheap.
Here
It's
it
only
is.
$2.
40. Okay, I was wrong. This is back when he had the goals. $47. I was wrong.
I feel like if you're looking for a relaxation style game, this is it.
Look right
There are
there.
many streamers who can make this work with their audience. Sadly, I wasn't one. I played fishing games previous, and that's why I thought maybe it would work. But people just found it incredibly boring. This is just a short and sweet one. I think it's a fine game. I was disappointed because it was
My
one that
bad,
I
shit.
was liking. It didn't work with the audience, so I had to move on. But Cast and Chill, you might want to give it a look if you're looking for a relaxing game. Okay. Nice, quick, and
No money.
easy one there. No rage. No problems with that one. All right. The next game on our most
There was a problem with it, Phil. It's called No Money.
disappointing games countdown
Also, the thumbs up.
is one that I think most of you kind of figured would be in the countdown.
I looked at the wrong one, Fear. I'm sorry.
But
But he did not hit his goal for that game, too. He did not hit that goal at all.
I think at one point, we all thought that it was going to be in the other countdown. All right? This is a game that I feel was massively overhyped, was a game that sold solely for one purpose, which isn't a good reason, and a game that suffered from insane amounts of padding, and then had a really, really good point at the end, but you got to ask, what gives with the way that the game rolled out? Let me
Yankee
explain,
King?
ladies and gentlemen. The next game on our disappointing games countdown is
Eh,
Donkey Kong
there's Stanky
Bonanza
King. There's
on the
Stanky
Switch
King
2.
Bonanza.
Okay. So when the Switch 2 released in June of 2025, immediately the question arose, well, what games are we going to get for this thing? Because immediately there was only Mario Kart World and a bunch of ports. So when Donkey Kong Bonanza was released a month later, everyone jumped on it. Oh my God, it's a first-party title.
Yeah, it's a first-party title of a Donkey Kong game, which we never had a recent Donkey Kong. Like, the more recent one that we got, and I'm not including the Switch games, you know, for like Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. The last time we got a Donkey Kong game was in 2014 with Tropical Freeze on the Wii U. But the last time we ever got a 3D platforming Donkey Kong game was with Donkey Kong 64. You know, the game that kind of killed off the 3D platformer. Supposedly.
Apparently you had some of the game devs working on it who actually had worked on Super Mario Odyssey. So all of us who love Super Mario Odyssey was super duper excited for this game to come out.
I personally didn't care.
Brand new game mechanics. It wouldn't play like Donkey Kong Country, but something completely different. Everything was destructible. You could punch and dig your way through anything in the game, which is going to give a whole new element to the gameplay.
Which was
fully going
awesome.
to utilize the graphical capabilities and the processing power of the Switch 2. This is something that never would have been possible on the Switch 1, right?
No, this game was going to be on the Switch 1. This is where Phil fucked up this one, too. This is where he did not do any research at all. This game was supposed to be on the Switch 1, but because it took so long to make it, the Switch 2 is coming out, they decided to switch over to the Switch 2 and actually make it for that console.
Right?
Again, no research done for this.
All sounds good, doesn't it? Wow. All right. Sounds like the kind of game that I think is going to blow me away. I'm really going to enjoy.
The way he flipped out and smashed everything in the tutorial by mashing is the biggest dopamine rush he's ever felt. Oh, absolutely. What up, Ashley? Phil can't form an opinion on his own. Oh, no, he can't.
Have a great time with. And to some extent, that's true. What you're seeing right now is the first hour of the game, where I went to the first room, and I got so hooked on the destruction aspect of the game that I literally, like, destroyed everything in it.
Phil,
Like,
what, Phil wrong? That's impossible.
Now, yeah, there's limits to where you can break things in a room, like metal walls that you can see here past all of
Or
the dirt.
Black King.
But for the most part, it was pretty insane to see a game where you could just keep digging upwards and keep going up and destroying things. Almost like Bugs Bunny in a Looney Tunes cartoon, digging and popping out of the ground. You can...
No, I was thinking more of the lines of like Red Faction or another part of the game where you destroyed everything was like Destroy All Humans, where you destroy everything in the map.
Do that in Donkey Kong Bonanza. There's almost limitless amount of items you're looking for, whether it's giant golden
Bugs
bananas,
Bunny.
pieces of gold that you can use to buy
Oh,
upgrades,
she did say
whether
Bugs
it's
Bunny.
collectibles, which you could use to do other kinds
Or
of
Bugs
upgrades.
Bunny,
or more.
excuse me.
You have a sonar when you clap, you can see the items through the walls, which is really cool because it helps you to solve the puzzles and figure stuff out. With that
Oh, yeah,
weird stuff that's in
Mercenaries
the
was another
world.
one, too.
There's also animal transformations, where you can turn into things like a zebra and run super fast, or you can become an ostrich that can fly, or you can become a
Glide.
snake that does a super jump because you spring up like a coil and bounce like a spring. And all of that sounds great on paper, doesn't it? In fact, I'll admit, when you first run into that stuff in the game, you're blown away. Look at
He doesn't even bring up the Bonanza form where you're just essentially a big ape destroying shit.
my face.
He doesn't even bring up the other one. That was another transformation too.
Look at my face. I'm actually genuinely happy there. I'm like, wow,
No, you're not happy. You're like overstimulated. Like, what the fuck going on?
this is so neat. I can't believe it. But there's a problem, all right? And the problem is very simple. That's the whole game. Everything that I just described, destroying things in order to find hidden items and doing a few transformations, is the entirety of Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Uh-huh. But is it, though? You could just go ahead and actually skip finding all the hidden stuff and go straight into completing the story.
Are there...
Like, again, he seems to think that this is the entirety of the game, but it's really not. It's there if you want to do the optional stuff. That's fine, but you don't have to do it.
some boss fights? Yes, but they're an afterthought. And a lot of them are kind of buggy and
Didn't he say something creepy about the little girl in the game? No, Swaggy, that was PWR.
wonky because the Switch 2 can't handle the graphics very well. So during certain boss fights, the frame rate dips and the boss fights become chores because of that.
It really didn't dip, though. If it did dip, it would be like for like a microsecond, and it's like back to normal. It barely dipped.
But outside of that, every world in Donkey Kong Bonanza is almost exactly the same. You go into an area, you look around for hidden bananas, use your sonar to find items in the walls, you destroy everything around you to get the items, wash, rinse, and repeat. Now, there are some challenge stages where you're going to be challenged with platforming and stuff like that. The thing is, those challenges are not even representative of the core game. You can skip them all. And
Yeah, you just said it, Phil. You could skip it all, but the problem, going back a little bit earlier, you said that that's what you do in the game. Also, JJ, you know how he had this whole thing about piece of ass, and that was like his gimmick, how he had no piece of ass, or you call things piece of ass? He called Pauline that.
turbo through the game, and there's no problem. In fact, I would go as far to say that Donkey Kong Bonanza is insanely easy. It is one of the easier games that you'll probably ever play in the modern day. The game itself lasts about 20 to 30 hours. Okay?
Not really.
The first hour is incredibly good. Then when you realize the second or third or fourth world, it's all the same, you're like, oh, well, the substances we're punching are different. It's lava, it's ice, it's sticky goo, it's poison.
Yeah,
but you're still just breaking it all just to find
This is the
items involved.
gameplay loop.
And if they never
He
innovate
doesn't
on top
understand
of
this.
that, what is the interest of the game? And the answer is there is none. Now you might say, well, wait,
There
you said there were
is.
animal transformations. There are.
Pretty
Problem
much,
is they're almost never
JJ. Pretty
used.
much.
Once you get the zebra transformation, you'll use it to go on 1 or 2 platforms, and you'll probably use it in a boss fight, and then you'll never use it again for the entirety of the game.
What?
Almost never used. Once you get the zebra transformation, you'll use it to go on 1 or 2 platforms, and you'll probably use it in a boss fight, and then you'll never use it again for the entirety of the game.
No, you do use the transformations. What are you talking about? You can actually use the transformations outside of the boss fights, Phil, and actually outside of certain platforms that you need to reach. Like, honestly, when I played Donkey Kong Bonanza, the only one that I used the most was the ostrich and the Bonanza form. Because Bonanza form, you can actually use that to punch through the entirety of your environments more quickly and more efficiently, while the ostrich helps you glide, getting from a certain point in the game that you want to reach. It's useful there. Like, sure, the zebra is good for dashing, and the snake is good for jumping on higher places, but I didn't really find a use for them.
I'm serious. There was one at the
I
end of the game
have,
you get
Kevin.
the snake transformation.
It was
You, like,
bad.
never use it for anything besides maybe one room. Like, why is it even in the game then? Why'd they bother putting it in there?
Erase your mind.
It's just not fleshed out. Now, here's the weird part about
Yeah,
it.
you can also use the zebra form to run over the water, which that's a point. I forgot about that too.
Is the final
the Tony Danza form.
segment of the game. The final 2 hours are absolutely outstanding.
Because King K. Rool was in the game.
If you're a fan of Donkey Kong, if you're a fan of Donkey Kong Country, and you like fan service, the final couple hours of this game are absolutely must play, cannot miss.
Disagree. There are parts in the game where you go into bonus rooms that have levels that played exactly like Donkey Kong Country. He completely forgot about those levels.
Now, that's as far as I'm going to go, because it basically is like a
Love
humongous
Game Master.
spoiler if I go any further than that. But my
Phil, it's 2026. People already know what happened in Donkey Kong Bonanza.
problem with the game is, why on earth, okay, is that the end of the game? Why not make the interesting part of the game the game?
Because if they do so, it ruins the plot twist. Because for the longest time in the game, the biggest bad, like the big bad in the game was Void Kong. Putting King K. Rool at that point where you fight Void Kong and winning, that's the plot twist. That's a good thing. What you are wanting is, oh hey, just make King K. Rool the villain of the entire game. What's the point?
Instead of having an interesting first 2
Like all the other games that he was the big bad?
hours,
Except for maybe Returns and Tropical Freeze?
and an interesting last 2 hours, and 30 hours of filler in between. Did the game makers and developers never hear of the thing called pacing? I'm actually
You know nothing about pacing.
legitimately lost. Like, they didn't understand that you wanted to be entertained in the middle. They thought, oh, once you get into this gameplay loop, you'll just want to do this repetitive gameplay for 30 hours and never complain or want something more of it. And then at the end, you'll be happy because we give you fan service in the finale. No.
No, they gave fan service with the bonus levels too. They also gave fan service with the fucking transformations too. The ostrich is espresso. The fucking snake is Ratley from DKC2. And the fucking zebra, I don't really know where that one came from.
What they could have done is cut the middle 30 hours out and expanded the final 2 hours into, say, 10 or 15 hours. And this would have been one of the best games of the modern era.
I mean, for the Switch too, it won Best Family Game. It was nominated for Game of the Year, but it had no chance of winning.
Instead, I'm not even kidding you, the villains of this game are completely disposed of by the end of the game as if they never existed, and they never will. They're actually filler.
If you're a fan of Man Service, oh god damn it. No, not Man Service!
Actual game is filler to itself, if that makes sense. So, here's the truth.
He said the same thing about Tears of the Kingdom 2, calling it padding and filler.
This game sold incredibly well.
It
A lot of
did.
people say, oh, Game of the Year contender. I don't know why they would have said that, besides the fact that they just don't play good games, and they think that a game where you do the same thing for 30 hours is good.
Because that's what it is, Phil. It's a contender for Game of the Year. It doesn't mean that it would win Game of the Year.
But
Now, if we're talking Nintendo Game of the Year, then yes, it would have won for Best Nintendo Game of 2025.
the reason this game, I feel, did so well is because of
It was on there too, Game Master. I think he put that. Let me see where he put that. I'm writing down all the ones he had here. Number 12.
artificial scarcity. What does that mean?
Oh my fucking god, shut the fuck up with this artificial scarcity. You have no fucking idea what the fuck that means.
Well, the Switch 2 had come out, and everyone was looking for games for Switch 2 to play. This was a first-party unique game, so everyone ran out and bought it. So it sold in droves. But if it weren't for artificial scarcity, and if there
It had nothing to do with artificial scarcity.
was actually a wide variety of games to play on Switch 2, and people might have waited to buy this and said, oh, is it actually any good? And then actually got the truth about it. No, it's pretty boring and repetitive and not a very good game. They could
Thank you, Jaha.
have done a lot better. Instead, they just did 30 hours of the same thing. So, yeah, ultimately, when people asked me, you know, what do you think about the Switch 2 lineup for launch year? Very underwhelming. This game particularly was the game that I think I had the most good feelings about. Because
You had no good feelings about any of the games that you fucking played, Phil. Shut the fuck up.
when you saw the previews, you're like, oh my god, maybe this game actually could be like the next Mario Odyssey. But as soon as you get past the first couple of hours and you see how uninspired, boring, and repetitive it is, you realize Nintendo didn't try. This is a game that they purposefully scheduled to be the second game on Switch 2.
Oh, hey, look. Phil has a clip of him getting money when he had goals.
So that people would all buy it. They knew everyone would be done with Mario Kart World by the first month, and they would want another game. So they put it into this to be the big one for July that everyone would rush and buy because they wanted something for their Switch 2s.
Again, the reason why people bought it for the Switch 2 is because when was the last time we got a good Donkey Kong Country game or a good Donkey Kong game? That's the question.
And that's sad. It shouldn't be selling because it's the only console exclusive. It should be selling because it's good.
It is good, though. Universally acclaimed as one of the best games of 2025. A return to form for Donkey Kong. Yeah, uninspired, boring, and repetitive. Sounds like someone we know. Huh, can't put my finger on that one.
All right. That one does upset me because that one I feel like could have been a lot better. And Donkey Kong deserves better than that game. He really does. But the thing is, so many people are just kind of like happy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
It
of
wasn't.
the fact that it was an exclusive and Donkey Kong came back and the ending was good. But I'm sorry, I don't buy a game just for the ending. I buy a game to have a good experience throughout. A lot of people even say it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
I didn't
If the
cheat.
journey is piss boring, then I don't care what the ending is. And the ending was great. I'm glad I experienced it. But I didn't want to waste 30 hours of stream time to get there.
Yeah, does it start where snort ends with legs?
Okay.
Yeah, it
Well, I
is.
hope that you guys are enjoying. We're already more than halfway through the countdown. I'm just going to keep going because I know this is probably going to take about another 30, 45 minutes to get through.
Oh
We are
my
more than
God,
halfway
no.
down.
No.
Some of these entries coming up are actually going to be a little bit more quicker, but I hope that you guys are enjoying. I'm not seeing many people trying to
Jesus
interact with me.
Christ.
That's why I'm just going ahead and continuing with the countdown. I did say this would be an interactive stream, but I'm just not
Snort.
getting many people here who are really like talking to me. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm
it was. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a fun game throughout the entirety of it. I enjoyed my time from the very beginning to the end. And also the end game, the epilogue of that too. I enjoyed all of it. Phil just doesn't like a game that's like, oh, I want to get to the ending. This game's boring while he's destroying everything.
continuing on. Maybe
What's your game of the year or biggest disappointment? No, we'll get to that, Fear, when we get to that.
people are just used to this countdown being the thing that I just do and don't talk to people. I don't know, right? Okay? All right.
We'll get to that,
Continuing
Fear.
on, the next game in my most disappointing games countdown of 2025. This is a short and sweet one, okay? This game was a follow-up to a game that I previously played a couple years before, but it was sold as a standalone. That's why I'm counting this as a new game.
RoboCop.
Technically, it's kind of a DLC, but it
RoboCop.
was sold as a standalone game, okay? This was a game that originally, the original game I liked, although you could tell it didn't have a ginormous budget or whatever, but I felt like they did justice to the intellectual property. The game was fun. It was a good
Yeah,
romp. It
this
had,
is
you know,
RoboCop.
interesting mechanics, and in general, it was a fun filler playthrough. It certainly wasn't anything that I went crazy for, but at the same time, we had a good time. But then we played the
Nope.
follow-up last year, right? And this one, sadly, had a bad fate. Ladies and gentlemen, the next game on the countdown is a game that you may not even know that I play. It is called RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business.
No, we know about this. Oh, God. I paused at the right moment. No, Phil, we know about it because you got to a certain part of the game where you opened up a gate and it crashed on you 3 times.
What do you mean? Unfinished Business? I didn't even know Phil played this. Well, you might not know I played it because I only played 2 parts. And it wasn't because the game was bad, and it wasn't because I wasn't having a good time with it. It was because the game was insanely buggy on PC. To show you what I mean, I'm going to go to the point where basically I couldn't play the game anymore.
Oh, here we go.
Well, if I could find it.
Cope.
Basically what happened.
This is
was
all cope. What
I
up,
would go
Elena?
to this particular terminal. And this terminal needed to be
Oh, well, it's
interacted
become
with so that you could open a door. And there was nothing else you could do in the game. There was no other place to go.
Uh-huh.
There was nothing else you could do.
May
You had to
1st,
interact with this
unfinished
particular terminal
business.
to open a door. So I interacted with the terminal, and every time that I did, my game would literally crash.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, that's not good. What am I supposed to do if I can't interact with this particular terminal? In fact, I think this was the first time that this happened here.
Yeah, and that's called a hard lock, Phil. That's an actual hard lock.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's weird because this is definitely the part. You can say this is a buggy mess on PC. Game over. But I can't seem to...
Remember, When he played Tormented Souls 2, he got to a puzzle. He called that a hard lock when that was actually a soft lock. What Phil experienced with RoboCop, that was a hard lock.
Pinpoint the time when it happened. Oh, wait, here it is. So it says, here's the gates. The gates don't have power, right? So you have to interact with this particular terminal. And when you do it, when you override...
What up, Crust?
Why are you doing
and this is a game
to
mechanic that
me?
you used a million times in the original game before the standalone DLC was sold. The game would close. And this happened, I think, 2 to 3 times. And there was no way to fix it. So I was like, oh, that's great. So basically, I'm hard locked. And this was a case where, sadly, the game was all right. And it was meant to be like a filler playthrough. But I wasn't going to go back weeks later after they patched it to try to actually play it again. No one really
Are we
cared.
surprised he fucked up the term?
We're just going to do quickly.
Not really, Welshman.
In, you know, empty times between streams. It just sucked. And the worst part about all this, I actually heard on console, this game had no problems. That on console, it played fine. It was only the PC version that actually had this horrible problem and made it unplayable.
Then what? That's the thing with this too. He played this game on Xbox. Why couldn't he just download the game on Xbox and play it there? Nope, he just wanted to sit there and be like, guys, I'm a PC gamer. Shut the fuck up. I'm a PC gamer. I'm playing all my games on PC unless I can't play it on PC.
So,
oh yeah, true. He never wanted to play this anyway. The only reason why he played it was because people kept asking him, hey, are you going to play it? Hey, are you going to play a RoboCop DLC? Hey, you're going to play it? And he was like, I'll think about it. And then he finally played it.
Ever was able to continue with the game. I still haven't played it again to this day. RoboCop, Rogue City, Unfinished Business. You know what? That's the best name you could give the game. Unfinished Business. Because it was literally not able to be finished because the game would crash because of this horrible game bug. Pretty sad, huh? In reality, it's one of the few times that's ever happened to me because, as you know, I only just recently, about a year and a half ago, became a PC gamer.
There we go.
Usually on console, you don't run into these problems, right? Like, almost never on console would you run into, like, a game-locking problem like that. And it was very disappointing that that happened. I'm sure by now the game is finished. Like, I'm sure they fixed it. But the thing was, I mean, we're not going to go back to it weeks or months later. We were playing it. It was brand new. And when it was brand new, it was unplayable. And then people didn't really care about it anymore. Okay?
Yeah,
all right, the next game in our...
Yeah, he took the opportunity to not play the game because, hey, it's broken. I'm not going to go back to this broken mess. Bye.
Countdown.
Go back, please. Why, Matthew? Why? Like this.
Is finished. Like, I'm sure would you run into, like, a game-locking problem like that? And it was very disappointing that that happened. I'm sure by now the game is finished. Like, I'm sure they fixed it. But the thing was, I mean...
I'm sure the game is finished. They fixed it. Yeah, they probably fixed it. So why didn't you go back and play it? Oh, wait, no, you can't because it's unfinished.
We're not going to go back to it weeks or months later. We were playing it. It was brand new. And when it was brand new, it was unplayable. And then people didn't really care about it anymore.
Oh, here we go. Reason why he won't play it anymore, it's no longer new. So what's the fucking point?
Okay. All right, the next game in our countdown...
Tony Hawk better be on the list.
I can't believe what happened with this one, okay? A tried and true series.
Metroid.
Which all of us have grown up loving. It's a staple, an absolute staple
Metroid.
in this genre. A game that we were all hyped for when we heard about it was coming out. A game that we were all stoked for.
Again, if this is Metroid Prime 4, Phil is not hyped up or stoked to play Metroid Prime 4. He never played 2. He never played 3. The only games that he played was Dread and Prime 1.
And then this happened.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I thought it was going to be Metroid. Well, I'm wrong what number 1's going to be. So it is Silent Hill F. I was wrong. Oh, and Other M. He did play Other M too.
So when you were asking me on the thumbnail for this video, what was the schoolgirl in a Japanese schoolgirl outfit?
No one asked.
It was the main character protagonist of Silent Hill F.
And it looked nothing like her.
Silent Hill F was a game that massively disappointed me this year. Wasn't the initial game design, wasn't the fact that the game was set in Japan.
It was.
Wasn't the fact that the game had so many departures from Silent Hill.
It was.
It was the fact that the game turned the main character into a werewolf who then used combat abilities straight out of Devil May Cry to do combos and special attacks to kill enemies.
I mean, Phil, you do realize that when it comes to this game, you know, Silent Hill F, it's a spin-off game to the mainline franchise. This wasn't even a mainline Silent Hill game. And you're getting mad because, oh, hey, they're putting this into a spin-off. Why is this a mainline game? Also, the game had supernatural elements into it, too.
Something that goes so against the core tenets of what Silent Hill is meant to be.
No, it's nothing about it.
Foregoes anything that would be scary, that would be survival horror, that I had a hard time swallowing to the point where I just couldn't take the game seriously. after this happened
Werefox, not werewolf. Yeah, what was it? A kitsune?
and in the plot.
Also, this combat right here, this is not Devil May Cry. It looks very slow. Like, if you want to compare combat, this looks at more like Dark Souls combats because of the stamina bar.
And it gets worse and worse for the record. This is initially when the girl transforms, but it actually gets worse where she gets more abilities and transforms further into a werewolf further into the game you go. It's terrible.
I don't know why,
It's horrible.
Dapper.
It's
I have no
completely
idea
off base
why.
from what Silent Hill's meant to be. It takes all of the survival horror element out of the game whatsoever.
Silent Hill 2
And by the
remake
end of the
combat.
game,
True.
all you can do is shake your head like this and say, I can't imagine what they were thinking besides, we want to make Silent Hill a different kind of game to make more money.
Hey, Phil, you do realize that Silent Hill has a lot of spin-offs in the series, right?
Silent Hill is an incredibly popular and prominent survival horror franchise.
Okay.
But when you turn yourself into a superhuman monster that beats the living crap out of enemies with your pimp hand, it's not scary anymore. In fact, I would argue once she transforms, there's literally nothing scary for the end of the game.
What does you think Resident Evil is? Probably nothing special.
Or the rest of the game. Like, how could you be scared? The entire first maybe half of the game isn't that bad. When you're going through the town, it's all being infected by the monsters. You're trying to figure out what is this wave of red, like plants and things that's taking everything over. It is scary. But then once you get to this point, it's like, I just can't take it.
It's not scary, it's unsettling, and it adds to the mystery. It's not really scary to figure out what the flowers are. It's not.
Seriously anymore. In any way, shape, or form. The game
We
is
need
awful.
a spin-off called Silent Phil.
I just don't understand why
It's
people
where
even
you
defend
shut
it.
the
There's
fuck
actually
up for
people
once
like,
in one
oh,
whole
no,
game, Phil.
How dare you not like this game?
Bobcat Murphy.
I'm right. I played all the others. This is not Silent Hill. This is exactly what happened to Assassin's Creed. Everyone liked Assassin's Creed because it was a game about assassinations and stealth. Then they turned it into an open world mashing button combat game.
I mean, they did that with Origins and kept it on with that one. This one, it has some like unsettling motion, not motions, what is the word I'm thinking of? It has some unsettling features with the game. But at the same fucking time, what are we talking about?
And everyone says,
why are we comparing this to Assassin's Creed?
it sucks. Yeah, it sold maybe because people were looking for an open world RPG, but that doesn't make it good. It just makes it a moneymaker. In this case, Silent Hill is supposed to be a game that was slow-paced, where you have no resources, where enemies can kill you at a moment's notice. It's creepy as hell. You don't know what's around the next corner.
Okay, sorry, gotta go back.
In this case, Silent Hill was supposed to be a game that was slow-paced,
It was.
where you have no resources,
I mean, it had barely any resources. It had that too.
where enemies can kill you at a moment's notice.
I mean, this game did have that.
It's creepy as hell.
It had that element.
You don't know what's around the next
That was the word, element.
corner.
Again, you're just repeating stuff here.
It's about survival. It's about inventory management.
Again, this game had that.
It's about health being a big problem.
Oh yeah, he also played this on story mode.
In this game, they literally turned it into a button-mashing action game.
They did not make it an action game, Phil. They didn't.
Why? There's also other problems with the game as well. For example, the puzzles are actually quite cryptic. There's one or two puzzles that, unless you're like a fan of Japanese lore or stuff, you wouldn't even know.
You know, just like all the other Silent Hill games where they have cryptic puzzles that you need to figure out.
There's one puzzle you actually need to know exactly what
He only hates it because of the main character. The first game literally had a Shiba Inu, the ultimate mastermind, and control everything at a control center. But he only liked the, what was it, Silent Hill 2 remake because main character, man.
cherry blossom tree or sakura tree looks like. And if you've never seen one before, you can't solve the puzzle. I'm not kidding. Like, you actually need
A cherry blossom? Who the fuck hasn't seen a cherry blossom?
to look it up online or whatever to actually solve the puzzle. And I don't know what they were going for there because not everyone lives in Japan and has seen a cherry blossom tree.
Yeah, what is a tree?
But that's just one example. The main gripe I have with the game is that you turn into a werewolf and you pimp slap the shit out of enemies, and it's not scary at all because of that. It's just,
No, this was not the reason why he didn't like the game. One, the obvious answer, money. The other reason is that the puzzles. He hated the puzzles in this game. Like, someone made videos of, like, these VTubers actually playing this game and solving the game's puzzles like that. While Phil's sitting there going, what am I supposed to do? This is stupid. What do I can't figure this out. What the fuck is this?
it's insanely lame.
This is dumb. I don't like this. I'm just gonna look it up. This is stupid.
Fair enough. I think I made my point on that one.
You didn't make any points, Phil. You're just bitching and complaining about a game that you fucking hated.
Okay.
With nothing to back it up.
All right. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here now, folks. In
Oh,
fact,
the
we only
nitty-gritty.
have 6 games left.
Yeah, money, puzzles, and Japanese
All right.
schoolgirl.
So,
Oh, that is true, Hothead. Yeah.
let's just take a quick look here and assess.
That is true. He hated routine. He got to that puzzle and quit the game because the puzzle was too challenging.
You know how we're doing. Wow, attendance on the stream is actually quite good. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the countdown so far. And thank you for watching live. If you're here live, if you're watching on demand, I would love your feedback on this format because I've never done it this way before.
Pretty much
where I'm
love.
kind of going between two setups where I'm doing commentary over the videos with background music. I'd like to hear everyone's thoughts, honest thoughts about this. Do you think that this is good or not? And are you enjoying? Or do you think that
Time to beg,
the
Piggy.
previous ways that I did it was better? I want feedback.
Nope.
Please let me know, okay, for sure.
This was awful.
I have gotten a $20 tip from an anonymous tipper.
Oh,
Thank
sure.
you so much to the anonymous tipper.
Thanks,
Here we go.
Ryan. You're autistic that
And the
hated
anonymous
routine.
tipper says, I'm having some good laughs from this countdown. Thank you so much for doing it. You're welcome. I do it every year. I really enjoy doing this and sharing my thoughts with everyone. I know the format's a little different this year, but I hope that you guys are having a good time.
No
Okay?
one is.
6 more games. Let's go. Ready? So, the next game
Anon
in my
equals
most
fake as
disappointing games
fuck.
countdown
Or
of
Ryan.
2025 is me and Hades 2.
Oh Lord. He already played Hades 2, not in 2025, but he played it 2 years ago in 2024, what was in early access. He tried returning to this game because it's no longer early access. It's a new game for 2025. Dropped it because nobody was there to help him.
And you might say, wait, what? Hades 2 is a great game. Hades 2 actually was Game of the Year contender. Tons
But it was also a game that came out in 2024 in early access, and it was still really good. Had more content than Hades 1.
of people love Hades 2. How could Hades 2 be one of your most disappointing games of the year?
Money.
Okay? There's 2 reasons why.
Money.
It has nothing whatsoever to do with the gameplay of the game. It has nothing whatsoever, actually, to do with my experience with said game. Okay? There's 2 reasons why I was very disappointed with Hades 2
Money.
in 2025. Reason number 1. Hades 2 had an early release in 2024.
That has nothing to do with why you hated the game, Phil. For fuck's sakes, InZOI was in early access.
The game was not yet completed.
Probably.
I was a person who purchased that game early and played the early access.
So did everybody else.
I was having a ton of fun with it.
You
but after
weren't.
streaming it 2 or 3 times, I was told by my audience, hey, Phil, hold off. Stop playing Hades 2 because that game's not done. And if
No, that wasn't the main reason why. I was there for that when you dropped Hades 2. You dropped it because you had $35, no one was helping you in the chat, and no one was there to give you money. And then someone told you the day after, it's like, dude, people are spending time with their friends and family. It's the weekend. And you immediately shat on that person and banned them, and you called them an idiot.
you continue to play Hades 2, you're going to see parts of the game that are unfinished. You're going to basically get too far in the game, and then when the
No.
real game comes out, it's
Nope.
not going to make sense for you to play it
Nope.
because it's changed or it's different or you're going to have to start over and no one's going to want to see that.
Nope.
So I was urged by my audience to stop playing Hades 2 in 2024
Nope.
when it was in early access. Then we were waiting and waiting. When will it actually have its official full release date? Right?
You weren't waiting for it. What? That was Thanksgiving, right? I think it was sometime in the summer. Oh, no, it was the 4th of July. It was around the fucking 4th of July weekend.
What I'm disappointed at is the way that they released this game. And what I mean by that is it had absolutely no build-up.
Because it came out in 2024. It was in early access, and there was build-up for the early access release.
No hype.
There was hype, Phil.
It essentially pretty
Oh, yeah, by the way, when the game finally came out for full release on PC, you know what they announced? Hey, guys, it's coming to fucking Switch 2.
much almost shadow dropped. It was announced like, what was it, like a week, not even, maybe a week before it was coming out. Hey, it's coming out, full release.
On Switch 2.
Wait, what? To make matters worse, it came out in the midst of the busy fall gaming season. Now, if it had come out in the middle of the summer and nothing else was going on, maybe then it wouldn't have been a big deal. But it
Showing
came out
off
in
his
the midst of
controller.
the busiest gaming season of the year. So, of course, people are going to want me to be playing the more higher profile games, the brand new games, over the game I've already played the early access to the year before. So, honestly, it just didn't get hype. So here I am playing it on my stream. I'm enjoying it and having a good time. The audience is
There was no build-up for it. Announced in December 2022, released in early access May 2024, and also on Mac. Oh, is it Macros on or Macros on? Okay, whatever. Mac on October 24th, and then September of 2025, it came out for Switch 2 and PC.
engaged.
The full release.
They're not having a good time. They're saying, we've already seen this. Why are you playing it again? Well, because I played early access. Well, you already played it. What? That's confusing. I feel like this game actually would have done better if it didn't have that crazy early access window like it did.
I
Now,
agree,
you might
Dunce.
very fairly criticize what I just said and be like, but don't you know that Hades 1 had a very wide early access window as well and ended up being incredibly successful? Sure. And Hades 1 was a game that was a first entry to the series that no one knew about and wanted to give it a shot.
Phil, people already knew about Hades 1. They already knew about the games that Supergiant made. Pyre, Transistor, Bastion. Those 3 games came out before Hades. For fuck's sakes, didn't you play Transistor?
And understand what it was. So that early access window made
Also, Hades was incredibly successful.
sense because no one knew what Hades 1 was or if they were going to like it.
They knew what it was, Phil. You played it on console.
Testing it early allowed people to get hooked on that gameplay loop and say, man, I can't wait for the full release. In the case of Hades 2, we know what the game is. We know what the gameplay loop will be like. Why do we need to test it a year early? We don't. The early access window actually, in my opinion, made zero sense for it to exist.
Because they did it with the first game, and that's what worked.
Because by the time the game came out, there was no hype behind it anymore.
Even though there was hype around it, Phil, people were still playing Hades 2, and then they came out with the full release. This motherfucker does not understand why this game was successful in the first place.
Knew what it was. Most people who wanted to play had already played it. Then they released it during a time when there was insane amounts of competition in the gaming landscape. So it didn't even get the hype that the first game had gotten upon its.
Yes, it did. It still got hype, Phil. It was nominated for Indie Game of the Year, and also Game of the Year.
Full release. It really didn't. Like, people played it, but it wasn't like, oh, Hades 2 get hype Game of the Year. It wasn't really like that vibe at all. And
people were still hyped up for fucking Hades 2, and they actually did say this was Game of the Year for 2025.
Anywhere.
Jesus
the
Christ.
People who are big fans of Hades 2 enjoyed it, but I'd be shocked to hear that this game did insane sales numbers or anything like that. So I feel like they did themselves a disservice treating it as if it were the same game a second time. That instead, they maybe should have treated it more like a hyped release, a bigger release, because it had a following now. I couldn't sell it to my audience. I tried hard. I was like, guys, no, listen.
You tried twice to sell it to your audience. Back in 2024 and then last year. No one was buying it, Phil.
Hades 2, right? It's a great game. We played it last year. I can't wait to play it. I think I only played 2 or 3 streams at tops, and then people didn't care.
2. He only played it in 2025 for 2 streams. He played it 3 streams in 2024.
And said, please stop playing this. Do anything else. We're bored. So I moved on from it. And it's sad because at this point, I would love to play it, but I can't get interest in it. People outright told me we are never. In fact, since I stopped playing it, no one asked me to go back to it. No one.
No one asked.
So, yeah. Compare that with Hades 1, where, you know, yeah, I did jump in and out of it for a while, but there was an audience that...
What game developer that shits on Phil on Twitter? I think his name, the guy who actually worked on RimWorld.
Loved it and wanted to see me go back
I think it's that guy.
Not Hades 2. So, I hope the game did well. I'm sure it sold good based on the laurels, again, of the first game, but I really feel like they did a disservice treating it the way that they did.
Yeah, all of this, why this game was disappointing, has nothing to do with the game at all. It has something to do with him and how he's trying to stream it for people. This isn't a game's problem, it's a you problem.
So it was disappointing to me. Okay. All right,
yeah,
folks.
Thank you, Dapper. What place are we on right now? So far, he just finished up talking about Hades 2. This is number 6.
We're getting there. We're getting down to the end here.
Now we're in the top 5 disappointing games for Phil.
And so, this one, to be honest, some people might be shocked.
Oh yeah, that was another one too. The Tainted Grails, Tainted Grail devs. They shat on Phil too.
And some people might not be. Ladies and gentlemen, my next most disappointing game of 2025 is
now we're at number 5.
A game that I'm still playing, Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Oh hey, look, it's COD Black Ops 7. Who would have thought that this game is actually one of the most disappointing games? Surely it can't be one of the worst games of 2025. Nope, not at all.
That is right. A game that I'm still actively playing, a game that I'm actually having fun with, and a game that...
You're not, Phil.
I'm streaming on the late stream tonight. On this very channel.
No one asked.
Like, what?
No one asked.
Huh? Black Ops 7? What? I thought, you know... No, you have to understand, I'm fair in this countdown, okay? Black Ops 7...
No, you are fucking not, Phil. All this is just, wah, this didn't make me money. Wah, people didn't like this game. Wah.
It's doing pretty good in my lineup right now. Now that I actually have good equipment and stuff that I'm using, I got surround sound headphones. I've got a great gaming keyboard and mouse.
By the way, this motherfucker also bought speakers for his TV and monitor too. He bought speakers.
Okay, I got everything.
Now it's a waste of money.
Set up, and I'm doing well in the game. I'm actually getting, you know, good score streaks, and I'm actually getting.
Yeah, he can't add this game because he's still playing it. But no, this is Phil's list. He has to add it on there because why not?
Positive kill death ratio, and the audience is entertained. Okay, so why is it in my most disappointing list of 2025? Because it fucking sucks. The game is bad.
Also, Phil never played the campaign for Black Ops 7, so you really can't put this on his disappointing game list.
This game is nowhere near as good as previous Call of Duties.
Then why are you playing it?
They did everything wrong. They took away things that were great, like putting down mines or claymores to stop people from getting behind you. It's been removed from the game.
Even though you could throw on C4 and use the remote detonator to blow it up.
Instead, it's replaced by crappy kill streaks of drones and fucking stupid technology nonsense. That's
Wait, hold on, what?
Instead, it's replaced by crappy kill streaks of drones and fucking stupid technology nonsense that's garbage in the game.
Remember when Phil said that he got a sniping drone and he really liked it because he was getting kills with it? He thought that was actually really cool. And then we get this.
Crappy kill streaks of drones and fucking stupid technology nonsense that's garbage in the game.
Yeah, but he liked that sniping drone, right? He loved that one, right?
It's got dumb wall jumping that doesn't
But for a Templar, technology doesn't work in the real world, dummy.
belong in Call of Duty.
Yeah, stupid technology nonsense. Yeah, Jade will remember that.
I mean, I could keep going. It's
Also,
got
yeah, drones were in Modern Warfare too.
poor hit detection. The connections are awful. It uses skill-based matchmaking, and it's worse than ever. How is it that in one round,
I mean, Black Ops 6 had skill-based matchmaking too. Modern Warfare had skill-based matchmaking too. What's the point? What's the argument here?
I'm doing absolutely amazing against everyone, getting, you know, mowing them down, getting the drop on them, getting tons of kills. In the next game, I fill someone with lead, they won't die, but then they don't raise their gun and I instantly die.
Because you're not shooting at them, Phil. You're spraying and praying. Sometimes the bullets will hit and kill them. Sometimes it won't. You'll hit one bullet on them and then boom, you're dead. Headshot.
I mean, I could just go on and on about the problems with this game and franchise, but Black Ops 7 is now the new example of how Activision / Treyarch / whoever is responsible for Call of Duty just doesn't care anymore. This game did not try to innovate, did not try to advance the formula. It just plays by paint by numbers, essentially.
And yet you'll still buy them and still play them. Oh, wait, he downloaded this on Game Pass.
It has really awful game decisions with the weapons, with the kill streaks. It's just bad.
Does it?
It's genuinely not a good game. I have played so many better Call of Duties in the past. If anything, the one glaring thing about the game that proves it's bad is that it has legacy maps, like Raid or Shipwreck. And when you play those maps, you realize...
Hey, Phil, Black Ops always had Nuketown, which is always a legacy map. What's this argument?
God damn. This game was much better when those maps were in the older games. Like when you played the old Black Ops on Raid, that was a much better experience. Now, you can't even set up to snipe because anytime that you set up to snipe, there's no way to put down a claymore or a mine to stop someone from getting behind you. And constantly people spawn behind you. It's almost impossible in this game to get a kill streak of more than 2 or 3 kills. Because anytime you kill one person, 3 more people are coming right around the corner to murder you or are already behind you. That's just not the spirit of Call of Duty. It never has been. But that's what the game has become. They made it just like twitchy shooter for people who are like, you know, chugging fucking caffeine and snorting fucking energy. That's not what it's supposed to be.
But what is this argument? Like, what the fuck is this goddamn argument? This isn't made for the people that play Call of Duty like myself. No, this is made for people that like to snort pixie sticks.
You can't even really use good strategy to play this game anymore, and that's sad. So
coming from the guy that never even used strategy in this game at all.
Even though I'm still actively playing it, even though I'm actually doing well in it, I can call a spade a spade. This game sucks. It should be much better. And in fact, it sucks so bad.
Old school is always the best.
Joe Davis. And next year will not be Black Ops 8. Instead, we're going to start actually making new games again. It's not going to be Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, then Black Ops 5, then 6, then 7. They're actually going to start making new titles. So that's a good thing. It's about time. They're not just going to phone it in, dial it in, and make these kind of half-baked games.
Modern Warfare 4, let's go.
Aren't even worth playing, you know? The thing is, for me, I like having it in the rotation because it's an adrenaline-fueled multiplayer game. It gives me some variety, you know, and actually I'm getting better at the game as I have better peripherals now. I can play it better.
No fucking way. Look at this. Look at him. Look at the clip and look at him saying this shit.
You know, and actually I'm getting better at the game as I have better peripherals now. I can play it better.
I'm getting better at this game. Defeat. I'm getting better. Why is my kill streak dead? What?
That doesn't mean it's a good game by any means. It's not.
It's all good, man.
I'm not gonna lie. The game kind of stinks. I wish it was better. Okay.
Yeah, but why are you saying this game is good then with you playing with the new equipment? Would you keep bragging about this shit? What the fuck? This is so dumb.
All right, folks, we're getting down.
Is that on the footage? Yeah, I'm really good at this game. Defeat.
I think we're in top 4 now.
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
dude.
Okay. So the next game in my most disappointing games countdown is here for a very good reason. But again, you guys might be shocked that I have it in the countdown, okay?
I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be shocked.
As you know, from time to time, game developers will release a throwback or a game that essentially is nostalgia bait, okay? And a franchise that I had asked for many years to have one of these kind of nostalgia collections was Mortal Kombat.
Oh, no, now we're getting into Mortal Kombat. Okay, this is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Okay, now we're getting into the reason why he doesn't like this one. Okay. Why?
Because We had these kind of classic collections for Street Fighter before that had Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter.
Yeah, and you bought 2 of the fighting game collection too. I won't spoil it, but I'll just let talk to you straight before getting here, so I know the winner already. And I called it. Oh damn! I thought that Silent Hill F was going to be number 1. I was wrong. I know that for a fact. If we're gonna go with like this one on the list with that shitty thumbnail that he had, I know for a fact it's something going to be with Metroid Prime 4. Mario Kart World, and there's one more. And then there's Ninja Gaiden's going to be on there too, probably. Probably. But it's probably not going to be Ninja Gaiden 4. Oh, hang on. I got to snipe
When
this.
I say bum, when I say bum, when I say bum, when I say bum, when I say bum.
There we go. Yeah, so wrong. I was wrong.
Alpha or Street Fighter 3, etc.
But then again, it's always okay to be wrong.
We just had the Marvel collection. But Mortal Kombat had never really done that before. And I was excited when they announced the Mortal Kombat
I thought they
Legacy
did
collection,
already.
because it sounded like they were giving the fans exactly what they wanted. A collection that had all the different versions of classic Mortal Kombat in it, all accessible with online multiplayer.
Which true, I'm not gonna say that this is a bad placement for it. You forgot the token black guy. That was DK Bonanza. He already said that one already. That was number 9.
And it was gonna.
But yeah, for this one, for him, fine. He can have this one because personally, I don't care about the Legacy collection that came out for Mortal Kombat or any of the fighting game collections that came out. I just don't care.
Have this cool mode that kind of you go through the legacy of Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. Sounds good to me. I love Mortal Kombat. I would love to experience these games again and to be able to share them with an audience on YouTube. Right? Sounds like a great idea.
Nope.
And I actually did go through this game. Playing pretty much all the old school Mortal Kombats, including
Sub-Zero.
1 through 4.
No, it wasn't Sub-Zero. I think it was Raiden. Raiden was the one that was kicking his ass, I thought.
And then we actually did some of the horrible games like Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero and stuff like that, okay? So actually this collection made a good amount of great
specifically,
content
I don't
for me,
recall them saying
and
that.
I did enjoy covering it. However, you may notice I'm not playing it anymore. And you might wonder, why on earth is this not in my, or not in my best games countdown, or why is it in my most disappointing games countdown if I liked it so much and I made good content out of it, right?
Uh-huh, but who cares?
Well, the answer is very simple. This collection was sold completely unfinished. When they released this collection, it had no actual functioning online multiplayer. What I mean by that is that they did have the ability to play it online against people, and they sold it that way. They said, oh, this collection has online multiplayer.
I
But when you
want a
actually went
Jade
to do it,
command.
you found out there was no actual lobby system. There was no actual ranking
What I
system.
put for Jade?
It was just, I want to play this game. Okay, search for
Not
random
that one.
opponent. It would maybe match you up against someone playing it, but if you couldn't find anyone, the game would then say, well, let's just match you up against anyone playing any of the games in the collection. Huh? So let's say, for example, I wanted to play Mortal Kombat.
Didn't they do this with what was it, the Street Fighter collection? They did the exact same thing. Why are you complaining about this? In this?
That trilogy, which is what I'm playing.
Redeem them, Jade. Redeem them.
Jade, no!
Double Jade.
Right here in this video. Search for an online player. Oh, we couldn't find anyone. Here, play Mortal Kombat 1 instead. But that's a completely different game. Why would I want to play that? That's how this game functioned. So most people who wanted to play it online...
Again, it's the same thing when he played Street Fighter, that Legacy collection for Street Fighter. He wanted to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And then he would pair up with somebody that wanted to play, what was it, Third Strike. He didn't want that. He wanted to play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Because his mom's D's.
Couldn't find any opponents and ended up playing
He's
the wrong
nuts.
game or never played it at all. In addition, the game had no crossplay whatsoever. So think about it. This game was sold on every console, right? Xbox, PlayStation, PC. I think it's even on the Switch too.
It's not,
so
Mars.
if that's the case, you have basically separated your player base into 4 platforms.
I
Makes it even harder to find people to play because people might be playing on a different platform than the one you're playing on. So just the design of the game.
Yeah, now I'm just reminded of Goji Tanks coming in and whooping his ass with Sean or Alex in Third Strike. Classic.
Game makes no sense. It's supposed to be a competitive, head-to-head fighter. You need online play. The game didn't have actual good functioning online play or any of the features that you would want in a game that has online play.
Neither did the fucking, was it the Capcom Fighting Game Collection, both 1 and 2. They didn't have that either.
So why say it had it and sell it
Oh,
like
Akume,
that? They did.
that's
They
true.
actually outright lied and said it was going to have those features, and then it didn't. When the game released, everyone complained. And the game developer said, well, if it sells enough, we'll add more features. People were like, wait, what? No. You said those features were going to be in it. You have to give them now. So the game developer kind of reluctantly said, all right, we'll do it. And they waited a few weeks, and then they did like a patch, and then they waited another few weeks, and it was almost 2 months after the fact.
Okay.
In mid-December, they finally put in online lobbies. By then, everyone moved on. No one cared. So now this game is dead. If you try to find people in it, you can't find anyone. This is a collection that just started getting sold in October,
I tried,
and it's already
Joe.
dead. So
Or
unless you want to play
Joe
people
Davis, I
offline,
try.
do not buy Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. The game is an insane ripoff because they didn't put the effort in to make it a functioning game at launch, and it died within a month. This is just so sad.
Again, this is the same guy that bought the Capcom Fighting Game Collection 2 twice and decided to play that multiple times, and then that died off.
That this keeps happening.
Everybody moved on from it.
With these collections, they always release them, and they're half-featured, and they're basically not cross-platform, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's very confusing because it's happening with Street Fighter, and now it's happening with Mortal Kombat. I mean, why did they not put effort in? If they actually wanted to preserve their games for posterity, you would think they would try to have the basic features
Yapping
that would
Cap
make people
is
want to play these games after a week.
back.
But
Yapping
it's like
Cap.
the millionth time this hasn't happened, and it drives me absolutely nuts as someone who grew up playing fighting games in arcades in the 1990s.
You
the fact
didn't.
that we just can't get a good collection of any of these games is incredibly disheartening. Like, I guess no one's going to be able to experience these games like I ever did because the game developers just don't care enough.
Sure.
Right. Folks, we're in the top 3.
Also, Fightcade, the one thing that he will never go to because Fightcade is terrible. Fightcade, they'll take my IP.
Up next on the countdown is a game that, once again, I can argue is a game from a tried and true game developer. It's a game that you thought on paper would have been good because already there was an iteration of this game that was pretty good. It was a game that you thought, hey, they got a track record, this will be great. And in fact, this is a game that the game developer was already on this list, but now they're making a second appearance. Ladies and gentlemen,
Metroid
the next game,
or Mario
the most
Kart.
disappointing games countdown, is The Outer Worlds 2.
Oh, never mind. I thought, okay, so Mario Kart and Metroid Prime 4 better be in the fucking 1 or 2 slot. It's gonna be in that one. It better be. But Outer Worlds 2, sure, Phil. You only played it for like what, 1 or 2 streams and dropped it?
Why is The Outer Worlds 2 on this countdown? Well, you may not know this, but The Outer Worlds 2 was also...
How many games did you miss? 11.
Oh, made
or
by
12.
Obsidian, the same people who made Avowed earlier in the year. And you might say, wait a minute, again? Yes. I'd like you to take a look at The Outer
No, I think Crample might have this one. That number 1 will be Mario Kart.
Worlds 2. Does it look familiar at all? The art style, the open world exploration, the environment's kind of looking cartoony and colorful.
Outer
Kinda
Worlds
looks
1.
like something, doesn't it?
Outer Worlds 1?
Yeah, it kind of looks like Avowed. Because it is Avowed.
No, it looks like Outer Worlds 1, except looked more impressive.
It's basically
in
the
quotes, impressive.
Same exact situation as Avowed, okay? The basic core elements of the gameplay of Outer Worlds 2 are sound. The difference between this game and Avowed is that Avowed plays like Elder Scrolls, and this one plays like Fallout, except without VATS, okay?
Fallout!
It's gunplay. That's the difference. But it's still open world, RPG, looter, all that stuff together, okay?
Stupid Welch,
But what's the problem with the Outer Worlds 2? Problem number 1.
Oh, hold on. Good story, but gameplay tag game. No 1v1. Ooh, not good, God. General Shao no Khan. Jade, what the fuck was that?
At dspgaming, I'm retard. Why you so mean?
What the fuck was that, Jade?
Aha, you might be artistic or you're retarded.
What the fuck was that, Jade?
Is that it's the Outer Worlds 1, Part 2.
He added the no. And then Ricky dropped 5 gifted. I appreciate that, Ricky.
It's not really the Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah, he added the no.
Meaning, it's almost exactly the same game. If you play this game, you're basically playing Outer Worlds 1 again. Just
I think I need a detox to actually understood that.
I played it for, I think 2 streams. And both times I played it, I was like, I don't even feel like this is a new game. It really feels like it's the same game a second time. Same vibes, same kind of, stuff. The plot's different. And in fact, the plot's worse, which leads me to my second point.
Bill, you didn't even finish this game. You played it for like 1 or 2 streams and dropped it. What the fuck do you know about the plot in this game?
Just like in Avowed, if the plot of the game isn't good, then you're not going to get hooked on an open world RPG. The plot of this game is the 2 corporations
afford
that were in
Jay, that's a
constant struggle in the
life
first Outer World have merged into one, and there's no more struggle. Now they're just the evil villain trying to take over and control everything in the galaxy. Oh, so the originality and the interest part of the plot, like, do you side with one corporation? Do you side with the other corporation?
Huh, kind of sounds like Fallout New Vegas.
Do you side with no corporations? That whole thing's been removed. Now it's just corporations are bad. That's just the whole plot of
Huh, sounds like Borderlands 2.
the game. So immediately you took out the cool premise of the first game, and now it's just very cliche, very boring.
Flux.
But the gameplay elements are almost identical, and
It sounds
just
like
ends up being a
Borderlands
complete waste of your
2.
time. Again, after 2 streams, I was incredibly bored. I just wasn't enjoying myself whatsoever playing it, to the point where I was like, I don't see a reason to continue.
for
The audience is
explaining
bored,
that.
I'm bored, much like with Avowed.
Oh,
If
you
the
read
story
the
isn't
plot on
hooking you,
Twitter. Not surprised.
why do you want to play an open world RPG? The
Yeah,
answer is
Corpo's bad. Huh, color me surprised.
you don't. So what I think the point I'm making here is with Obsidian, this year what they showed is that they're very good with making open world exploration. They're very good with kind of world design and those kind of open world exploration gameplay elements. But that's all they're good at. They just can't write a story to save their life. They don't employ people who are good writers who have any ideas that are interesting. So because of that,
Then why don't you write a fucking story, Phil?
you're going to
Why
be
don't you write one?
bored if you play a game like Outer Worlds 2
This is
or a game like
lesbian
Avowed or whatever
Borderlands.
Obsidian's cooking next. You're probably going to be bored with it unless all you care about is wandering around the world and exploring. So if that's what you're in for, if that's what you get Game Pass and play these.
I mean, you could probably see it right there, but this is when he had the goals. That looks like, I don't know if that's like a 37 or 27, but yeah, as you can see right there, the money. The money.
games, but I can't recommend them for anyone who's trying to get into the story or make a riveting experience for a stream audience. It just doesn't exist. The games are boring as dirt, and Obsidian has lost their way.
Writers
Compare
suck?
that to
Yeah,
the days of
lesbian.
Fallout New Vegas, where it had one of the most interesting stories I've ever experienced in a video game. This ain't it anymore. Those people probably moved on from the company quite a long time ago, and the people left behind are the B team, the C team, the D team, and it ain't worth your time.
Again, you played this for like 2 streams. Two fucking streams, and then dropped it like a rock.
If you're a fan of good narrative.
Or was it 1 stream? I
All
don't
right,
even
that one
know.
was short and sweet. Up next on the countdown. Next to last. This one hurt me. All right? Seriously. This one hurt me bad. And the reason that this one hurt me bad is because this is a franchise
I think he dropped the first game, but I don't remember.
that I was very much looking forward to playing again. This is a character that I think is a classic, one of the greats.
I think now we're getting into Metroid finally.
And basically, everyone was hyped for this game for a very similar reason to another game in this countdown that we already talked about.
the fuck up!
Ladies and gentlemen,
No, he already talked about Silent Hill F already. He already talked about that was number 7.
next on my most disappointing games countdown for 2025, my second most disappointing game of the year, in fact, is Metroid Prime 4.
Okay, so here's my thing with this. I'm going to put this down here. Metroid Prime 4. Here's my thing. I will agree that Metroid Prime 4 was very disappointing. I have different reasons for why Metroid Prime 4 was very disappointing. I love the Metroid series. I love the classic ones in the Prime series. I like them all. However, 4 was not it.
Beyond. You might say, why is this in Phil's countdown? Why was this game so disappointing for Phil? All right.
Also, Phil played this for like 2 or 3 streams, dropped it, and moved on to Arc Raiders.
The moment you start playing Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, you realize something. This doesn't really feel like Metroid or Metroid Prime at all.
It does feel like Metroid, but it's not hitting the Prime stride.
You land on a planet, and during that sequence,
Go to
there's
bed. Go,
already
bad boy.
a giant fight going on between what appear to be almost space marines.
The what was it? The Galactic, what was it? The Galactic Federation. That's who you're fighting with.
And aliens. So there's a big war going on. You're like, what is this, Halo? Like,
It's the Space Pirates versus the Galactic Federation.
what am I jumping into? Within an hour or two of playing, the characters are talking. You've got one of
Yeah.
the characters that blabs all the time, seemingly
I mean, they had characters that talked in Metroid Prime 3. Oh, wait, you never played that one.
for comic relief. And you're like, this doesn't feel at all like the spirit of what Metroid is supposed to be. Then you go to the first and second dungeon.
Yeah, what is this,
and you
Halo?
realize these dungeons all look very samey. They don't have much life to them. They don't seem very interesting. Then you get into the combat, and the combat is very basic. Just lock on and dodge and shoot. Lock on and dodge and shoot. And
I mean, that was the essential thing with Metroid Prime 4. That has nothing to do with the fucking game being bad. The only reason why I think it was very poor compared to the other Metroid Prime games, the combat felt incredibly slow in this one. Metroid Prime 1, the combat was incredibly fast, or faster than it is in Prime 4. Same thing with 2 and 3. The combat was faster. This one, combat kind of felt a little bit sluggish to me.
eventually there's a scan mechanic. Don't get me started on the scan mechanic.
Why? It was a mechanic that was always in Metroid Prime. In order to build the lore and actually get 100%, you needed to scan things. That was a Prime mechanic in Metroid Prime.
Literally, you have to scan everything in every environment on every screen in order to solve any puzzle, open any door, do anything.
Well, no shit. You did that in Metroid Prime 1. You played Remastered, Phil. It was in Metroid Prime.
So 90% of the time, you just have the scanning visor on and you're just looking at items. Oh, something's happening? Close the scanning visor and just try to lock on and shoot wildly. Wash, rinse, and repeat. That's Metroid Prime 4 Beyond in a nutshell, at least.
Again, that's Metroid Prime in a nutshell.
First 4 or 5 hours of it, because that's what I experienced. And I was insanely bored. It was just so weird because when you start booting up Metroid Prime 1, and you land on that world, right? Immediately you're greeted with something very Metroid-like. You're in
Phil, the first part in Metroid Prime 1, you're landing on a space station, not the world.
unknown place. You don't know what's going on. You're there isolated, so you get that feeling of loneliness, and you're there by yourself, and you have to survive, and all the odds are against you.
Phil, that's all Metroid games. What the fuck are you talking about?
You're immediately presented with, like, otherworldly creatures that are trying to kill you.
Again, that's all Metroid games. What the fuck is your point here?
You go one way, and it looks like a lava cave. You go another way, and it looks like a jungle. You go another way, and it looks like a technological room, but it's blocked. You can't go there yet. Very Metroid-esque, right? None of that is present in Metroid Prime 4.
That's all Metroid games. That's also in Metroid Prime 4.
It's as if the people who got this game were given all the assets to Metroid, but had never actually played Metroid to know what makes it interesting.
Phil, the people that made Metroid Prime 4 was the same studio that made, you guessed it, Metroid Prime.
So the game doesn't feel like Metroid, doesn't really play like Metroid. It's incredibly repetitive and boring.
It plays like Metroid, but it's not the same like the other Metroid Prime games. Again, if I had to put this on a tier list, it would be on C.
The first major boss fight has you fighting a guy in a suit. And you're like, oh, is this like an evil Samus or something?
Yeah, that's, what is it? That's Sylux. Sylux was in Metroid Prime Hunters, a game, again, that you never fucking played. He is somebody that you fought up against who was a bounty hunter. He's also in Metroid Prime 3 at the very, very end as a secret cutscene because he's following Samus.
The guy literally puts out his arms and starts spinning like a top, comedically like you're playing Mega Man.
No, that's how he actually fights. That's one of his attacks.
And the only way to stop him is to go
Why am I doing this to myself, Bob? Because I can.
into ball mode and drop your little
He was in 2? No, that's Dark Samus. Dark Samus was in 2.
grenades. It's laughably bad.
Or Metroid Prime 2. And then he's Dark Samus was also in Metroid Prime 3.
Like, what the hell? This is the boss? This is actually like a major fight in the game? Here it is.
Yep, that's how he
This is the first
fights.
major boss fight of the game.
That's how he fights. He fought like that in Prime Hunters, dude.
What the fuck is this? This is Metroid now, apparently.
That's always Metroid Prime.
I mean, I played Metroid Prime 1. Not once did I ever see something this stupid in my life. Okay? So after playing it for about 4 hours, I literally said to my audience, guys, you having any fun? I'm not. And the thing is, I was waiting for this game. It was a Switch 2 exclusive.
No, he was not. He was not excited for this game at all. When it was announced in 2017 that Metroid Prime 4 was in development, he was not sitting there going, I want to play this game. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. He was not on the fucking, like, battlefield, on the fucking starting line, waiting for this game to come out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right?
Also, this game is also on Switch 1. It's a Nintendo exclusive, but not a Switch 2 exclusive.
We wanted something fresh and new for the Switch 2, because after Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, there really was nothing else going on but Pokemon. And I said, hey.
Which Pokemon sucks, by the way.
Excuse me. Let's check it out. Sounds great. I can't wait. We've been waiting how many years for Metroid Prime to come back? And the game comes out, and it's just laughably bad. Like, what happened here?
Also, Phil did not scan him.
And the weird part about this, too, is that I thought for sure this game would have got a lot of praise, would have got a lot of hype. No.
It did, actually. It did get praise from the critics.
When the game came out, people talked about it for about a day. I haven't seen anyone mention it again.
No, they still bring it up, though, and they brought up the fact that if you wanted the overworld music while you're on the fucking bike, guess what? Pay $30 for an amiibo, scan it, and lo and behold, there's music.
I think everyone kind of...
That's one of the reasons why I don't like Metroid Prime 4, is that if you want the overworld music, you had to shell out $30 for an amiibo. Why?
knows the game is bad, but doesn't really want to talk about it because we're all so sad that this is what has become of Metroid, that we don't want to believe that this might be the future for the series, right? Like, we want to think that maybe there's something better coming, and this...
I love how Reaper's sitting here saying that I'm shitting on Pokemon with Metroid Prime 4, while I just gave reasons for why Metroid Prime 4 is bad.
It was just a bad situation or something. But man, let me tell you.
And again, you can be critical about a game that you either enjoy or don't enjoy.
This has just been an incredible disappointment of a year for Nintendo with the Switch 2. Almost all of the games that are Switch 2 exclusives have been huge.
Bill, you do realize that 2025 was the launch year of the Switch 2, right? You do realize that there's going to be other games coming out in 2026, right?
Humongous letdowns compared to what we're used to for first-party publishing.
Again, it's the launch year of the Switch 2.
And I just don't know what happened over there. Like, this is the first time I think I've experienced actual, legit, underwhelming, bad first-party games from Nintendo. I mean, you could argue that maybe not everyone's in love with each one of them, but like Switch 1, even Switch 1 had Super Mario Odyssey, it had Breath of the Wild. what are we playing right now on Switch 2 that's like a system
Hey, it also had Metroid Prime Dread, a better game than this.
seller, honestly? And the thing is, there's so few first-party titles on Switch 2 that, like, you figure people are buying them just because they want a game on Switch 2. Did you realize that these games are cross-platform? Right? You probably didn't know that.
And also true, they were developing this for the Switch 1. Then the Switch 2 came out, and oh hey, let's bring it up to fucking Switch 2. Same thing with Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Most of the games are cross-platform anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Like,
again, if you want to play a better Metroid game, don't play this. If you can find it on sale, fine, get it then. But I would recommend Zero Mission, Fusion, Dread, Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. I would recommend those over this any day.
yeah, Mario Kart World isn't or whatever. But like a lot of these, this one is. This is on Switch 1, right? So you don't even need a Switch 2 to play it, and it's bad. Anyway, pretty bad. Very disappointing.
Oh, Dread is 10 times better.
What an underwhelming year. But we're not.
And don't buy this.
We're about to get to the worst right now, folks. We really are. But before I show you that, I have a couple quick shout-outs to do.
Well, DS parody. I personally enjoy Prime 4, but I'm also not a hardcore Metroid fan. Checks out.
Say thank you to Trials95.
Oh no, that Dread is also cool, Crample. I will agree with that spelling of Dread, because I'm thinking Judge Dredd now.
Did a $2 super chat and said, new format is great. That your takes on Donkey Kong and Assassin's Creed are all factual. Thank you. I appreciate
They're not.
that. Trials. And I just got a gifted membership from a name that I'm not going to say out loud, but I'll abbreviate his name
You've said it before, Phil.
on the leaderboard. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the gifted membership.
What the fuck was that?
I appreciate the gifted
Look
membership.
at this. What was this? What the fuck was that, Lilette? What was that? What was that? What kind of little emotions did he do there?
Thank you so
He didn't put Stalker 2 on this list.
much for that.
It's like he's about to erupt.
I appreciate the gifted membership. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun 90 minutes, but it's time to wrap this up. I knew this was going to take a long time because I had so many
The Dredd movie, with Carl Urban as Judge Dredd. That's a great movie.
games in the countdown. Are you
Even the original with Stallone as Dredd was also a good movie. Dumb, but still a good movie.
ready? Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello, Valentine.
for me, the most disappointing game of 2025, to no surprise to anyone.
Oh, here it is. Mario Kart World as the worst disappointing game on the list. Huh. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I did not expect this one to be number one. I thought it was going to be Silent Hill F.
What?
But regardless, god damn it, Crample, why you call this?
I don't think anyone was going to be like,
Also, brand new.
dude.
Brand new for 23 months. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, I can't believe that
What a brand new.
this is his most disappointing game. The game that's most disappointing for me was Mario Kart World. And you might say, all right, why? Phil, spill the beans. What's so bad about Mario Kart World? Is it the visuals? No, the visuals are great. I think it's actually
The visuals are great. I'm taking this too. Take that. Thank you.
the best looking game I played on Switch 2 all year, honestly. Is it the controls?
I would say Donkey Kong Bonanza and Metroid Prime 4's visuals are a little bit better than Mario Kart's. Just saying.
No. I think the controls are great. Very responsive game. I actually played it just on the Joy-Cons. And I think that the game actually played very well. And I actually had a good time. Of course, now I'm having problems with the controls.
Yeah, I love how he says it's really good with the controls, and yet he's having problems with the controls.
As soon as I say that in the video clip,
If there's no sequel to Double Dash, then I don't give a shit.
I have problems with the controls. Let's fast forward, okay? So, what actually is the problem, in my opinion, with Mario Kart World, all right? There's two problems with Mario Kart World. One has to do with offline play, and one has to do with online play.
Phil, you played mostly online. The only time you ever played offline was to do the Grand Prix.
Let's start with the offline play, okay? Mario Kart World is the most expensive Mario Kart game ever, being sold at, I think it's $79.99 if I'm correct. It might be $69, but isn't it $79.99?
It's $80 for this game. Fine, I agree with you. It shouldn't be $80 fucking dollars. But at the same fucking time, Phil, you bought a Switch 2 without the fucking game bundled with it.
And Nintendo justified this incredibly inflated price tag, stating, oh, it's totally worth that. 100%. Why? Because it has an open world now. Mario Kart World is just that, an open world. That's why we're calling it that. And in this open world, you're going to have all this content. You're going to have these challenges to do. You're going to have interactions with characters. There's going to be collectibles and fun things to do. It's a hub that you're going to drive around and you're going to see other players in, so it's totally going to be worth your time. None of that is true.
Yeah, he's talking about the open world aspect of this, which I will agree that it was not very good. It was very half-baked.
Like, everything I just stated is actually a complete lie. Mario Kart World does have an open world. It's empty. If you drive around the world, you'll find there's almost nothing to do. There are challenges like the one you just saw. Did you see how long it took me to complete that challenge?
By the way, it's empty, but there's challenges that you can do in it. It's empty, though.
What was that, 20 seconds? And there's challenges like that all over the world. There are also collectibles and things in the game, okay?
Top 10
So
wage quits.
Why would you want to do these challenges or collect these collectibles?
Oh, hang on.
You get stickers. What are stickers?
Decals. Yeah, you could put it on your fucking carts.
What do you need them for? You don't.
If you want to go for 100% completion, in quotes.
They have no purpose whatsoever.
Oh, by the way, here's what this is right here. Top 10 wage quits. Mario Kart World is disappointing because I got content farm, dude. People kept making fun of me, which was screwed up because I'm a professional gamer, dude. Item abuse. Jesus fucking Christ.
They don't do anything. They don't grant you abilities. They don't unlock content. Like, they don't unlock characters. They don't unlock vehicles at all.
You have to find the fucking coins. You have to collect coins to unlock the carts. And in order to unlock the skins for the characters, you have to pick up the food bags.
Literally, the stickers are just for show to put on your cart. They don't do anything, supposedly. Like, they have no purpose.
They don't do anything. You put them on your cart. You just said it.
In the game. So then why do you need to ever do the open world? You don't. Huh? Yeah, I'm serious.
Why not?
As you go around the open world, you start to realize there's literally no reason for you to ever play it. It serves no purpose. It's devoid of
Your
any
life
kind of
serves
meaning,
no purpose,
and it
Phil.
was
You
put
should
in
kill
there to
yourself
just say,
now.
hey, guess what? It's there. Yeah, that's fine, but it's called quality over quantity. I understand that there is an open world in Mario Kart World, but you didn't give us a reason to do it. There's no story. There's no unlocks. Like, for example, if you play through the open world and every 10 challenges you unlock...
There's no story. This motherfucker called the Grand Prix mode the story mode.
a new character or a new cart or a new customization, then it would be worth it. That doesn't exist.
Uh-huh. Collecting coins. You earn enough coins, you unlock a new cart. You find the food bags, you get a new costume for the character that you're using. Granted, not every single character that you're using has costumes.
There's no reason to ever boot this up. So
What is this?
I just don't
What is
understand
this Metroid sounding music?
Basically, what they did is they
Am
promised
I about to
everyone,
fight Mother
hey,
Brain?
you're gonna really get value out of the money you pay for this game because there's an open world now. Most people never use this open world for anything. It's
Yeah,
a
I'm
waste.
about
They
to
just-
fight Mother
between matches,
Brain.
They just sit still. They don't even drive around. There's no point. So then why does it exist? No reason besides
Oh
to make
no,
more money
Baby
for you guys that
Metroid,
charge more money.
no!
It's that simple. The only reason that the open world's in the game.
No,
Okay?
the Baby
Now, what about the
Metroid
other reasons
down!
that I don't like the game.
Baby
The online
Metroid
play. Well, I'm not even
dead!
going to show you the online play because there's no point. That's the majority of what I play. But in a nutshell, Mario Kart World is, in my opinion, the worst Mario Kart
It is
game ever
AI,
made when it comes to
JJ
competitive
Unruly, it
play.
is.
Because the game
Come on,
isn't based
Murano.
on
Bro is literally describing the concept of side quests. But he calls that main part of the game.
driving skill.
You gotta race Mother Brain! Fuck!
It isn't based on track knowledge. It isn't based on anything that would be based off of like time investment. It's based on abusing items. The entirety of this game is based on getting a good item, banking it, and using it at the right time to blow by 10 to 15 opponents.
You do realize that the whole thing with like bagging was a thing from the earlier Mario Kart games, right?
And get into the
You
top
do realize that was a thing before this game, right?
5, and then find one more item and blow into first place, and you win. There's so many times that I played this game and I was driving very well and I was in top 3,
No, you weren't.
and I was punished for it.
Oh,
Because someone would,
no!
It sounds like the music doesn't like the game much either.
Hyper Beam!
The music really hates Mario Kart World. Holy shit. The music is having like an aneurysm or something. Let's go to the next track. So yeah, the online play essentially is not
God damn it, now I want to go play Super Metroid now. Again, a game that's better than Metroid Prime 4.
good for people who want to learn how to play the game or drive well. You get punished for it. If you drive well,
It was all, yeah, Mother Brain was also on Captain N, the Game Master. Yeah, the same person that voiced Mother Brain did feed me, Seymour!
people frequently just get an overpowered item and just beat the crap out of you, even though you're in first. They overtake you, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's rage-inducing, and it basically means you don't ever need to learn how to play Mario Kart World. You could just learn a way to bank and abuse items, and that's how most people have played it. The game lost tons of its player base, and most people have stopped playing it entirely. It's just basically an overglorified party game. While previous Mario Karts actually had reasons to play and get better, this one has none. There's no actual formal ranking system. You earn points for driving. The points award you nothing. Basically, just by playing the game enough, you'll unlock all the content, and that's it. But you don't.
So Phil's complaining that there's no competitive play, no ranking points in this. Like, bro, who the fuck is going to be playing this game and want competitive points? Like, imagine, I boot up Mario Kart World and be like, oh boy, I gotta go for the #1 slot in the world. I gotta do this. Wait, I'm 69?
Need to be good. You never actually need to win a race.
I mean, nice, but why am I 69th?
So the game is completely worthless. You play it for a few hours. You can beat all of the tracks within, say, 3 hours.
Yeah, what does he want? Free roam racing? It's Mario Kart. He was wanting Mario Kart to be competitive. For the longest time, he wanted this game to be competitive like Street Fighter.
and you've seen the entirety of the game. You go to the open world, there's no reason to play it. It's boring and empty.
Phil's complaining because there's no ranking points, yet he also complained about Sonic Cross Worlds because he gets his ass kicked and has rankings. Yeah, he does that a lot. He gets what he wants with one game, hates it, but when he doesn't get what he wants in another game, hates it. Like, there's no winning.
And has no meaning. You go to the online play and you realize everyone just cheats with items and the skill of
Oh,
driving.
they're cheating now. Yep, they're cheating.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
They're not cheating, Phil. They're just playing the game how it's intended.
Isn't even worth it. So why are you playing Mario Kart World? And the answer is you shouldn't be. It's actually one of the most big rip-off games I've ever seen in the 17 years that I covered gaming on YouTube.
Rip-off. This game is a rip-off, but yet, what isn't a rip-off for Phil?
I think that it should be sold for $20. I don't even think
$20 for a lot of work that was put into this. $20 ain't cutting it, Chief.
there's $20 of content in this game.
But then again, I'm just trying to think of like other games that he bought. He paid full price for them, and it was a big rip-off. But yet there are games that aren't really rip-offs, and yet he calls them a rip-off. I just don't know. My brain hurts now. Help.
Be honest. It's one of the biggest rip-offs Nintendo has ever sold. It was a blatant bait and switch. They lied to the consumer.
How did they lie to the consumer? How is it a bait and switch? What?
They should be held accountable for it. Why aren't they being held accountable?
Mouse Matt?
They're Nintendo. Because this was the launch title.
Yeah, his goals, he does the same thing where it's like, give me $150 and you can choose what I eat, or you get to watch me eat. Give me $20, you get to choose a cart and the character. Give me $10 for a character, and he doesn't even do that.
A month after this was Donkey Kong Bonanza. A couple months after this was Pokemon. Then there was Metroid. Because they create artificial scarcity with games.
Oh, great. This artificial scarcity talk, which is bullshit. There's no such thing as artificial scarcity with the Nintendo Switch 2. There was no such thing.
Basically, everyone
Up, Alexandria.
just buys the next one and moves on from the one that sucked and pretends like it never happened. This has already happened like 3 times this year. Are people up in arms about the Switch 2? Nope. Nintendo just gets away with it. So,
No one's up in arms with the Switch 2, even though people were up in arms about the Switch 2.
this year, if you take a look at my most disappointing games countdown, this game
Where's Pokemon for disappointing game? Not there. It's not there.
literally
That game was more... Okay. Pokemon Legends ZA is more of a disappointment than Metroid Prime 4. It is more of a disappointment than DK Bonanza. And it's more of a disappointment than Mario Kart World. Because ZA, Pokemon Legends ZA, looks worse than any other game that's on the Switch 2. Metroid Prime 4, yes, I do not care for Metroid Prime 4. But it looks better than Pokemon, hands down.
is the worst, but a ton of these games were Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, true. The reason why he will never put Pokemon ZA or Legends ZA as the worst game or disappointing game because he makes money off of it. The only reason why he put this on there because it didn't make him money.
Games. In fact, I would argue that the Switch 2 is one of the most disappointing console launches I've ever seen in my life.
And yet you bought it. You tried to go for 2.
Most of the games on there are cross-platform anyway. There's no reason to own the console right now. There literally is no system sellers on Switch 2 that you must own on that console.
DK Bonanza is one of them.
To be honest, you can play most of the games on Switch 1, and right now...
You can't play DK Bonanza on it. You can't play Mario Kart World on it.
Besides Pokemon, I don't know what I'm going to be playing on Switch 2
You could play Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch 1.
in the foreseeable future because there's nothing coming out in 2026. Did you actually look at the game release library for this thing? Almost nothing. Nothing of any note. There's no Mario game. There's no Zelda game. There's like nothing.
There's no Zelda game. There's no Mario game. Hey, Phil, you skipped a Zelda game that came out last year. It's called Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Coming out for this thing. So why did we all buy it? Because we're suckers. You know,
Because we're what?
So why did we all buy it? Because we're suckers.
Because we're what? We're what? Huh? We are what?
This thing. So why did we all buy
What,
it?
fan bro?
Because we're suckers. You know, we're fanboys.
Because we're fucked? Were you about to say because we're fucked?
And we think, oh, Nintendo's great and they're going to do us right. They
Because
certainly
we're fucked, suckers.
have it in 2025.
I think it was about, yeah, fucking poor suckers.
And 2026 ain't looking much
We're
better.
fucked, we're suckers.
At least from the lineup that I've seen. So Mario Kart World, hands down, one of the most disappointing games I've ever played. An insane ripoff. Definitely the most disappointing game of 2025. Notably, the reason why it's such a
We're
letdown
fuckwits.
for me, I love Mario Kart.
This is just another, yeah, this is literally just another Nintendo rant. He does this every time he plays a Nintendo rant and saying how they lost their way. What, Fusion? Another thing that he does a lot as well with Nintendo is that nobody comes around because people don't want me playing kid games.
And I was waiting for a new one for the longest time, but remember what they did with Mario
No, you weren't.
Kart 8? They released it, then they re-released it, then they DLC'd the living hell out of it.
Yeah, and people actually prefer Mario Kart 8 Deluxe over this one. Hell, I do.
You waited so long for a new Mario Kart. And when people ask me, what's the first game you want to see on Switch 2? I said, Mario Kart. Let's get a new Mario Kart because we've been waiting so long. And
No, you didn't.
then we got this turd.
You didn't, Phil. At all. When they announced the Switch 2, they announced Mario Kart World. You did not say, let them put a Mario Kart game on there. At all.
A game that I'm never
Didn't he buy 2 of them, though? Or at least attempted to.
going to play ever again because there's no point. Absolutely sad.
By the way, let's go back for a moment.
Disappointing game of 2020. I was waiting for a new one. You released it. And when people ask me, what's the first game you want to see on Switch 2? I said, turd.
By the way, you know how he said that you can't unlock carts? Phil, what's that?
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
You showed a clip of you unlocking a cart.
Absolutely sad. Absolutely embarrassing for Nintendo, quite frankly. But again, Nintendo endlessly gets away with it for whatever reason.
They get away with it. Just like how you get away with fucking grifting and scamming people. Oh, you're about to suck dick with that, Phil? You about to mute yourself so you can suck imaginary dick? Is that what that looks like?
I don't understand why. I just don't get why Nintendo gets infinite chances to mess.
That's another thing too, Fanbro. Fanbro, you make a really good point. He never talked about the lag issues. Remember, for the longest time that he played Mario Kart World, he would always cry about the online not working, that there's constant lag. He never brought it up here. Not once. Huh.
Up and never gets called out for it and never pays for it. People will just run and clamor to buy the next Switch.
Well, Ravens fan, and Pokemon Gen 10 is this year. Yeah, and Pokemon kind of doesn't look so good.
If Switch 2 comes out with a new version of the
I
console,
will admit, I don't like Nintendo either, but it's very clear DSP only hates Nintendo these days because their games never make him any money. Or if they do make him money, it doesn't last for very long.
people will run and buy it in droves.
Oh,
I just don't understand. I don't get it, but hey, I'm going to be honest with you guys about the games that I play.
You're not honest with anything that you do or play. Stop with the bullshit, please.
That game was not good. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes.
I will say this. Mario Kart World, is it the best game in the Mario Kart franchise? No. Was it good for what it was worth at the time? Yes. But it's not a good Mario Kart game. I would recommend playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe over that one. Again, same thing with Metroid Prime 4. Play the other Metroid games. Zero Mission, Fusion, the Prime Trilogy, Dread. Play those instead.
Disappointing games countdown for 2025. I hope that you enjoyed it. I would love feedback. Seems like people in the chat were 50-50. Some people like the new format. Some people were like, this format ain't for me. If you watch this on demand,
You did this format last year, too.
man, what did you think? Do you agree with Mike?
Oh, yeah, play Sonic Cross Worlds. At least that one's better.
Takes? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments.
Your takes were all terrible with this, Phil. All the takes that we saw here was, this didn't make me money. I didn't get any support. My audience didn't like this one. The game devs don't know what they're doing. Never really talked about what he did not enjoy with the game at all. All these games that he talked about, he did not mention Sonic Cross World. He did not Willzone. But all these games that he mentioned, not once did he go over why he didn't like the games from a technical standpoint. That he didn't like the games that were like, essentially, he didn't like how they felt when playing the game. He talked about the story for some of them, but the majority of this rant was, it didn't get my audience's attention. The devs don't know what they're fucking doing. Switch 2 sucks. No money. It was just other things that weren't even about the games themselves. Like, all the games that he talked about can be enjoyable to somebody else, but it's never enjoyable for Phil if there's no money involved.
Please engage
Love glorious content. If the games were enjoyable, there would be more to talk about.
with the content. If you like the video, please give it a
Which, for Phil, no game that he plays is enjoyable unless it makes him money.
like. Let me know what you think, because I got some more series coming up in a week or two here, and I'd like to get feedback, okay? So everyone, thank you so much for watching.
And yes, when he does cover the stupid fucking best games that he played, I will be covering that too. Because why the fuck not? But I'm not doing DSP Tries It.
The most disappointing games countdown to 2025.
If you don't like it, make your own list. Oh, I will.
Or like this coming.
Because there are games I played that I thought were a big disappointment. Metroid Prime 4 was definitely one of them.
See you soon for more awesome gameplay here on DSP Gaming in 2026. Peace out, everybody. Okay. Man, let me tell you guys something. I had a tickle in my throat that whole countdown. I'm serious. And I had to keep muting the mic and clearing my throat and continue. That's what took me so long.
How much of our lives
so
did
here's the
we
deal.
just waste
That's
there?
the countdown. We're done, okay?
A lot.
I hope that you guys enjoyed that. And what I'm going to do now
It's
is go on my
die.
break for the stream. And then when we come back, it's going to be 2 hours of Pokemon Legends ZA here on the stream. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that countdown,
I
please
thought this whole stream was gonna lead up to look at my new setup compared to the rant. Yeah, compared to then rant, but I don't think that happened.
support the stream. There was a few people who did support it, but as you can see, pretty much almost no one supported the stream during that. Now we're getting into Pokemon, so it's the usual. If you do a $20 contribution, you can name a Pokemon, or you can bring a Pokemon into my party for the 2 hours we're about to play.
Great, begging, yay! Oh, great, he's pointing at me. Don't fucking point at me, Philip. I will take this though, because it actually is a good picture to use. But don't fucking point at me. God damn.
Tomorrow, we're doing Code Violet, and we're actually doing a late stream of Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, he's doing Code Violet tomorrow, which is essentially a spiritual successor to Dino Crisis, and he's coming back to play Street Fighter 6 tomorrow night. Yay!
We got good stuff on the horizon. All right. I'm gonna go on break. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play you guys some highlight clips. While I'm on said break.
Let's not say we did. Let's not say we did.
Pokemon.
So sneaky during his begging post segment. Oh, he does. Okay. Skip. Oh, he came back.
What? All right, guys, let me hook up the Switch 2 and we'll get started. So it's time for Pokemon. Thank you guys for being patient when we went through that list. Oh, by the way,
Again, this thumbnail is complete fucking shit.
gotta change everything here.
Hello, Sniper Ladies, man. I'm curious if Code Violet looks cool. It does look interesting, though.
Let's do
But remember, if he plays this, he plays Code Violet, it's not going to be enjoyable.
the camera has to be changed back to normal size because I blew it way up for that. That's about normal size, right? That's about normal size for the camera? I think so. Let me know if that's too small, but I think that's about the normal size that I use for gameplay. Get the lights off.
Nice little snort there. You couldn't mute, Philip.
I know many of you were only here for the countdown, and now you're not interested in Pokemon, so thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you'll come back for Call of Duty tonight.
Oh, yay. Call of Duty. Yay. Who asked for Call of Duty?
Let me go hook up the Switch 2.
Is that the best Darcy I could do with that thumbnail? Phil made that thumbnail with Grok.
Jade says, why no MK1? MK1 was last year, Jade. That was 2024. It wasn't 2025. Yeah, I know it seems like it was yesterday, but it wasn't. Okay. All right, let me go hook up the Switch 2. We'll get started.
No, you're good, Glorious. No, it's good.
Guys, please support the stream. What I mean by that is, as you saw when I was doing
Raising.
that countdown, I get a lot of views, but not much support. It would be great to get support now. We're starting up with Pokemon. Those of you who are usually here and support Pokemon, it would be great if you could.
Oh no, you only made $63. Huh, looked like no one really liked your new countdown series there, Philip.
You're interested in getting a Pokemon
I don't think anyone liked it.
It's $20, but any support for the stream would be appreciated, all right?
Give me money.
Pokemon always does really well.
Casper.
I don't want the Pokemon stream not to tank because I did the countdown first. All right, I'll be right back.
Beg
I'm gonna hook
harder.
up the Switch 2, and we'll get started here.
He could have done that when he came back. Jesus Christ. Dude, Jesus Christ. We still need the
Why play
glazing
Pokemon
money.
if no one wants it? Well, because people do want it. It's just that it's
here we go.
Why play Pokemon if no one wants it? Well, because people do want it. It's just that it's a certain audience that likes Pokemon. It's not.
Phil realizing Grok can put bikinis on women makes me think he knows about making sexy men. I mean, thumbnails.
A giant audience. There's usually around 150 to 200 people who
He probably does that in his off time.
are here for Pokemon and really like it, and will hang out and support it every time I play it. The problem is today, the first half of the stream was the countdown, and I think that audience was here, but now, do people know that, Pokemon or whatever?
Phil, you kept saying it for your schedule. You're going to do the disappointing game list, and then you're going to play Pokemon. Like, really?
So here, let me actually change all the data everywhere here. Let's go to YouTube and change the data to say that now we're playing Pokemon.
Walking back to a surprise. Oh, he had to beg and leave, so there's a chance of walking back to a surprise. Oh, no, surprise! I received a contribution. That's my surprise.
Yeah!
And for the record, this is also why I rarely do two different things on one stream, because some people are like, oh, streamers do that all the time. They'll jump between games. They'll jump between. It doesn't work for me. People usually come to my stream for one thing and expect that one thing. And
here he goes, blaming his audience. They don't like it when I switch games, but you've done it before, Philip. You've done it before.
now you notice we're chewing a change-up, and I don't feel like it's working. I feel like the people who are normally here for Pokemon aren't here now.
Phil, when you dropped Metroid Prime 4, you played Arc Raiders, and people came in and threw money at you. Huh, doesn't work, huh?
Big juicy butt.
Also, it's funny that he thinks he has a multiple audiences for each games, even though it's the same assholes. Pretty much. It's always going to be the same people watching Pokemon.
So let me just post up and tweet out and say, hey, we're now going into Pokemon.
Oh, great. Looky there. Looky there. Jade's still in the chat. Hang on, I gotta remove this really quick. Yeah, there's Jade going, I already see Randy can name Pokemon.
Here we go.
And most people would have this set up already. Not Phil, though.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
Why Pokemon Zaza? Zaza actually sounds good right about now.
Okay.
He canceled Pokemates. Oh no, he canceled the game.
Posting up here. Here we go. There.
He has to make a tweet about it. Does he keep the names from previous streams? I never
Literally
played
only
it.
one today. Frankie, who is the
If requested by people throwing money at him, he'll keep the names on there. He'll keep the Pokemons in there. But all the other ones, no. Every single time he capes catches a new Pokemon, he always names it and puts it into the party.
Gardevoir?
Use a paralyze heal on. It's not very effective.
Excuse me. The Greninja. Sorry. That's the only
Look,
one.
Greedo, big
That's what I
tweet,
mean.
let's
Typically,
go.
when we play Pokemon, by now, we would have already had quite a few people who have contributed for the Pokemon stream, and today we only have one person. So like I said, I think maybe I made a miscalculation. I was hoping that we'd be able to switch in between the stream and make Pokemon gameplay, but now I don't know if anyone is here for Pokemon. Maybe I've screwed this up.
Phil, you just said you got somebody that gave you a contribution for Pokemon, that they're there for Pokemon. What does this even mean? I'm not watching him play this.
Like I said, this has always done well up to now. So it is disheartening that all of a sudden it seems like I might have screwed myself on this stream, but it is what it is, I guess. We still have 2 hours.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is the camera the right size, by the way? I think it is, but if you guys think it's too big or too small, let me know. Got my coffee here.
No one cares about your coffee, Phil.
How am I liking RimWorld? It's good. It's good, but I'm interested to see how it's going to go down on Sunday when we do the real run at normal difficulty now.
He only likes RimWorld because people are holding his hand and people toss money at him. That's the only reason why he loves Rim Job World.
I don't know. There's a lot to juggle, and I think when it gets to a harder difficulty, it's going to be pretty tough to manage. So I guess we'll see, though.
And then he'll drop it.
Okay, is everyone ready? All right, here we go.
And YouTube voice on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It is time for more Pokemon Legends ZA DLC.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's see where he's at right now. Oh, good lord. Well, so far, he's only at $88. 88. Oh, that's why.
Okay.
That's why, so I go live, it's going to be slow down now. But yeah, $88 right now. Huh. I don't think anyone likes this.
Legalize nuclear bombs. We just nuked the building.
Yeah, I'm not watching him play Pokemon. When he tries to play Pokemon, it is incredibly fucking boring. I am not wasting my time on that. I am moving the fuck on. I am moving on from that because, honestly, why bother? Why fucking bother, dude? Oh, Jesus Christ. He will be playing Black Ops 7 tonight, which, no, I'm not covering that. $88 is just a lot compared to $0, and yet that's still not enough for him. It's never enough. He can have $155, and that's still never enough for him. But yeah, I'm done. That whole entire fucking list was god fucking awful, dude. Oh, God. I have other shit to do other than this. What am I next on? Might be for Street Fighter 6. Might be. But if not, I'm going to be, doing the other list. I'll do the top, the top 8 best games that he liked of last year. But if I don't do that, I'll probably go straight to Street Fighter 6. Because you know what? Street Fighter 6 salt is always good salt. Other than that, I'm done streaming for today. God damn, so many things happened. It's just so much bullshit. So much on the brain. And it just... I just need to leave. But I do hope everyone has a good rest of y'all's day, rest of y'all's night. Keep it really beautiful, people. And, what did we learn when it comes to this? Oh, wait. I know exactly what we learned. When it comes to disappointing games or best games, Phil only thinks about the money that he made on those streams, and he thinks that they are bad games. Or, if he's talking about why the games are bad, he doesn't go into his own opinions of why the game is bad, but he'll just blame the audience, blame the devs, and blame Twitter. Because fuck it, he loves blaming things that aren't himself, right?
America.